tell me get to Houston town. There are people there who care a little about me, and they won't let the poor boy down.
All right, you know what time
Look
it is.
out.
It is 6:09 on this October 30th, Halloween Eve. And it is chilly outside.
Yeah.
Can I get a ring-a-ding-a-ding-a? Woo!
Sure as you're born, they bought me a silk suit and put luggage in my hand. And I woke up high over Albuquerque on a day to the promised land. Working on a T-bone steak, a la carte flying over to the Golden State. When the pilot told us in 13 minutes he would set us at the terminal gate. Swing low chariot, come down easy, taxi to the terminal zone. Come on! Cut your engines and cool your wings and let me make it to the telephone.
Los Angeles.
Give me Norfolk, Virginia, died 1-4-10-09.
JK did it.
Tell the folks back home this is the promised land, cause and the poor boys on the line.
Take it, son.
Right now it is wind chill, 35 degrees outside. Gotta love that.
Yeah, man.
41 degrees is what, Roger, is that what you got
Yes,
as
sir.
far as it? Yes. Out there, maybe 42.
Yeah,
I like it.
But feels like, yeah.
Tomorrow is Halloween, as we mentioned. I hope everybody had a great weekend. It was a bye weekend for the Razorbacks, a much needed one. But you know what?
Yeah.
Didn't matter.
No.
Razorback men basketball come
Good
through with a
night.
big win, nice game.
Good
Hello,
night.
that's Roger. That's the voice of Roger Scott. Good morning,
Hey, man.
Roger.
Good morning, bud.
I'm about to say Justin Neighbors. Josh Neighbors. Good morning. Can't hear it. Push a button. Push a button.
Oh,
Check.
How about now?
There you go. Good morning,
Good
Josh.
morning.
How are you?
Do you all have the KATV app on your phones?
I do.
Did you all get the freeze warning this morning?
No, you had a freeze warning.
A freeze warning.
I've got that app. I don't know why I
for
didn't
sure.
get that. Yeah, this week you talked about this last week, Raj.
Yeah.
If you like this kind of weather, this is
I like this kind of party.
this is for you. I got a fun show today. Pat Bradley, speaking of Razorback men's basketball, we'll be talking about the big win,
Nice.
81-77 in overtime. You know, it's amazing. I was trying to watch the game while down in Arlington, and it hit me yesterday. Wow, it was what was the score before overtime? We scored 12 in overtime, which I think was the highest number of points we've ever scored in an overtime game. My point was very low scoring game. I mean, obviously, if it was in the we were in the high 60s or low 70s going in, but the Razorbacks take care of business, beat Purdue. That was fun. Cowboys, wow, Cowboys! If you're a Cowboy fan, had to be happy yesterday.
Yeah, they stomped him.
What a beatdown!
Stafford's out.
Yeah.
He's got a sore thumb.
It was you could feel the energy. I did attend. I'll talk about this a little bit later. The World Series game and the energy between Roger and you stayed there at that Lowe's between Texas Live, Lowe's, the stadium there. Was it Bell Globe? Josh, it's a Global Life. Globe Life. That and then Jerry. I mean, you talking about just creating a synergy.
You got that right.
As they call it in the business,
That's what they
synergy
do.
of energy, a synergy of energy.
I think
sports energy.
Is that redundant?
Maybe. It was outstanding. Also, Wally Hall will be with us. Razorback Graffiti today should be a good one as we get ready to roll into Gainesville for the kickoff against Florida at 11 o'clock. By the way, no touchdown club day. It's going to be tomorrow. You know, this is so much better, Raj, doing these. You know, we did some Tuesdays at the beginning of the year, but I've forgotten during football season how much nicer it is to have Monday and not have, you get back in town Sunday and all of a sudden touchdown, or the speaker comes in yesterday or whatever. Yeah, I sort of like the Tuesday.
Yeah. Now, will you be dressing up? Will you be putting on a costume?
I don't know. It's so much effort. So much effort,
It
so
takes
much
it.
energy.
Unless we go shopping so
Listen.
you can dress like, what's his name? KJ.
I'm so many years behind on my taxes. If I can't get my
What?
taxes done, I'm not going to be able to get
Listen,
my done.
have you not seen what's going on in the Middle East? That
I know,
ain't
I
going to
need-
matter in a few months. Dress up.
I didn't need to do to get it done.
you don't have an accountant?
I do. Yeah, and I'm his worst client. I know I'm the worst. You should fire me because I am his worst. Alan Klein is a super nice guy. I'm his worst client.
Well,
of all.
he knows you're good for it.
Well, yeah, well,
He's got you on the books. You're good.
A couple other things.
I hate that.
I know, and that's something.
Yes.
The other thing I was going to say, the shocking news over the weekend was Matthew Perry, the Friend star dying. How about that? 54 years old. He's in his giant jacuzzi, and they don't know if it was a
Drug-induced?
Well, they don't think it was. I heard that they didn't think it was that. They think it was either cardiac arrest or it could have been. But from what the articles I read, they found some what kind of drugs you take. There were no illegal drugs found on site. Some of it was just,
PM.
Yeah, well, the kind of stuff like if you've got. It's not
Well,
the
you
hard
should
stuff.
not drink with any of them. So
yes,
maybe that.
But anyway, he'd taken a picture the night before in his
I saw that,
jacuzzi, which was sort of odd, and but that wasn't. And then from a football standpoint here in the state, Arkansas State wins a big win. UCA shocker loses a game. That was something I don't think anybody saw coming. So then you had high school sports. Josh, it was PA. Gives up 50 points for the second time this year.
Yeah.
Don't see that very much. They lose to Greenwood.
We've had both the PA's losses.
Right.
They've both been blowouts. That's the first time they've lost at home since 2013, I think RJ and Kyle were saying on the broadcast. So,
wow.
And had the pleasure of watching a young kid by the name of Kane Archer, who I think we'll all be talking about in the future.
We've had him at the Touchdown Club, and I think we've had him last year like as a ninth grader. That's how good he is. And then, he's that good. Everybody in the country will offer, including the Razorbacks. Then he's got a brother who's playing. And,
RJ said before the game, he said, this kid might end up being or Kyle said, the number one quarterback. And I didn't know if it was hyperbole. And then I watched him play, and I was like, there's a chance this kid might end up being the number one quarterback. After,
you said Michigan's looking at him?
Michigan's
I think everybody. And
Yeah.
I think he'll get off from everybody. He looks much older than he does.
Yeah, he's a little short, but he's 15. He's going to grow, right?
Yeah.
You always had those kids who came back in the summer of sophomore year and were a foot taller.
Right on.
He's one of those kids. Everybody's going to want him.
We'll have our Rogers Song of the Week coming up here shortly. We'll play it several times.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hear that, Bertie, about Ortho, Arkansas.
It's the album version. It's one of those songs where you have to
two verse.
You just got to go a little longer than I'd like to. But
well, you've been keeping it pretty tight.
Trying to.
We'll have a Razorback rewind. Well, I guess we will. Will it be basketball today? Did you do that?
No.
Oh wow. Okay.
All
right.
Look. You're not getting me on it's an off week, so I guess I'll take. I actually woke up yesterday and was like, I don't have to go to the bus today. It's very nice. It's an off week, and I'll do rewind for basketball because I think it's a good.
Yeah, it's 3 or 4 plays.
It's fun. Yeah. Not gonna do it for exhibition basketball.
Boo! Boo!
I watched the game. I watched it fully, but I think it's one of those deals where, it's an exhibition game, right?
But do you really care that it's an exhibition game? Do we really care? Because it's still a game. It's still.
From all accounts, those two teams
had
it
19,000 people. Yeah, and that's the two teams said, boy, it didn't feel like an exhibition game, even though it's listed as that.
I know those games are, but those games are not always. They played a bunch of them this weekend. Actually, Kansas played, Tennessee played Michigan State.
But it's interesting. They said this game of all those participating, sort of, both of them have been in the NCAA tournament. It felt like a tournament game. Just
they did say the same thing for Michigan State and Tennessee.
Yeah.
And it has to be noted too.
Which can I tell you? Which also, excuse me for interrupting. It does. No, hey guys, why don't we do more of this?
Yeah.
Instead of wasting games with the smaller division schools.
This is why Gonzaga plays the challenging schedule they do, is because they play in the WCC,
right?
And so they know that if they're going to be playing Pepperdine 2 or 3 times a year, right?
Yeah, it's
better off for them to load that. That's why you see they'll play Texas Tech in Dallas, and they'll be playing Alabama in New Orleans. I agree with you.
Maybe it's exciting. Students that get excited, got a full house, man.
This is
thanks to John Neighbors.
Right, this is the best thing possible, right, guys, to generate excitement.
Yeah,
the season.
Why not? Well, of course, if you lose it, it's not quite the same, but you win it. Wow! Plus, when you have new players like Arkansas has, you get to see how maybe this is a good measuring stick.
The thing that I noticed the most, and again, I didn't get to watch the game, but I read the paper yesterday, was Pinion didn't get any points. 6 minutes and no points. I don't know why. I'm curious about that. Should I be or should I not be? Because I'm just thinking.
Did he take any shots?
Well, he's only 6 minutes is all he played.
Yeah. Well, I'm not surprised by that, Raj.
One shot and he missed it.
There's so many.
Why are you not?
There's so many good players. I think it's just he's gonna fight for playing time.
Okay, if he's gonna have to fight for playing time, but I thought he was gonna be
the shooter. I think they've got.
I thought he was going to have more of a role than last year, other than just coming in to shoot one ball like the end of the last. You know what I mean? He
still may.
Well, because he shot in the red and white scrimmage, right? He was shooting a decent amount, and then this game, you kind of want him to shoot a bit more.
Well, everybody I heard on our little group text were saying that this team is fire. and that they are.
Yeah, we saw Justin Moore was really excited about it. He's a big basketball guy. And Brazil, he looks back in action.
Yeah.
Big boy for Purdue, quite didn't have the dominating game that maybe we thought.
No,
he might.
I think going to the rim was a challenge for Arkansas's players. They still got to the rim a little bit.
Yeah,
but
got it rebounded pretty easily.
Yeah, but I'll
Cause
tell you
turnovers
what,
though.
I think the one difference I noticed, and this is college basketball, is what you want. Last year's team was centered around younger guys who were scorers.
Yeah.
You want the guys who can rent cars scoring for you.
Yeah.
Right? You want
Yeah.
the older guys. And
Oh, that's an interesting analogy, Roger.
Say it again.
Can
I'm
you
sorry.
see what the kid
I was
said?
fixing your camera. What was that?
you want guys who can rent a car for you.
Who can
right?
rent a car?
Or you want the older guys.
Who are eligible to rent
Because
cars?
think about it
right?
last year, right? Like the
right.
least dependable thing in college basketball is an 18-year-old scorer.
Right.
And everybody
Okay.
talking about Nick Smith as a scorer, and that's great. But depending on those kinds of players is really difficult. And when you play the UConns of the world, those guys will not bail you out.
Yeah,
They'll not save you.
And those guys, not only the scores, obviously the reason that they've had experience. All these
Right.
guys are coming in, and
You
they're
want
all
want
gamers.
the L. Ellises, you want the Khalif.
L. Ellis,
yeah.
Khalif,
Yeah, you
Where's
want, you want-
Khalif?
L and Khalif battle.
Yeah, those are all from Krypton.
You want those kinds of guys, in my opinion, though, in college basketball now. Those are the kinds of guys that win stuff for you. And then even Trayvon, like he looks like a NBA lottery type guy, but he can score.
Wow, only his second game back, 15 points. I think he was 2 of 4 3-pointers. I mean,
He's long, man.
Obviously,
He's
he's a
athletic.
former Missouri guy. Obviously, you're super familiar with him. But that was nice, Roger, to have. We went to Texas Live, by the way, just as I went to the World Series this game, courtesy of Greg Hatcher. Double R went, RJ Hawk went, a former Razorback named Justin Wells and his son went. And, of course, we go there. There's 3,000 TVs there, Raj. 3,000 TVs.
Yeah. You went to Texas Live?
Went to Texas Live. You know,
we
there's-
didn't
there's-
make it.
there's-
We didn't go in there when we were there for the
Have
other
you've
team.
been in there before, though, right?
I have not been in there, to my knowledge.
It's overwhelming, and then you've got bars or restaurants connected to it. So there's 3,000 TVs. And of course, we asked the guy,
Wow, okay.
"Hey, can we?" It's a weird request
sure,
or football. And anyway, I'll go check. Well, anyway, waited an hour and a half, and the guy keeps walking. Finally, I went up to him. I said, "Hey, did you find out?" He said, "Yeah, we can't do it."
Oh,
I said,
wow.
"Well, why didn't you come in?" And we've been sitting here for an hour. Oh, I forgot. I've been busy.
Wow.
Well, thanks.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I said, yeah, great. Anyway, so we ended up watching it on the phone, but it was nice to have
Jiminy.
that ability to sort of watch that game on your phone. And I guess next one is November 6th, I guess, is the next game.
You know, same thing happened to me over the weekend where I put in a reservation at a place and never got a call back.
Oh, really?
Kind of disappointing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Next time, just go.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's what Meredith said, and I said no.
today is a National Candy Corn Day. In or out on candy corn? Raj?
I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm a strong in. I'm a strong in.
Okay, I'm not a strong in.
Yeah,
I'm not a strong in. I'll take a handful and call it a day. Call it a season.
Josh, in or out candy
I'm
corn?
big in, and I'm big in
Well,
candy corn.
your parents are probably not happy about that because
No,
they're
they're not.
both
Candy
mouth
corn and
doctors.
popcorn.
Candy corn and popcorn?
Combo?
Yep.
Interesting.
Wow, okay.
Interesting.
That's
Okay.
a Barbara
you,
May-
you-
salty.
you put the candy corn inside the popcorn?
I do.
Okay.
So it's a combo bite every time.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
goal.
Wow.
Roger,
Okay.
I used
well,
to-
it's salt and sweet.
Yeah.
I don't frequent the Edwards as much as I used to go from a grocery store standpoint. I eat out a ton.
Yeah.
But when I used to be years ago, I would go and I would get I would eat them throughout the year.
Candy corn?
Yeah, candy corn throughout the year.
Really?
Yes. My favorite candy corn is the pumpkin candy. Have you seen that one? It was shaped
I've seen it, yeah, because it's
thicker.
adorable. They're
It's big-
cute.
It's bigger. It's bigger.
It's
Yeah,
much bigger.
More
They are, you
sugar.
cannot eat as many of them.
No,
Josh,
that's right.
Josh, you don't remember in grocery stores, and they've been gone double the time you've been alive. But it was Brock's candy,
Brock's, yeah, Brock's.
and it was a big display of candy in the produce aisle.
Yeah,
At
yeah.
different, and you never paid for it. You just went by and grabbed you a handful. You're supposed to pay for it and get a bag of it, but there would be it's just loose candy. You just went by there and got some of it.
Yeah, so you got the National Candy Corn Day today. We've got, matter of fact, a little bit later, Roger, we'll go down the list of candies that people hate the most.
Well, it's black licorice. I'm out of
licorice.
I don't have a.
I don't know who likes it. Who likes it? Why do you make it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like
I don't
it's got to be
know.
1% of the population that likes
Listen,
that.
I think during the Depression and maybe the first pandemic, that's all everybody ate.
How was your trunk or treating, Roger?
It was great.
It was good.
So you actually see what it is.
Oh,
They're just going from station
you got
to station.
Yeah, you got a little. Well, it's terrible. I've got a picture. I'll show you of James. It was at the Summerwood Trunk or Treat.
Right.
And they had a bouncy house, so we got on the bouncy house and did some other things. But they had this little blow-up maze You know, so he and I go through the maze, and everything's everything's fine and dandy. We're going through the maze, and it's just like it is. You get a little, stuck,
get lost.
But we're having fun because of what it is. Well, then more kids get in there, and kids are just running
over
100
people.
miles, just knocking kids down
crazy.
like nobody's business. So when we get out, then we go get on the bouncy house. Then we go back, and he wants to go back in there. I said, well, go ahead. You go back.
Oh, boy.
Exactly. And Meredith goes, Dad, he's 3. Dude, it wasn't.
You let him already go in there.
It wasn't long after.
You started hearing him scream?
No, I didn't hear him scream. It wasn't long after I couldn't see him anymore once he went through the entryway that I thought, not a good idea. Because I can't go in and get him.
You can't go in and get him?
Well, no, because if he comes out, he might miss me.
Yeah.
I got a picture showing when he finally came out. He's not crying, but he was you could see fear in his little 3.5-year-old eye.
He'll never forget that story.
Well,
when
he
he's
came
50
to you and
years
said,
old.
I said, you want to go back in? He said, no. I said, Pop, go with it. So we went back in. I want to make sure we go back in. So
cleared out his memory banks.
trying to. Hopefully, we didn't do that.
That's
But
a good
it was
story.
fun to do that because you're just going around. You're getting you see everybody, all the kids dressed up in all their little outfits and everything like that. It was pretty good. Sorry, James.
Couple things we've got.
Scared him to death.
Got NFL football tonight. Got Vegas at Detroit, and you also have the next Major League Baseball.
How'd you do yesterday? I got absolutely killed.
I was 6-1 yesterday. I was
5-1, 6-1. What?
I was 3-1 with the college and 3-0. I was 6-1. 6-1. Josh, tell me this: if I'm 14 out of 18 the last 3 weeks, is that pretty good?
14 of 18? 14 of 18 is excellent.
Excellent. Even I had to send it to Zach Gillum at Oakland. I said, Zach, this is the last 3 weeks. I'm feeling a little bit better. He said, you're getting a feel for this. That could be trouble.
Could be.
I mean, 3-0 in NFL and 3-1 in
last
college.
week, Dan loses all 3. This week, he just picked the Cowboys, and they destroyed the
that was
Rams.
a good pick.
Well, listen, you're stepping back up. Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing
well,
for you.
And
it's a good thing for Oakland.
I'm getting a feel for how the best way to do it, Rod. The only game that let me down, Gus Malzahn. And you see it. I thought after they played Oklahoma well, that they would come at home and play well. And, I knew in the back of my mind you also have a letdown. You expended a lot of energy trying to beat Oklahoma, and then you get beat by West Virginia at home.
Do you think Florida was looking ahead to the Razorbacks?
Did you see what the line is on that?
6.5?
5, according to the Oklahoma Sports
That's
App.
right, though. I mean,
that's not much.
I think at least the last couple of weeks we've seen teams perform really well off the bye, right? UCF being one of those teams.
Yeah.
You have the week to scheme stuff up.
Yeah.
especially for the Razorbacks making the
And Florida just is dejected after they don't have the energy after they get beat by Georgia.
They're just not very good.
Yeah,
I think
they're average.
They're 5-3, but it's like it's a workman 5-3.
Should be.
Speaking of Florida, Roger, for the first time ever. And listen, because we're not doing so great in football, I'm glad to mention this. The number 10, the only top 10 volleyball team in America from the SEC is the Arkansas Razorbacks. They go down to Gainesville, beat them for the first time ever. Ever. They are 3-50 against Florida. 3-50.
Saw a lot of social media as well. Is the university
A basketball school?
Is it?
Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah.
Well, right now it is. You dang straight it is. It's everything but. It's a volleyball team. It's a soccer school, whichever.
Here's a couple of them from the what's the name of the service?
Southern Structure Solutions text line.
Yes, text line. There's a bunch of them on here. 3 of them back in a row. An 807 and a couple of 501s. And my wife actually has this on the bar in the kitchen.
What's that?
And I think she did it for our son-in-law. Was peanuts and candy corn.
That's
not
sort
popcorn.
Of Josh, that's sort of the same thing.
But it's a salty. So you got
it's
the
same
salty.
thing.
I think the peanuts they're a bit harder, so they kind of fit well.
Same
with the candy corn
principle.
a bit more.
Same principle. For me and RJ,
sweet and salty.
that's contamination for me and RJ. Yeah, that's I can't. I know I get it, but I have to have them separate. I will eat them, but not in the same.
I see.
Mouthful.
I see what you're saying.
Yes. The other thing when we come back, Raj, we'll take a look at your text
let
message.
me ask you a minute. Will you ever put anything? You eat mashed potatoes?
Yeah, I will mix stuff with mashed potatoes.
I'm not
as bad as
you're a
RJ
mashed
on
potato
that,
guy.
yeah.
You'll mix mashed potatoes. Will you like mashed potatoes?
Yes, I like to.
Will you mix something in?
Green beans.
Oh, really?
Green
Never
beans.
knew about the green bean.
Yeah.
Listen, I'd be a barbecue bean or barbecue bean guy.
Yeah, barbecue beans.
Oh man. That's
Oh my gosh, our listeners are so
We're
great.
gonna go mix. We're gonna go white trash food.
You know what they called him? What they called Josh there?
I saw it.
Navy neighbors
Well,
on
did
the
you see how they
exhibition
spelled
game.
neighbors?
Yes, that is so funny. You are you become Navy neighbors on the exhibition game.
Listen,
You
he's got
didn't
him.
read- you
He's
didn't
got him
read
a
the-
Coach Jag now, and so
I
he's.
didn't read the one. There was somebody on the Southern Instructional Solutions text line who did agree with me about the exhiblation game.
I hadn't gotten to that
I
yet.
apologized first. They said, "Sorry, guys."
I can't believe Josh is poo-pooing the exhibition game. Yeah, Blocker, the kid from Little Rock. I don't know much about him. The Kevin Blocker kid.
Oh, his
freshman.
brother plays. I had his brother last year in the state championship. He's a pretty good player.
Yeah. The other thing when we come back, Roger, is talking about what I learned about the Texas Rangers and their like cheers and the things they do.
Okay.
I don't know. Listen, think about it. When I walked in, I see all these people. I'm like, who? I don't know anything about the Rangers. I don't know anything about the Rangers
Really?
because you know what? They don't have much of a history.
Sure.
I'm usually, if you walk in, we've seen the Red Sox and the Yankees. You walk in,
See, when I think about what do you guys think of? Speaking of the Rangers, the George Bush toss. Should he have done it?
yeah, might as well.
Let him do it.
Yeah,
It's
boy,
the
it takes,
first game.
he didn't mind getting up front. But Pudge looked Pudge. Pudge looked a little Pudge. He
Yeah.
looked like me.
Yeah,
he looked a little
See,
Pudged
I
up.
remember Sosa, A-Rod, and
I remember A-Rod sort of.
When I think of
the
them
Rangers.
playing there,
But
yeah.
they've never won. They've only won one World Series. Josh, is it
Yeah.
one?
Man, doesn't that Friday night game feel like it was a
Yes.
eternity ago?
Yeah, they're very lucky. They should be. They
What
could be
a
0
game that
2.
one
Yeah,
was,
that was
though.
a great ending. And but the crowd was so excited, and man, the pitching staff for Arizona just shut them down. Just shut them down. I mean, that just goes to show great pitching. But Raj, you talk about these guys. These guys are another level, man. Just see them in person reminds you how good they are. That level.
From going like to college ball?
Or yes, this is the best in the world playing. Although I didn't know one player.
Right.
I think there's one guy that's been around Longoria. He's been around like 25 years.
Evan
He's been like 25
Longoria.
years. Right? Matter of fact, he got his first RBI since like 2005 in a playoff game.
You don't know who
Right.
Corey Seager is?
No, I
The guy
knew.
who
I
hit the
do.
home run?
I do after this game. No, I know none of them.
All right.
Yes,
I'm not
I know
a guy.
Garcia.
You're more in tune to that stuff.
I
than
know
we are,
Garcia.
Josh, that's for sure.
Is it Aldoiate? What's his name?
Adolis.
Yes, that was close.
Adoli.
I think it was ADOLICE,
That's
something like
a cologne, I think. Aldoli.
He looked like a football player. But they shut him down. We'll come back and talk about. So remind me to talk about the cheers for the Rangers. That's the thing I want to talk
I
about.
want to play the song when we come
Yeah,
back.
we'll play your
No,
song.
this-
What
this-
is this?
For
Yes.
Razorback, it's just Khalifa. So
this is
it's Khalifa.
Friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken. The love will never get lost.
Join the Zone Wednesday live from the campus of Ouachita Baptist University for the second annual OBU High School Sports Media Conference, presented by Barry and Turnage Law Firm.
What you want, baby, I got it. What you need, do you know I got it? All I'm asking is for a little respect when you come home. Hey, baby, when you get home, mister, I ain't gonna do you wrong while you're gone. I ain't gonna do you wrong 'cause I don't wanna. All I'm asking is for
Join the Zone Wednesday live from the campus of Ouachita Baptist University for the second annual OBU High School Sports Media Conference, presented by Barry and Turnage Law Firm.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center. With Channel 7's Melinda Mayo.
After a few early morning showers, we'll see clearing skies for the afternoon, but cooler and breezy with a high only around 51 degrees. And tonight's low drops down to the low 30s, sunny and mid-50s Tuesday. From the Channel 7 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Melinda Mayo.
Say hey now, Roger Scott from my good friends, and I mean that, at Pickles Gap Weapon Shack right there on Highway 65 North in Conway. My buddy Connor has cash. You've heard of cash? Cash is king. Cash is good. We all like cash. He's ready to buy your used weapons and give you that cash. Bring one or bring your entire collection and turn them into cash at Pickles Gap Weapon Shack. Now make sure they're unloaded and locked open when you bring them in. We're all about safety when dealing with weapons at Pickles Gap Weapon Shack. Talking about safety, make sure your family is protected with tasers and pepper spray. A little less lethal, but they have that there too. You can also find suppressors, what we used to call silencers back in the day. Pickles Gap Weapon Shack can take care of every one of your needs when it deals with safety and or weapons. Right now, Connor has the cash, as I mentioned. He's ready to buy your weapons. One or the whole thing, bring them to Pickles Gap Weapon Shack on Highway 65 North in Conway, or you can give them a call on their weapons hotline. For Buzz listeners, that's 501-300-AK47.
Synthetic grass from Arkansas Luxury Lawns is long-lasting and easy to afford. No more worry about watering, mowing, edging, or weeding. Free yourself from maintenance so you can relax and enjoy a great-looking yard all year. ArkansasLuxuryLawns.com.
As fall approaches, so does cold and flu season. This is Heather Ramsey with Elite Services, serving Arkansas for more than 13 years with a team of commercial cleaning experts at your disposal. COVID-19 is rearing its ugly head once again, and in addition to our elite janitorial services, we offer touchless COVID-19 disinfecting to keep you and your employees safe. Get your free quote today. Visit us now at cleaningarkansas.com. Elite Services, where we don't cut corners, we clean them.
Twin Peaks is honoring the pursuit of brews and barrel-aged bourbon every Friday at their Bourbon and Brews party. Get to Twin Peaks from 5 to 7 to experience a lingerie costume party paired with exceptional bourbons, tastings, and giveaways. Cheers!
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem in the Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studios. Here is David Basil, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
Bum, bum. It's 6:36. Nice chilly day. Get you a jacket or sweatshirt today before you walk out.
You got to go hoodie. You get you a hoodie. If you're a guy, you go hoodie. You know what? I think it might even be a little. What's the sweater? What's the sweater?
Cardigan.
Thank you. Mighty cardigan. I didn't wear my cardigan. I went hoodie today.
You can see us in our sweatshirts on YouTube, Facebook, or X, Twitter, on our cameras there.
Yeah.
You know, I told you Jessica's doing that because she didn't. The app just is too spotty for her. She says it just interrupts, and so she's been going with it.
It's not necessarily to watch, but she'll listen.
Yeah, but she likes the watch option of that if you want to do it.
Yeah.
So, somebody says, "Hey Roger, how many times do we hear Bass talk about his love for the Major League Baseball Texas Rangers before the season, sir?" Just saying, I have no love for Texas at all. I was just making the point. You walk in, and it's sort of bizarre, Roger, seeing 40,000 fans that are excited about a franchise you know nothing about. I mean, I'm used to walking in at Cowboys or, like I said, the Red Sox, Yankees, Giants, Dodgers, whatever. But it was like, wow, look at all these people that love – and RJ was the same way. Loves him some Rangers.
Sure.
And so before we get to your song, I said, do the Rangers have a cheer to RJ? He said, oh, yeah. You know what it was?
Wow, really?
Let's go Rangers. Let's go Rangers. Like, no, everybody does that. He goes, no, that's our cheer.
Oh, no.
I said, no. And then we walked in, and we got the first 30,000 people in got a red towel.
Sure.
And they had the terrible towels. And I said,
yeah.
"Oh, that's a novel idea." And I wonder if
he said that was theirs.
I said, "Wonder if anybody's tried that before."
Everybody does that in playoff games, right?
I know. Well, listen, it started back in the '70s with the terrible tower of the Steelers.
I
know.
Sure.
But that was the sort of the point.
Listen, I give some away from Sport Clips every.
So I'm sitting next to RJ. Yeah, that's right. I'm sitting next to RJ the whole game, and I'm going, "Let's go Rangers!" and I'm waving the towel.
What a buddy!
I know.
What a buddy! I'd love to see RJ's face if you You just told him that there was no tooth fairy when you said, no, everybody does that too.
I said, you got nothing else? You got nothing else.
Okay.
I sort of felt sorry for Rangers fans. I said, that's all they got.
Well, I don't.
Listen, they're so young. Everybody else has done everything. Although, I think you got this right last week. I think you brought it up. Yeah. Do you know where that franchise came from?
I don't know.
I was thinking you're the one who told me that. It came from Washington, if I'm not mistaken, Josh. Okay. I think they were the Senators. I believe they were.
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
The Senators going.
Anyway, it was a great.
You think they did Let's Go Senators back then?
Yeah, I don't know. But I'm telling you, the food and drink options, Roger, at this level, at these new stadiums.
Well, you'd lost some weight. Did you put a few back on
I did.
Because of that?
We
you guys got there early.
We did. We ate all day.
Yes, I knew it.
I'll have to show you some pictures I can't post. There were some foot-long hot dogs that I bought for Jessica. Oh, wow. She wanted hot dogs, so I got her the
big one.
Yeah, got her the big one. But the food, the ice cream, they had scoops. Out there. It was not the same one that Greg Hatcher owns in Hot Springs, but anyway, Double R had a good time. We all had it. It was a fun experience, and that's first World Series game ever. You could, it was great on each side of the field. To the right, you saw the Major League Baseball show going on. And the other side, third baseline, you saw Fox.
Oh, very good.
A-Rod and who was Jeter, Poppy. And the other side, I think they had, I can't remember the Red Sox pitcher. Anyway, it was just cool seeing that sort of setup and that level.
Pedro.
Pedro, that's right. I tell you what, before we play your song, Roger, let's get a couple messages, a couple calls real quick, and then we'll go to your song of the week. Good morning, caller. Who's this?
What's up, guys? It's Heath.
Hey, Heath. What's up, bud?
I'm going to tell you, listen, I spent the weekend in South Bend, Indiana, and we watched the Irish play this weekend. Look, if you guys love college football.
That's a beatdown, yeah.
Well, not only a beatdown, but if you've never been to an Irish game, just the
oh, sure.
The game.
Love to go. Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah. It's like nothing else. Like, you're against Rudy. You have all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah.
People, older gentlemen talking about the Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
I mean, just
it's cool.
That'd be a cool bucket list. Yeah. Well, we were supposed to the Razorbacks were supposed to play at Notre Dame somewhere in the last few years. It got canceled.
Yeah, I think COVID, wasn't it?
2025, right? Is it another game?
I think we were scheduled to go back. Yeah.
Flip the script. Well, at least they weren't throwing snowballs at everybody.
Wow, that's interesting. I got to talk about that.
What are you doing?
Well, they gave them a warning.
I know.
Yeah, I guess.
But why would you even do it?
What if you were a team? If you were, I know.
I mean, come on.
Our country.
I mean, do whatever you want to do.
The world is.
It's a nut job world right now.
It got flagged for it.
Good. They should have been.
What else you got, Heath? Yeah, that'd be a bucket list.
Not popular opinion, but I'll take black licorice over candy corn any day.
Okay, well, that's all right. That's if you I always wonder who would buy the licorice. There's somebody out there.
Yeah, it's depression people because they didn't have anything. That's all they had. They had licorice gum. Take this, kid. It could be worse.
Well, it's the aftertaste. It's got an aftertaste that's just kind of lingering, but it's like pretty good. I mean, it's just got a distinctive taste. It's I don't know. You could compare it to like maybe some toothpaste, off-brand toothpaste that you brush your teeth with, and you're like, oh, that's not good. But then later on, you've got that aftertaste in your mouth, and it's like, okay, it's not too bad. That's how licorice is. It's black licorice. It's
olives and black
licorice. Since I was a kid.
I put olives and black licorice in the same bowl. Keep them.
Thanks, Heath. Appreciate
that.
Thanks, Heath. Can you do the Notre Dame hit song? Fight song real quick. It's up your head.
The Notre Dame fight song? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Irish. Fight, we're gonna fight.
Next time you see RJ, let's go Rangers.
We'll do that Wednesday or Thursday, whenever he comes out.
Such a jerk. It was a World Series game.
It's all in place.
It's 8-year-old RJ Hawk there seeing the team of his youth. Hey, you've got the bully.
It's all in brotherly love. It's all in brotherly love.
Moment,
he was excited. It was interesting to see how excited the Rangers fans were because they hadn't had a World Series in a while. All right, Roger, our song of the week.
All right, are you going to play it? You want me to or you? You have it?
Last time I touched the button, we had a snafu, so I don't trust myself this morning.
All right, let me go get it here.
While you're waiting on that, somebody said, have you guys heard about Justin Moore splitting his pants on stage? Josh, did you see that?
I did not.
Yeah,
Did
so
not
I think
say
I
that.
sent it to you to everybody.
Oh, you did?
The Morning Mayhem group. Yeah, it was. We'll have to do it. I don't know if you can understand it, but he's on stage. It sounds like he says something else. It sounds like I blank my pants instead of split my pants, and so it was. And I don't think that's the first time Justin Moore's done that on stage, but he made he came out there and did that, and then. He made sure to explain it was not the
Josh, I don't
SH,
see
it was SPL, split the pants. So
Right.
anyway, we'll talk.
I did see
He
that,
won't be on with us today.
I've
Where-
got it up here.
Throw it in there, will you?
All right, hang on. I can actually. I'm gonna.
You're going to play it?
Yeah.
Thank you to Dr. Jimmy Tucker in Ortho, Arkansas. This one wrote itself.
Right.
Yeah. Little Now or Never. Elvis Presley
Yes.
version. Sing it if you know it.
It's now or never to win a game. They fired, he knows. Said he's to blame.
Bland.
Oh, next week will be too late. If we go bowling, we need 4 straight. The season started, and we had hopes of splendor. But now with 2 wins, we cannot surrender. It should be a crime with what I'm going through. But I'm still here, and I will cheer. Pick Sue.
Sing it.
It's now or never to win a game. They fired, he knows. Said he's to blame.
What they said.
Oh, next week will be too late. If we go bowling, we need 4 straight. Look out, son.
Very nice. Now or never. You know, that's the. I don't think. Have you ever heard anybody else cover that?
Yes.
That did well with it?
Yeah.
Who was it?
John Snyder.
He charted with that?
I think so.
I'll be darned. Didn't
I
know
remember
that.
him saying, thought he did a great job. Thank you,
Wow, the
everybody.
crowd
Maybe
cheering you
thank
on, Roger.
Stop it, please. It's embarrassing. Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks to
John
Ortho-
Snyder from Dukes of Hazzard.
Ortho, Arkansas for sponsoring. Yeah, listen, the fact that we're only 5.5 point favorites. I mean, underdogs.
How about that?
That's encouraging.
Yeah, it is.
You know, not that the line always is right, but I think.
Vegas that reflects the fact that Arkansas has been really close. I mean,
Yes.
the only
On the
game
road,
they've been
too.
outplayed
Yeah.
is the A&M game.
Yeah,
right?
I think
only
that-
game they were outplayed in.
I mean, they got a shot. They
Sure,
got a shot.
definitely have a shot.
They got a shot.
Yeah. I think it's like you said. It reflects Razorbacks' closeness and the poor play of Florida.
Yeah,
combined.
combo.
Because we've never been that close.
But you know what? I'm not
To
on
them.
my Oklahoma Sports app. Not touching it. I'm just learned. I don't want to
You know
go there.
what?
It just
You know
because you know
what?
what? If I
grow
pick
a pair and bet
well,
that
I
guy.
did. I
Josh,
did. And
tell
you-
him.
I did last
Throw a
time.
pair, but I'm betting Arkansas.
Yeah, listen to you. I did that last time. They're
Well,
6-1
they're covering machine.
Well, they
besides
did Mississippi
Like,
State.
when their dogs are covering
Yeah, that's
machine.
right. That's right. All right, if you want to be a part of the show, 661-1037 is the number. We'll come back, check your messages. Pat Bradley coming up to talk about the big win, even though it wasn't a big win in Josh's eyes, where the rest of us thought so. Hey, it's David Basil for Simmons Bank. You've heard me say over and over again how much I love being a Simmons Bank customer and learning about their amazing success story, starting with one little Pine Bluff bank in 1903 and now celebrating their 120th banking birthday. They have become one of the fastest growing banks in America. 120 years in banking, that's a ton of experience. The reason Simmons Bank has been around for 12 decades is because they have a track record of helping people turn their goals into plans. And that's worth repeating. Simmons Bank knows how to help their customers turn their goals into plans. And they're ready to talk to you now, but first, they'll listen. Simmons Bank will guide you at every step. No matter what's next in your life, Simmons Bank wants to make financing the easiest decision you make. A personal loan from Simmons Bank could be the solution you need for large purchases like home improvement projects, wedding expenses, vacations, emergency expenses, or an automobile, boat, or RV purchase. Don't wait any longer. Let Simmons Bank help change your financial life.
Looking for somewhere new downtown to hang out with all of your
your friends for football? Then there's only one place, and that's Little Rock's newest neighborhood sports bar, The Busker on South Main. The Busker features an upscale bar menu with great beer, wine, and cocktail selections, as well as weekday happy hours from 4 till 7 and late nights from 10 till close. So watch all your favorite college and NFL games on the Sunday Ticket this fall, where you won't miss a minute of the action on their big screen TVs. All this, including live music on the weekends, can only be found at The Busker on South Main.
Hi, neighbor. It's Garen with Shamrock Roofing. Fall is upon us. Don't go into the cold, wet winter months wondering if your roof will hold up till spring. Get peace of mind today. For the next 30 days, we're offering a free impact-resistant roof upgrade. Plus, if you've been denied coverage by your insurance company after the storms, you qualify to win a new roof for free. Just visit shamrockroofer.com for more details. Shamrock Roofing, where one call does it all, at shamrockroofer.com.
Hello, folks. It's Frank Fletcher from the Fletcher Dodge store here in Sherwood. For the past few months, we've been asking you to give us a chance to buy your cars, and the response has been great. We really appreciate all of you who brought your cars in and turned it into cash. We've purchased hundreds of cars from fine people just like you. Folks, we're still buying cars every day. So look around and see what you or your family has in the garage that you want to turn into cash. It's really easy, folks. Just come into Fletcher Dodge and ask for Chris or Andy. We'll buy any vehicle and we'll pay you more than anyone. We can't find enough vehicles at the auto auctions to meet the demand, so we're extending you this offer to the public. We'll pay you more, so don't wait. We've purchased hundreds of cars from fine people just like you. Come see us today for the best cash offer on your car, truck, van, or SUV. Just ask for Chris or Andy. We'll pay you more, so come see us at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood. Thanks.
Stacked Commercial Truck and Trailer Repair is not only truck and trailer focused. They service and repair all types of equipment: forklifts, boom lifts, excavators, dozers, loaders, and more. From warehousing to excavating, they've got you covered. Go see why Stacked is known for having some of the friendliest staff and most knowledgeable technicians in the industry. For trucks, trailers, RVs, material handling, or construction equipment, Stacked Commercial Truck and Trailer in Whitehall.
Waiting is no fun. Like when you're hungry, waiting for the microwave. Waiting for the light to turn green when you're running late. Come on, come on, come on. Or waiting for your notoriously unpunctual friend to arrive at the bar, even though she just texted you 5 minutes away. Sure you are. At the payroll company, we know waiting stinks, which is why we pride ourselves on fast replies to our clients, doing payroll right and on time each month, and answering questions quickly and efficiently. The payroll company. Less headaches, more than payroll. Visit morethanpayroll.com.
Listen for NFL Hall of Fame referee Walt Coleman Wednesdays during Morning Mayhem, presented by Sigma Supply Packaging Products. Schedule a free waste audit analysis with Sigma Supply's sales manager, David Breitenberg, and see if automation is a solution to your production line issues. Online at sigmasupply.com. If you're not using Sigma Supply, you got low-grade product, man.
Let's keep the good vibes going. Morning Mayhem is back on the air. Here's Baz, Roger, and Justin in the Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studios.
6:51 here at Morning Mayhem. Thanks so much for listening. Chilly morning out there. It is wind chill, wind zipping around in the 30s. Actual temperature's around 45, I think, by now.
That rain was knocking all those leaves off the trees.
Yeah, sure was. A lot of leaves down. Leaves down. Pat Bradley coming up shortly, brought to you by Bradford Marine and Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. Wally Hall, Capital Smokehouse Grill coming up. Razorback Graffiti later. Yeah. Already had Roger's Song of the Week.
Yeah.
We got the Razorback Rewind, which will be basketball this week. It won't be long, but weekend snapshot as well. Tomorrow is Halloween. Just FYI, no touchdown club today. Chris Doring of the SEC Network and former Gator will be the speaker. Some of our messages here, Raj. Yeah. Says candy corn and dry roasted peanuts together tastes just like payday candy bars. I've seen a lot of those messages.
Okay.
I'm not a big payday guy.
No.
Yeah. So we'll have that list of hated.
But I get it.
Candies. Yeah. Here's one that says, I hope Justin Moore wasn't going commando. That's a good question. Yeah, I would imagine he would not because of that possibility. It's not the first time he split pants, so you would not go commando. It would be very dangerous if that happened. It could be very bad.
Oh, it could be. It could be catastrophic.
Yeah. That's a good term. Social media catastrophic. Yes. Have y'all even talked about the big basketball win? I think Hog fans are tired of hearing about this football team for now. Talk about something different. Hey, dude, if you'd get your butt up, we talked about it the first
Is that Navy
hour.
caller? Navy texter?
We're very excited about it. Pat Bradley's going to help us break it down at 81-77 in overtime. A lot of new L. Ellis. As Roger said, it does. It sounds like something off of Superman. L. Ellis.
And Khalif.
12 points. And Khalif Battle, 12 points. Is it Josh, is it Tremont or Tremont? Is it
Tremont, Mark.
Tremont?
Tremont,
Mark. Yeah. You like that?
I just like the way Josh looks at you when he has to tell us those things.
There's no judgment in that.
Listen, I'm still learning this roster.
It's
I
okay.
expect you to have all the answers.
He's got them.
Yeah, I'm familiar with these guys. They've been around for forever.
Yeah,
there's that look right there.
In Arkansas, they have it. Their first year.
Well, no.
Yeah.
As somebody who's an avid college basketball watcher,
where did Mark come from?
Houston.
Then he had Khalif Battle came from
Temple.
Krypton.
Al Ellis came from Louisville. But hey, how about no division?
You got
there?
one. Listen, that's our gambler.
Well done. Yeah, by the way, too, if you just heard, 14-4, 14 out of 18 right the last 3 weeks. I got to say, I get too cocky.
Well, sure you can.
But I'll tell you what, I'm this week.
Listen, you got to go all in this next week.
It's very rewarding, Josh, that when you put yourself out, then all of a sudden you're 6-1 over the weekend.
Go ahead, Roger.
No, go ahead.
Well, I feel the same way because this is the time of year where you can't hit your stride because November in college football can get a little dicey sometimes with some of the mixture of results that you get. So you want to be careful. You don't want to get 0-2 overconfident. Just kind of stick with what you know.
And we're getting into some rivalry games and stuff like that. So, so what do we need you to do? Yeah. We need you to get that 401k out. Finally do something with it.
That's good. Well, the big upset with Oklahoma. They just, how about Kansas and Kansas State, Roger, both being 62 in the top 25, and yet we've won 2 games. Of course, a different conference, I get it, but it's just sort of interesting. And the Air Force is still undefeated, and then the college football playoffs announced tomorrow night. Yeah, tomorrow night. Which again, Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan.
It's Georgia, Michigan
Florida
right
State.
now, and everybody else.
How about that?
Yeah,
how about that?
Michigan.
I think that. Listen, there is
Georgia. That's unbelievable. Georgia has another shot for a national championship.
I like watching a Michigan game or an Ohio State game in the snow.
Yeah,
when they mean something.
And you mentioned Colorado State, and who did they play where they got the snowball?
They played. Was it Air Force?
Air Force.
Yeah. So Colorado State, they got a warning. Fans stopped throwing snowballs, and they didn't, and they got a 15-yard penalty.
And they should have. What are you doing?
I know. Listen,
quit throwing snowballs at people.
It's a rivalry. I think both those schools are in.
They're right there. Yeah.
That's a battle for the bronze boot.
Yeah, they're both in Fort Collins, I believe.
Sure,
battle for the bronze boot.
But still,
I know.
Come on,
man.
Show some decorum.
I don't know if I'm 60 and I'm telling you stop throwing snowballs, but throw it at the guy behind you. See how he likes it.
Props to Harding, Raj. They are 9-0 in the Great American Conference. They're 4th in the country, Division II. They have scored 50 points in the game for the 6th time this year, and they rushed for 436 yards yesterday.
You have got a tremendous gap between the 2 fingers when you go 4. Josh, let me see your 4. Let me see your 4. Let me see it. Let me see it. Look at his. Look at the.
What gang are you a part of?
What is that
situation?
What's up?
Yeah.
Look at that. I mean, just,
okay,
that's
Spock,
just your 4.
What is that?
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
Well, no, but just do the 4.
He's doing the Spock.
Exactly, but he's not trying to do the
trying
Spock.
to balance
he's
it
just
out.
doing
the,
Fourth quarter production. Well, if I do this way, it's not as bad.
4th quarter production.
It's not as bad.
Well,
that
you're
way,
trying not to now.
No.
Yeah, listen. Is that a web I see between those fingers? Wait a minute. Mama Bass!
Wow. Oh, my goodness. If you want to be a part of the show, 661-1037. Hey, congratulations to Benton, who won the, I think is it the 4A state championship in volleyball? 5A.
They got the
5A state championship in volleyball. Baptist Prep won the 3A. Mansfield won the 2A.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Benton football. I saw where Benton football had, they won, so they got, they win their division. They win their conference.
Benton did.
I think they did. Big game, Conway and Bryant.
That's coming up.
Trying to figure out if they're going to be able to broadcast that game. There's a little politics being involved here.
Josh, you need to step in and get that done.
The Bryant-Conway game. You getting to make that happen.
That is above my pay grade.
Listen, you got your pay raised. Step up.
Did you? Good job. Did you hear about the hockey player that was killed by a blade this weekend? He used to be in the NHL. He's at a lower level now. Slashed his throat during a game.
Yeah, I've seen it happen before.
I've always wondered how does that never happen? Or you get your hand cut off or fingers cut off, cut his throat, boom, dead. 8,000 people. I don't know if I can ever watch another hockey game again.
You just put his whole life on a TikTok.
I know.
Wow.
I don't know if I can ever watch a hockey game again. The trauma that you go, oh my gosh, it just split his throat.
Yeah, exactly.
Slit his throat. All right, Pat Bradley coming up next.
Why so serious? Sports talk and entertainment.
Let's put a smile on that face.
103.7 The Buzz.
Y'all know I love Sissy's Log Cabin, and when people ask me why, I answer with 3 words: the Sissy's Promise. The Sissy's Promise is everything that sets Sissy's apart from other jewelers. The first part of the promise is their commitment to only carry spectacular natural diamonds. Seriously, you can't go wrong with a Sissy's diamond or any other gem for that matter. If it's in their selection, you know it's a quality stone that will be treasured for generations. The second part of the Sissy's Promise is the guarantee of extraordinary service, selection, experience, and quality. Every time I walk into a Sissy store or shop online, I know I'm going to be taken care of. They really treat me like family. That level of trust is hard to find, and I know they'll be my jeweler for a lifetime. Want to experience the Sissy's Promise for yourself? Stop by any of their stores in Pine Bluff, Little Rock Heights, Jonesboro, Memphis, Conway, or Little Rock Promenade, or visit sissyslogcabin.com.
The last bastion of quality programming.
Why would you listen to any other radio station than 103.7 The Buzz? KABZ, Little Rock. Buzz News with Channel 7's Cassandra Webb.
The Little Rock woman accused of selling body parts to a man in Pennsylvania is scheduled to go on trial this morning. Candace Chapman Scott is accused of selling 20 boxes of body parts from the UAMS contracted mortuary where she worked. The Pennsylvania man she sold them to is facing separate charges. Scott pleaded not guilty to 12 counts, including wire fraud and mail fraud, back in May. Students are getting into the Halloween spirit in Atkins with a haunted house they designed to raise money for their after-prom party. The haunted house is called Devil's Den, and the students put it together in just 1 week. So far, they've already raised more than $3,000. The Devil's Den Haunted House runs through Halloween night. It's open from 7:30 to 10 each night at the Atkins Rodeo Arena. Adult tickets are $10. Those under the age of 10 get in for $8. For more news and weather, download our free KATV News and Weather app. From the Channel 7 Newsroom, I'm Cassandra Webb.
Brought to you by Elia's Mexican Grill. Headed to the hill? Take exit 108 from either direction for award-winning Mexican food made fresh every day. Elia's in Morrilton, home of the chocolate nachos.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with Channel 7's Melinda Mayo.
After a few early morning showers, we'll see clearing skies for the afternoon, but cooler and breezy with a high only around 51 degrees. And tonight's low drops down to the low 30s, sunny and mid-50s Tuesday. From the Channel 7 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Melinda Mayo.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Roger Scott is at it again with his Razorback Song of the Week, presented by Dr. Jimmy Tucker at Ortho, Arkansas. Join Morning Mayhem each week as the smooth, dulcet tones of Roger Scott bring you his Razorback Song of the Week. It's all brought to you by Dr. Jimmy Tucker at Ortho, Arkansas, and your fun and game station 103.7 The Buzz.
Roger Scott for the Carpet Barn. The Carpet Barn is having a flooring extravaganza sale the entire month of October. Now, they didn't tell me that they were having this big sale because October is the month that David Basil and myself were born, but they didn't say that wasn't the reason either. Great prices on all the flooring, like in-stock 12-mil vinyl plank, regularly $2.99, on sale for $1.99. 7.5-inch wide engineered European white oak, regularly $5.39, on sale, boom, $2.99. The Carpet Barn does not do gimmicks either. They don't increase the listed price and then say, biggest sale ever, 1,000% off. And by the way, folks, tax included somewhere in the transaction. The Carpet Barn customers have been purchasing a lot of product, and the manufacturer's providing a discount to us, so we want to pass it on to you. Store-wide savings you can take home today. The Carpet Barn offers complimentary measuring and stay with you from selection to installation. The sale going on through October 31st at the Carpet Barn in Conway and North Little Rock.
Is your oak lawn a roaring crowd and thundering thoroughbreds? Or is it betting long shots over cold beer and corned beef? For all the reasons we love it, live racing is back at Oaklawn starting December 8th. Champion thoroughbreds, more race days, and the largest purses in the track's history. Join us for opening day, December 8th. Make your reservations now at oaklawn.com. What's your Oaklawn? Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
The spas have arrived for the huge truckload sale going on now at Luxury Pool and Spa at their new location on Stamford Road in Conway. Caldera and Fantasy Spas by Watkins are all on sale and must go during the spa truckload sale. Service after the sale, no worries. With Luxury Pool and Spa, they service everything they sell. They also carry Serona Spa chemicals and frog systems for your spa. It's the spa truckload sale going on now at Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway. LuxuryPoolArkansas.com.
The end of the year is near, and Gwatney is pulling out all the stops to remain Pulaski County's #1 Buick GMC dealer. Big pre-owned inventory and even bigger discounts on new Buicks and GMCs, even with manufacturer price increases. Gwatney Buick GMC next to Sam's in North Little Rock is selling new 2024 models at 2023 prices. You've seen the news. The time to trade is now, before the current auto industry climate skyrockets used prices and all new inventory is depleted. Don't wait. Call Gwatney 501-945-4444. It's the end of the year blowout, only at Gwatney Buick GMC in North Little Rock. Interest rates as low as 0.9%, and get new and pre-owned vehicles with no payments for the rest of the year. Stop by Gwatney Buick GMC and register to win a new Hummer. 5700 Landers Road in North Little Rock. 501-945-4444. GwatneyBuickGMC.com. GMC, we are professional grade. All offers with approved credit.
Now is the time to gear up for the hunt just in time for deer season. And as always, Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart has got you covered. Like the Big Game Hunter HD 1.5 ladder stand, now $149. Or the Money Outdoors Skybox Deluxe ladder stand at only $189. All this along with the vast selection of deer rifles, high-quality scopes, rifle ammo, and deer scent. Max has everything you need to bag that buck. In Stuttgart or online at maxpw.com. Max Prairie Wings, your one-stop shop for all of your hunting needs.
What's good, y'all? Clint Sterner here for Low T Center. Fellas, when it comes to your health, every man should know his testosterone number. What's that mean? It's simple. You need to schedule an appointment at Low T Center immediately. It's quick. It's easy. Hell, it's only $25. Walk in, take a simple blood test, get the results in about 25 minutes. So if you've been feeling tired and grumpy, sensing a lack of motivation and drive, dealing with high cholesterol, noticing stubborn weight gain and or loss of muscle mass, it's on you, fellas. Go to lowtcenter.com now to book your appointment. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in, but the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
In the Oaklawn Racing Casino and Resort Studios.
Hey, Mom! The meatloaf! We want it now! The meatloaf!
Here is David Basil, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
All right, 7:06. Before we check in with Pat Bradley, real quick, a couple messages. Morning, Baz. Globe Life sponsors my Sunday show. That's Big Sarge, Fishing Arkansas. Globe Life is a big sponsor.
Well, then they're doing the right thing.
They are. Let's see here. It said go back and listen to Bill Vickery do the family lineage of Dan Enos. It's classic. Here's one, the Raj, great job on the Gator Week song. You just keep moving your bar up and up, very much like Baz with the Touchdown Club. Each of you in your own area keep public wondering how is it possible to top the previous effort. Nevertheless, please keep the hits coming. What do you guys think of the KC Swifties getting throttled by the Broncos?
That's what we said.
How about
check the stat line. When she's not there, he's usually good for 100 yards in a TD. When she's there, she wasn't there.
And they, of course, it was in Denver, and she and
well, Well, that's not
and 5
Joshua.
turnovers, yeah.
It's the first time in 16 games that Denver has beaten
How
them.
about that? 16 games,
Yeah.
obviously 8 years. Yeah.
That's what he said. And then I could not believe that it was the first time ever that Minnesota went into Green Bay favored. Ever.
Is that right?
That's
and
what I heard.
Kirk Cousins, Achilles out.
He's out.
Here, last one. I
just thought that was a crazy stat because, I mean.
It shows you how dominant Green Bay
They
has
go
been.
back to the 60s.
I know.
Are you kidding me? It just shows how dominant they have been.
That's right.
And
Not
just
anymore.
and just beating them. No,
beating them.
Listen, they're not even on the radar anymore.
How about that?
They have just dropped off.
Last one. A few of us mail carriers are headed to the Hill for the Auburn game since it falls on a federal holiday. Do you know when the game time will be announced for planning purposes? It won't be announced until next Monday. We always get that during the Touchdown Club. Get it about midday. Odds are there's a good chance that it will be at 11 o'clock.
Great chance.
We're in that zone now. That's where our record and that's where it sort of gets.
It should be announced today.
Oh, it would be. I thought it was next week.
The game's 2 weeks away, so it'd be announced today.
I was thinking it was
very
weekend.
good.
Okay, good. Well, people will find out today.
The only game we
that's
do
right.
know.
I'm sorry. That's right because we're not at the Touchdown Club today. That's right. That's correct. Yeah.
2:30 we know from Missouri.
Yeah, or 1:30, I think.
1:30?
Yeah, I think so. Let's take one of man PB.
All
We
right,
got
let's go
good things to talk about
Greg.
with him today.
Dango.
It's time to talk with a shooter, Pat Bradley. Presented by Bradford Marine and ATV with 6 statewide locations selling fun since 1971. BradfordMarine.com. PB is also presented by Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union with a new branch in Sheridan. Alcoa is now serving Saline, Grant, Garland, Hot Spring, and Perry counties. Now from the land of the Bruins, Celtics, Patriots, and Red Sox, here is Pat Bradley.
PB, good morning.
Hey, what are we doing, boys?
Well, I can't wait to talk to you, Roger. I will say this before we dive into basketball. Last night, I'm up doing some work, and so in the background, I went to my movie channels and happened to see where Black Mass was on. The story of what was
I
it?
was watching
Whitey Bulger.
that also.
Oh, but and I've seen it before, Pat, and it's almost disturbing movie to realize how bad of a person that dude was, and he escaped for 12 years. It was on the land. It was on the land in California. He killed like 19 people.
What's going on within our society where we've got those informants like that who are able to do what they do and get away with it?
Protected him, yeah. But I thought of Pat. Of course, Johnny Depp was really darn good in that. I mean, that was I don't know if he got.
He's no Tom Cruise.
Did he get nominated for the Academy Award for that role?
I don't know, but I hung out with a couple of Bulger's people.
Yeah.
Roger was with those guys that
Petey and Little Petey.
The crux of all that was he took down the Italian mafia.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Which is all his buddies down there in the North End.
But he was a psychopath, man. Just wait if the movie was close to what the real life deal was.
And then his brother was a 180.
Yeah, how about that? Was a mayor?
Yeah.
Was a mayor?
Yeah, what
Wow.
is he? President of Harvard or something? I'm not sure.
He was a state senator.
Yeah.
And he was the president of University of Massachusetts. Amherst.
The guy who played John, is it John Conn? The guy that was the
I saw him. So when he got arrested for, I guess, whatever they,
40 years,
locked him with.
Right.
And so I was at a restaurant. He got arrested. I saw him walk in with his wife and his, it was a big deal at that time.
When they finally got him, yeah.
Yeah, when they finally got him, it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a ruthless murderer, and just and the guy who played the FBI guy that was sort of working with him and giving taking care of him. That actor, I don't know what his name is. He was great in that role, and Kevin Bacon was in it, and then one other dude who's always that supporting actor.
Kevin Bacon was in that.
Yeah,
I don't
sure
remember.
was. Yeah, he was good in it, and there was a couple of other supporting actors. Really good movie. But Pat, so it was so nice this weekend not to have a Razorback football game. We needed a break, and the basketball team delivered for us in a big win. I know it's an exhibition game, but nonetheless, it had a feel of a March Madness type of game.
It did, and credit Purdue because they actually approached it the same way. You got to give them a lot of credit. They had their best player. Everybody was just focused and watching the game. I just, Trevor Brazile is the real deal.
Yep.
He probably is, a first-round NBA draft pick, all the way down. I mean, it was unbelievable to see those guys.
Yeah. Now, give us your evaluation. We're talking about all the new names: L. Ellis and Khalif Battle and Trayman Mark and let's see, there's one other. Oh,
Zog.
Zog.
No,
it's
not. I didn't know.
Kid out of Little Rock. It was a freshman. So who were the guys that really sort of impressed you? All those guys averaged 12 or 15 points in addition to Brazil's 15. But which were some of those guys that impressed you, the new guys?
Honestly, L. Ellis and Tremont Mark, for me, were extremely impressive because I didn't know which guys were going to stand out. We knew about Trevor Brazile. Chandler Lawson, honestly, the kid from Memphis.
Yep.
Just impressive. So those guys, to me, stood out. Very impressive. And, again, Muff does what he does. He gets a collection of guys that he puts them together and, he makes them work together.
Roger, it was interesting looking at the I don't know if, Roger, if you saw it or Pat, you saw it. So after the game, again, first-class organization, Purdue. Purdue comes out and writes this long post on their Purdue basketball social media page. Thanks so much for this opportunity. What an amazing atmosphere. Just all the nice things. Of course, then Coach Muss reshares that and says, thank you for coming here. And anyway, they were just super complimentary. Of course, you know what? Razorback basketball, first post they put on there.
Suck it.
Per Ditton. Oh, it's just like, did you see that, Josh? It was just like, but Purdue takes the high road and.
Maybe our high road just didn't make it first.
Yeah,
didn't did.
But yeah, just
it's clever though.
You know what I was saying, Pat? I think it's more of that. The more the better. I'd rather watch that than some other 40-point blowout against a Division II or FCS team.
If it means the same.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you do have to give credit to Purdue for taking that game, and I think the relationships that Coach Muss has developed plays into that, because there's a lot of, like you said, there's a lot of teams who do have the Division II. Kentucky is playing against. I don't know if you guys over the weekend watched, but they're playing against a local Division NAIA team.
Right.
So I think the respect that Coach Muss has developed with other schools helps with that. So
you bet.
I don't know, whatever that if that makes sense.
Well, the two other things too, Pat. I know the Razorbacks were out rebounded by a pretty good margin. Obviously didn't cost the game, but Hawkstats.com said that the Razorbacks had 14 steals versus Purdue. The last time Purdue had that many steals against them in a real game was 2019. So, again, maybe the rebounding maybe not as dominant, but you got a bunch of athletic guys who get after you defensively.
Let me ask you guys this. What did you think about the kid from Purdue, Braden Smith, his mother is Arkansas? You guys?
Looking at Josh. Josh, do you know anything about that?
I did not.
Yeah, we don't, Pat. So if you're sharing it, we'll go with you, man. Whatever you think.
We can tweet it out.
Well, yeah. The kid Braden Smith, his mother was Miss Arkansas basketball.
Huh. Okay. I'll be darned. Didn't realize that.
A Miss Arkansas
so
basketball.
She was her and her the father played at Arkansas Tech.
Uh-huh.
And if you guys watch the game, every time he's they booed him.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I did see that in the paper today. I did see that there was a connection. You're right. Yeah.
It was so I don't know. Obviously, you guys have your feet on the ground. I was just curious of what everybody thought about that.
Well, he said, he goes, I was trying to figure out what did I do. Well, of course, that's what they do. They pick one player out for every game and they boo him. That's what the student section does at Arkansas. That's just part of the tradition. And he was trying to figure out why are they booing me. And it's because I have an Arkansas connection or whatever. So yeah.
Well, this kid
got it in his
head. His mother and father played basketball at Arkansas Tech. And so I don't know if there was anything else there, but they were both there. She was the high school, basketball player, Miss Arkansas in Arkansas in 1997.
Yeah, that is a small world. I was going to say, all right, now Pat, where is this team at right now in Game 2? And you don't even have an official game yet, but the second game they played, compared to where the team was last year, with a different kind of makeup with 3 highly touted 5-star freshmen. How much of a difference is it as far as where they are?
I mean, I got them back in the Elite Eight, honestly. I mean, I really do. I mean, I think the toughness of this team, and I said this last year, you look at, they've got a collection of guys who want, to get there. To be in the NCAA tournament. They want to.
They're hungry.
Win a game.
They've been around. Yeah, you bet.
They have a mission. So I think Coach must put together a collection of guys who have a mission, and they want to win. And, it's good for us.
I don't think he'll ever do unless there's a situation where it presents itself, go after all the 5 stars and, high school players and let them, want them to be a key part of the team. I think he sees the way to go is the older guys. If you got a freshman talent that's a 5-star that's good enough to play, fine. But I think that's probably not the route he's going to do again. Would you agree?
Yeah, I mean, it's fun to have those 5-star freshmen and, first rounders, but I think we know. You guys been watching for a long time. I mean, you have to have that toughness of the old guys.
Yep. Certainly, that's why you see the other teams that are always in the mix at the end. They certainly seem to have that. We're visiting with Pat Bradley, brought to you by Bradford Marine and Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. Pat, tomorrow's Halloween. It's today's National Candy Corn Day. In or out on candy corn?
I've actually been thinking about this for 6-7 days.
Huh?
I'm in on candy corn because I think candy corn is getting a bad rap. I really do. I think that people just want to throw it away like it's a nobody.
Listen, I'm all in. I'm in on candy corn. Complete sugar blast. That's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Yeah, do I eat it like a handful? No. But
so you're virtue signaling. That's what this is. You don't even eat this stuff. You just want everybody else to eat it. Let me tell you something. When we were kids, you got a handful of them loose thrown in your bag. That's when we thought, this can't be good, because we've got somebody just grabbing loose pieces of caramel candy corn out of a bowl and tossing it in our bag.
Well, why do you got to toss it to the side? I mean, it's
because it's unwrapped.
I mean, candy corn is, for lack of a better word,
I'm just not all in. I'm not all in.
I'm in.
Give me a handful that'll take me through the rest of the year. But Baz is.
I used to buy it during the non-Halloween times, Pat. It's just a sugar blast. Is what it is.
Great candy, then. Great candy.
Hey, what'd you think about that? Did you watch? Were you a fan of Friends at all back in the day, Pat? Obviously, shocking news over the weekend. Matthew Perry died.
I know, huh? I wasn't. I was more of a Seinfeld guy, but yeah, that was a weird deal.
Wasn't?
I mean, he had problems, and then
Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah. Have you seen the? By the way, Roger, have you or Pat seen the quote where he goes? He had a disease, and he said somebody said, don't feel bad because you feel like you're less of a person. You have a disease, and it was not something that it's a disease you have, and you got to fight through it. Yeah, but it was on the back side of that, right, Roger? I think he had gotten over. Had progressed through most of it. I don't think he
kept up with it.
Yeah,
but,
I think he was in a much better place than where he was because he was saying he said I used to be mad because I had to deal with it. My star mates, they didn't have a disease, they didn't have that addiction, and so anyway, and I guess who was he always trying to hook up with that he finally hooked up with on the show? Remember this scene? I actually saw it this morning.
Was it Jennifer Aniston?
No, it wasn't Jennifer Aniston.
Cox.
It was Courtney Cox. That's who it was. Yeah, because they walked in and they could see him across the building. I never.
That.
Yeah, I'm me either. Are you kidding me?
You got to keep.
Yeah. Also, too, tomorrow the Touchdown Club. Chris Doring, one of your SEC broadcasting mates. Have you been around Chris very much?
Yes, actually. Chris came to Boston last summer, and I graciously hosted him.
Oh.
So, he'll tell you about all that, I'm sure.
Well, I will say this, Roger. I don't know if you've paid attention to him, and I know Pat probably has. He is bowed up at 50. He's 50, and he has no fat. Really? He is 6'4". He was the great story. He's a walk-on receiver, and ends up making the team and becoming one of the greatest receivers in the history of the program. Yeah. And I think his touchdown mark has only been beat by Devontae is it Adams or Smith from Alabama. Unbelievable career for a kid who was a walk-on. He also was the 2A MVP in basketball, 2A state championship MVP when he was in high school. So just all-around great athlete.
Yeah, Chris is a great dude. So he's coming in tomorrow.
Yeah, he's coming. Normally we have the Touchdown Club on Monday, but the only way to make it work for him is coming in Tuesday. I'll tell you, Pat, I was telling Roger this the other day. We could not get him back to Gainesville. That's how. This is the challenge here. We're bringing him from Charlotte, and then he wanted to go to Gainesville tomorrow. Could not get a flight till like 10 o'clock the next night. He goes, man, I might as well just stay another day in Little Rock, and you just fly me then. The next, I can't fly him to Gainesville. I got to fly him back to Charlotte, and then to get. It's like, golly, it's just like, well, it is what it is. We're in a smaller market, but he's super nice. I'm really glad we fit him in. Alyssa Lang is the week after that, so I know you guys are all good buddies, and even though you're two different sports between football and basketball on the SEC network.
Well, I know. Yeah, I know Chris, and if he's rock.
You need to come in, Pat. Yeah, you need to come in. You need to come in, buddy. Hang out one night.
Yeah, that's my man.
Pat, what is we talked about it before, you and Roger, because Roger, I can't remember for you though. With Halloween being tomorrow, what is Pat Bradley's greatest all-time Halloween?
Well, I was thinking about this over the weekend. My favorite memories. Remember we used to dress up.
Cajuns, baby. You betcha.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and so one year I went as an angel, and I had these big white...
All white, yeah. All white suit.
White suit, white wings.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember that. Yes, yes.
Yeah. And then we went as with the
General
Revolution.
No, it was
no. That was the
Civil War.
Yeah, it was Civil War. You were. I was.
He was Grant.
Well, he was a Union soldier, and I was Confederate. It fit perfectly for obvious reasons.
Yes.
Great suits there. Then you were a rim rocker.
Yeah.
When I was Canteen Boy, were you rim rocker when I was Canteen Boy?
Canteen Boy is the funniest.
Yeah, it was.
I think still SNL skit of all time.
It is.
Oh my God.
Those were the good
Do
old days.
they even do that
Remember-
anymore at bars? Do they even have costume contests
I think they
anymore?
probably do. Well, I think at Oakland they do. We'll have to ask that, although we haven't mentioned anything. Although, remember, I think Clint Turner got dressed up a few times.
Oh, he sure did. He sure did. Absolutely.
I did
Let's
too.
see, me, Jeremy Flynn, and Matt Cruz went as the Three Amigos one year.
Oh, yes, that was good.
Yeah,
That was good.
Bill Vickery,
we have to do
Bill
it
Vickery
next
was
year.
a. What's that?
We have to do it next year at Oakland. Let's
Sure.
Who's our man over there? Charles, right?
At Oakland?
Yeah, I mean, we got to ask him if we can just have a big Halloween party.
We do. They usually do. I don't think I've seen any talking points this week. Yeah, it's a Tuesday. That's a bummer too.
We would have been. Listen, we were giving out money.
Oh, $500 $500 a pop. Yeah, it was. Remember, Pat? We had judges. I remember the Ann Presley. The late Ann Presley was a judge there one night.
Oh.
Beth Hunt, Wally's here now. Wally was a judge there. Yeah,
dressed like Supergirl and Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
All those things.
I mean, it was all night. It was tough competition.
Yeah,
big money on the line.
Oh, big money on the line.
My girlfriend's there. I mean, come on. Then we had.
I told Roger. I don't know if you remember this. If you were there, one of the nights that won, one of the years, the winner was a guy dressed up as Houston Nutt, and he had a Houston Nutt hat on. And Wally, he had a little airplane flying around the top of his hat.
Yeah.
Was there?
You were there for that? Yeah, that was
the year you came dressed as James Bond.
James Bond. Look at my good memory there,
How about that?
Wally. Very nice.
Bond,
yes.
James Bond tuxedo.
Yes,
Nice, of course,
tuxedo.
of course.
Yes,
absolutely. Those are the
And a
days.
cigarette.
And a cigarette. Those were the days.
Those were the good old days, Pat.
And now look
I
at
know.
us.
I love you, boys.
I love you.
Love you.
Love you too,
Hey,
buddy.
Pat, are you passing out candy Tuesday? Or do you turn the porch light off and hide?
Hey, Wally. Yeah, no, I know, maybe.
In other words, no.
No, I shut the lights off. I'm an old curmudgeon now.
Listen, I would
Samantha's already got on the app, the neighborhood app, to put us on the deal
gotcha.
to say, hey, we got candy.
Oh, wow.
So I
That's
showed her how much
interesting.
candy I bought last week. She goes, well, we're on the app. You better get some more.
We got 4 huge bags.
Yeah, that's what
Look
I
at you.
thought. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I was going to go as Pat Bradley for Halloween, but I'm just not enough of a stud to do it, so I had to pass it.
Choice, David.
Yes.
We see it. We can see it.
Love you, Pat. Thanks, buddy.
Love you, buddy.
Love you, boys.
Say hello to your mother for me.
All right.
Thanks to Bradford Marine and Alcoa Community Federal Union for sponsoring Pat each week. Good stuff.
Right.
Nice to talk something positive early after all the negative.
Absolutely.
Also, cross country men won his SEC championship Friday. I think I told you the soccer team won the regular season SEC championship, and then basketball won over the weekend. Very,
Absolutely.
very nice. We'll come back and
And
visit
the
with
weather's changing. So
Oh, yeah.
we get to wear
Like
hoodies
this,
and stuff
yeah,
like
hoodie
that. You
time.
got more pockets.
Yeah, kid fits perfectly now. He can wear his hoods.
Are you wearing long pants?
No, he's still short
You
pants.
got on shorts right now?
Short pants and his black
Still
socks.
got on shorts.
I have, Well, I had sweatpants on and I took them off for the show.
Gotcha.
It's warmer in here.
Wally Hall in studio now. It's 7:30.
Listen every Wednesday when RJ Hawk joins his old buddies on Morning Mayhem. Presented by Natural State Wholesale Flooring. See everything that Natural State Wholesale has to offer at naturalstatewholesale.com.
This is SportsCenter.
3 of the 4 Arkansas Division I football teams were in action this weekend. The Arkansas Razorbacks were the one team that did not play. They'll be back in action next week, 11 a.m. on 103.7 The Buzz, when they take on the Florida Gators in Gainesville. This weekend, UCA came up just short against Tarleton State, 25-23. The Bears are now 5-3 overall, 2-1 in the conference. Arkansas State was able to get a 34-24 win over UL Monroe on the road this weekend. Jalen Rayner threw for 298 yards and a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown as well. Zach Wallace carried the ball 18 times for 118 yards and 2 scores. The Red Wolves are 4-4, 2-2 in the Sun Belt Conference. And finally, Arkansas Pine Bluff fell against Jackson State 40-14 at home. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with Channel 7's Melinda Mayo.
After a few early morning showers, we'll see clearing skies for the afternoon, but cooler and breezy with a high only around 51 degrees. And tonight's low drops down to the low 30s, sunny and mid-50s Tuesday. From the Channel 7 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Melinda Mayo.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Tune in to Out of Bounds each Monday for Reaction Monday, brought to you by Fleet Management Services. Serving Central Arkansas for over 20 years, they're your small to mid-sized fleet specialists. Fleet Management Services is looking for a maintenance tech. Oil changes, tires, general maintenance. 100% paid health insurance, match 401k, paid holidays, paid vacation. The right person can make $600 per week. Call 501-375-3672.
Roger Scott from my good friend Steve Brown and his good team at Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. Hunting season has arrived, or did you just think people were wearing those orange vests, orange hats, and all that lavender around trees was for something else? Well, it's here, and Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union has the perfect loans for hunting season. They can finance a new ATV, side-by-side, or let's go all the way with a new travel trailer. The experienced team at Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union will find the right loan with the perfect rate for you. And if you're considering a new ride, Alcoa has some of the most aggressive auto loan rates in Central Arkansas. Find the make and model you want. Get pre-approved online at alcoacommunityfcu.org. Then you'll be all set. Go and pick up your new ride. Alcoa also has Kasasa free checking. With Kasasa, earn up to 6% APY. Cash rewards with no minimum balance and refunds on ATM fees. Experience the difference with Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. Now serving Saline, Grant, Garland, Hot Spring, and Perry counties. Online at alcoacommunityfcu.org. With Alcoa, I trusted them because they trusted me first.
The king of Arkansas sports talk, Randy Rainwater for Bet Saracen.
In Arkansas, 7 out of every $10 placed on a sporting bet app is with Bet Saracen, because Bet Saracen offers more ways to win and more ways to get paid, and faster. Find your winners on Bet Saracen and look for my Double R prop bet specials. I pick them and you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
As the leaves change color and the air turns crisp, it's time to prepare your home for the coziest season of the year. This is Heather Ramsey with Elite Services, and we want to help you welcome the fall with fresh, clean carpets that are as inviting as the season itself. At Elite Services, we specialize in fall carpet cleaning to ensure your home is warm, comfortable, and ready to embrace the beauty of autumn. And now, exclusive to Buzz listeners, we are offering 3 rooms at $150 for a limited time. Contact us today by visiting cleaningarkansas.com. Elite Services, where we don't cut corners, we clean them.
This is Miss Arkansas Corey Keller, and you're listening to Morning Mayhem on 103.7 The Buzz.
For the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the Colorado State bench, will the audience please refrain from throwing snowballs? Will continue to cost Colorado State.
Now, important to note, there was a warning in the first half. We were handed a note at the end of the half that there was a warning on the Colorado State fans not to throw snowballs on the Air Force bench. And you could see Jay Norvell is not happy, so that's the second time after the warning. So that's 15 yards, and it puts the football right at midfield.
This week's segment with Wally Hall is presented by Capital Smokehouse Grill. Check in for daily specials at 915 West Capitol in Little Rock. Now, to the most powerful pen in the state, here is Wally Hall.
Wally, it's not quite snowing. It is nice and chilly here. You like this kind of weather?
No.
You don't? Okay.
I hate cold weather.
You hate cold weather. Would you rather be 100?
I have 3 layers on right now.
Would you rather be 110 or 35?
110.
What about 50? 50 or 110? Where's your cutoff?
110.
Okay, well, interesting.
I can take clothes off.
Yeah, look at you. You've got all your Halloween. You mentioned when you walked in, you got 4 bags of candy.
Yeah, 4 big ones.
That's what I told Sam, and I said, well, listen, with all that's in there, I said, if I just give one kid 1 piece, I said, we should be covered. She goes, you are not giving one kid just 1 piece of candy.
It's changed, Roger. It has.
Huh?
It's changed.
It has. She goes, you're going to give them more. Fine, then I'll stop and get some more on the way home.
It's handfuls now.
Wally threw an interesting little tidbit in his article yesterday, Raj, that was I thought was fascinating. You said that Jimmy Sexton either told you directly or you heard him say this, said that when Sam Pittman won the game last year in the Liberty Bowl against Kansas, it guaranteed him a bigger buyout. It made him
roll his whole contract over with bonuses.
It made him. Did you say give a figure, or did you just said it was more? I
think it was about $6 million.
Yeah, made him.
I read it.
Yeah, how about that? Yeah. That's an interesting way of looking at it because
I thought what was really interesting, if he were to get fired, which I don't think he is, to get $18 million buyout, all he's got to do from this point on to the rest of the season is beat FCI.
One game.
It beat
FIU.
FIU, Florida International.
Now it could be either. It could be any one of the four.
Any one, but
okay, but that's the one that
your
we
best
know.
chances are Florida.
Absolutely.
So he does not need to go 4-8 to get that record, then, Wally.
No, he beat 500 because they threw out the COVID year.
Yeah, they sure did. I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Did you see the line for the games? Only 5.5. Florida's only favored 5.5. You know, they're going to be limping in after getting beat by Georgia. They thought they had a better chance, and 11 o'clock kickoff. You know, we play well on the road, so it looks like, I mean, it could be a close game.
There's factors here that would help Arkansas if they've streamlined their offense, got it back for where.
Which I think they will. I have a feeling they will.
I think that's why it's closed.
Yeah. But Wally mentioned during the break that the practices for Fayetteville have been closed, for Arkansas have been closed, which I get it. They don't show anything that they're doing with just went blank on the coordinators, Kenny Guyton. They don't show anything until Saturday.
Not even the stretches.
Stretching would have been fine, but apparently after that. So do you think if you make your prediction, obviously on Friday of the day of the game, but are you leaning towards a win, or do you just think that they're going to just play competitively like they have the last few?
Right now, I'm just leaning.
Okay. I thought it was interesting, Roger.
Everlasting.
If you did you see the way Deion Sanders basically just threw his offensive line under the bus?
I did not. What did he do?
He just basically said, and Josh, you can find the exact quote, but basically said, implied that we got to go get some offensive linemen in the transfer portal.
Wow.
And of course, everybody wants to know. It's matter of fact, that quarterback, his son, has been sacked more than anybody in America. It just goes to show you how it's tough. And he even said, it sounded like Sam Pittman. He said, "You see, we can't run the ball." He said, "When you can't run the ball, it's tough to be
You're not
successful."
upset with him saying that, are you?
He said, the big picture, you go get new linemen. That's the picture. I'm going to paint it perfectly. Now, in his defense, they have been the worst offensive line.
But let me tell you. But you know what? I feel like, wait a minute. You're the king of transfer portal, dude. You're the one you're going to bring in you got your bags coming. Remember, I got my bags. You said you had.
Turns out they're not quite Louis.
That's exactly right. So maybe your evaluation coach. Maybe you take a little, because he's the one who brought in everybody else. But you're the one who brought in those linemen, right?
Guys, you knew from the start that this day was going to come when he was going to blame somebody but himself.
Yeah, that was the point, Roger.
We're blaming our old lineman.
He could. Well, no. Let me tell you, that is on the fault of Sam Pittman and Cody Kennedy.
I understand. What I'm saying is that we have been bagging on our old lineman all year long.
We can, but as a coach,
okay, I follow you.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Here he is bragging on all. Is it? Wait a minute.
I'm the same thing with Sam. I mean, listen, you're an O-line coach. How could this be?
And even more with
the big question.
Even more with Deion, sort of two different things, but the same principle.
Sure.
Wait a minute, Deion. You're the transfer portal guy.
I got you.
You got everybody out of here. You brought in who you wanted to. That's your misevaluation, or you didn't develop it right. You need to take responsibility for that.
Would he have been as adamant if his son wasn't the quarterback?
I don't know.
Yes,
but yeah,
I think he would have. Yeah. They're terrible.
Well, again, but sort of the analogy though. But look at us. It just goes to show you when you were struggling up front, it's hard to do anything.
Sure,
it's hard to be successful at anything.
Who's the two-way player he's got?
He's got the Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter, yeah, he's a stud.
Oh my God!
And then did you see the penalty that got his son ejected? The
that call, terrible call.
Yeah, it's hard to know what. I mean, it's so hard to decide. Did the crown of the helmet hit him? And I'd rather if you're not sure, let him stay in
I
there.
agree.
Get the penalty.
The game's too fast.
Yeah, give him 15 yards or whatever. Don't throw him out of the game.
Yeah,
but anyway,
snowballs.
Wally. So now Oklahoma loses. It looks like we at the top of Georgia's right there again. Yeah. Georgia, Alabama. You got Alabama, LSU this weekend. That will be interesting.
Guys, I'm not sure after having a free day to just watch college football, which I really enjoyed. I watched a lot of parts of games.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure top to bottom. The NIL and the transfer portal hadn't brought the whole game down a little bit.
Just in terms of maybe you don't have the dominant team this year.
Right.
Maybe
Nobody's.
Could be.
You know, when you got the transfer portal, you don't get to develop a kid.
Right.
Oh, I didn't play as a freshman. I'm leaving.
Right.
And so, you know, he doesn't ever improve because he keeps moving around. And and the NIL, I think it's just made a locker room mess.
Well, that portal's going to make people leave anyway. Isn't that the talk about KJ? You think he's leaving, Wally?
What do you think KJ does? Yeah. What do you think KJ does?
I think he tests the NFL, and I would like to think the kind of money they're paying him, he'll come back.
Or to our school or to another?
To Arkansas.
You think it'll be Arkansas?
He's the highest paid NIL player on the team.
Did you see, Roger, we saw the picture yesterday of the Louis Vuitton bag. Yeah. Josh, do we know if that was Louis Vuitton bag? We know that apparently
it wasn't a Coach.
What's that?
It wasn't a Coach bag, was it?
I didn't see the logo on the bag. Did you all?
I was trying to see what it was. Either the shoes were Louis Vuitton, according to the broadcaster. Anyway,
Trey knows that stuff. Shap, will you look that up?
It was over the top. We were making the argument. I was saying I didn't think it looked good. He didn't. He had his sunglasses on. If I wasn't looking at anybody, $20,000 watch and all that, and he looks like an NFL player.
Sure.
But nobody else does. It's just nobody else does. It's just he's free to do whatever I just wish all the players were more uniform. If we're going to do, I mean,
that is Louis Vuitton.
It is a Louis Vuitton. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
a big bag. It's not a. And then he's got little sticker things on there too.
What's in it?
Yeah, I don't know.
What's in it? You think he's got candy corn in there?
I think he might.
What's all in that bag?
Today, just found this from Michael Mary, and the arena, Simmons Bank Arena, is closed today in memory of Buddy Valines. Wally, I don't know if you knew Buddy very well or not.
I did. I knew Buddy very well.
Guy was a great visionary. That Big Dam Bridge was. I think he pushed that with Mayor Hayes, Henry Hayes, and Mayor Daley. And then we wouldn't have a Simmons Bank Arena now if it weren't for Buddy. So
when they had that proposal, I supported it heavily in my column. And the night they announced it, Buddy came up to me and thanked me.
Yeah, he was. I tell you, it seemed like everywhere we turn, somebody's dropping. Man. By the way, there was supposed to be an announcement today at 10 o'clock. Roger,
me, okay?
Yeah, no, but it's going to be moved to 3 o'clock this afternoon. I think sort of older school, 80s, 80s type. We'll be glad to hear the announcement. And then we may have two today. We may have two today. One is
two big announcements.
One is somebody that Justin may give a thumbs up to. Yes. So we've got a couple announcements for that coming up. Yeah. Wally, it was fun to watch the Razorbacks win in basketball. How about that? I mean, I'll tell you, felt like March Madness there.
How much better was this than losing by 20 to Texas last year?
Yeah. I was going to say, I asked Pat the difference. Where are they at this year, right now, compared to last year's team?
Well, they can shoot.
Yeah, they got several guys that can.
They had a lot of They forced a lot of turnovers. I don't think their defense is quite where he wants it to be yet.
Right.
But it's early.
Very athletic. Very you got guys that you seem mature but it did feel like the atmosphere 19,000 full. I was like, man, let's do this more often. It just goes to show you.
How much money did they raise? It was a charity game.
I didn't see that. Was that for the tornado victims? Is that what
it was, yes.
Is it for Central Arkansas or for?
Yeah, Central Arkansas.
Yeah.
So I'd like to know how much.
Yeah.
Cash was.
It's interesting. Nobody, even if you had season tickets, you had to go back and buy those tickets because it was a fundraiser.
And how much were they?
I think some were going for $15 the day of the week of. Because I know John Neighbor said he was going to buy all of them if he had to go to this Halloween party, which he gets to go.
Absolutely.
He's going to be hanging with Musk Tuesday night. So
Musk's going to be hanging with John.
That's right. Good point. No touchdown club today. It will be. Kelly says 300,000 raised is what she heard. That's outstanding if that's the case.
Outstanding.
Wow,
that's a lot of money.
Very good. Who would have thought they were doing? I didn't know they were doing it for.
I heard there was a charity. I didn't know who for. So
the big one.
Red Cross.
No,
FEMA.
Saturday night. We'll figure it out during the break.
Good.
We almost lost you there, McConnell.
661-1037 is the segment. No touchdown club today. It's tomorrow. Chris Doring of the SEC Network and former Florida Gator. It's hard to believe, but we are within 2 months of the most wonderful time of the year. Christmas is just around the corner, and I've got the place you must visit. It's one of the most amazing Christmas stores in America. Not just Arkansas, I'm talking the largest Christmas warehouse in the South. It's called the Guest Trading Company in Little Des Arc, Arkansas. I'm telling you, you'll be blown away when you walk in this 60,000 square foot warehouse that has the most unique, one-of-a-kind designs, indoor and outdoor, life-size and bigger, Santa sleighs, nativity scenes, Christmas trees, decorations, and more. I've seen it in person. I promise you will be stunned when you walk in this warehouse. It's all the brainchild of Arkansan Paul Guest. People travel hundreds of miles from surrounding states just to shop at Guest & Company. This Saturday, October 28th, all healthcare professionals and educators get 20% off. And 20% off at this store is huge. They are open Wednesday through Sunday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. through December 10th. Visit GuestandCompany.com. You've got to see this to believe it. Remember, this Saturday, October 28th, all healthcare professionals and educators get 20% off. It's the Guest Trading Company in Des Arc.
At Reed's Metals in Benton, customer satisfaction is always their top priority, and they're dedicated to providing the highest quality materials available. Ask about metal panel profile offerings with over 20 colors, all backed by a written 45-year S&P paint warranty. Plus, all your roofing accessories, underlayment, insulation, lathing boards, anchor bolts, pipe boots, pole barn kits, and more. Call Reed's Metals in Benton at 501-77-METAL. That's 501-77-METAL. Buy direct and save. ReedsMetals.com.
Once a year, Saracen gives away a coveted BMW to one lucky winner. This month is that special time, and you could be the winner of an amazing BMW X5 SUV from Saracen Casino and BMW of Little Rock. Play to win a top-of-the-line BMW SUV only at Saracen Casino Resort. Just a short 40 minutes away, Saracen Casino is Little Rock's closest place to play and win a BMW X5 SUV.
Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Hi folks, it's Chris Zender here at Frank Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood. It's the end of the month, and we need to sell 23 more new vehicles before Tuesday night. Frank has told us to take any reasonable offer and pay over book value for trades. So don't worry about how much you owe on your trade. If we make a deal, we'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe. We have 0% financing for up to 72 months on new Ram 1500s. That's right, I said 0%. You can't get any lower than zero. And you'll save up to $10,000 on all new Ram 2500s and up to $10,000 off all new Jeep Grand Cherokees. Folks, we'll do whatever it takes to make you a deal. Just tell us what you're looking for and how much you want to pay. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood for the deal of a lifetime on a new Dodge Chrysler Jeep or Ram. At Fletcher Dodge, you'll always get the best price, the lowest finance rate, and more for your trade. We promise you a hassle-free buying experience. So come see us and give us a chance to earn your business. That's Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood, or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
Say hey now. My good friends at Pickles Gap Weapon Shack, they want to buy your used weapons. Now, they'll buy one or they'll buy your whole collection. My buddy Connor has cash. Ever heard of it? Sell him your guns today at Pickles Gap Weapon Shack, Highway 65 North in Conway.
When it comes to tailgating this football season, Edwards Food Giant is your MVP when it comes to a hassle-free tailgate party. Pulled pork smoked to perfection, along with an ultimate lineup of sides and essentials that'll make your taste buds cheer and your tailgate setup a breeze. The Edwards team also features even more delicious meats like chicken, brisket, ribs, and smoked sausage, all straight from their own smokehouse. It can all be found by clicking EdwardsFoodGiant.com or by visiting your local Edwards Food Giant store. Edwards Food Giant is your MVP. EdwardsFoodGiant.com.
Have you tried the new Bacon Barbecue Ranch Taco at Tacos for Life? It's fantastic. They also have the Bacon Barbecue Ranch in a salad, a quesadilla, so you can have it any way you wish. Check them out. Barbecue Bacon Ranch, limited time, Tacos for Life.
Roger Scott for Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. The end of the year is going to be here before you know it. You know what that means? Great deals on a new ride. Alcoa Community FCU has some of the most aggressive auto loan rates in Central Arkansas. Apply securely online at alcoacommunityfcu.org for your next auto loan.
This is Miss Arkansas, Corey Keller, and you're listening to Morning Mayhem on 103.7 The Buzz.
Gillis, who's hit 2 threes recently, lost it trying to drive. 3 on none. Brazil! Okay. Mark pulls up from 3. Ellis driving to the rim.
I mean, this game is just
two things you need to know. I'm the king. And number two is look out, man. Look at that. Come at you. See that? It's called karate, man. And only two kinds of people know. The Chinese and the king. One of them's me.
One of them's me. Oh my God!
Two kinds of people: Chinese and the king.
Do you want to thank Capital Smokehouse Grill for sponsoring Wally Hall?
We do.
Absolutely.
Real quick, too, want to say a big thank you to Greg Hatcher. Had a great time with him and R.J. Hawk, Justin Wells, his son Logan, Double R, Jessica.
A blast.
Going to the World Series Game 2 in Arlington. Double R was outstanding. Time Wally had ever seen a World Series game, and it was really impressive to see how good those guys were. See them in person, just doesn't give you. I mean, gives you a much more better feel than watching on TV. Just as the way they throw.
I'm glad you guys got to go and have a good time, and I just want you to know I'm a client of his, so I help pay for it.
You know what? I told her earlier in the show we talked about.
Thank you, Wally.
I said, "Well, RJ, surely the Rangers have a cool cheer. What is it?" He goes, "Yeah, they do." I said, "What is it?" He goes, "Let's go Rangers."
Let's go Rangers.
That's it? I said, everybody does that. He goes, "Well, that's our Rangers." I said, "Really?"
No.
And so, and then we walked in and they gave out the terrible towels. And I was like, "Well, this is a novel idea. I wonder if anybody else has tried this before."
What a punk! What a punk, Wally! What a punk!
But it was listen. What's crazy about that, Wally, is that they just don't have a lot of history. And I told Roger it was really sort of cool to see a franchise on another bout, to see those people in Texas. It's a Texas team. It's not like a nationwide team like a Red Sox or a Chicago Cub.
Right.
Those are Texas people that love that team. Of course, they hate the Houston Astros. But, man, what a facility, too, man. Oh, my gosh. You talking about printing money?
So y'all are pulling for Dallas now, for Arlington?
For Arlington?
The Rangers.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, just because I know people who
pulling against my nephew.
Oh, you have an Arizona connection?
CEO and president.
Oh, I didn't know it was connected. I knew there was an Arkansas connection. I didn't know that was connected to you.
Game?
Wait a minute. What's the scoop there?
Derek Hall.
Hello, is the CEO?
Yeah.
Can we get him on the phone now, Wally? I can't believe you've been sandbagging.
If I'd ever met him, we might have a chance.
All right, there's that.
Yeah, I knew there was an Arkansas connection. I just didn't know. I had no idea it was connected to you.
Dysfunctional family we've never met.
Wow. Well, that's another thing, Raj. Too the Diamondbacks
but I'm still proud of him.
They don't have much of a.
No.
Again, both of them are sort of similar. They don't have the rich history that the Cardinals do. Whatever.
That's right.
And Wally, I knew nobody on either team, but it was fun.
Right.
Let's go Rangers.
Let's go.
Although I will say this, it shows you the power of great pitching. When they held them to 3 hits through the ninth inning, they got the fourth. I mean, they just shut them down. I mean, great pitching always trumps good hitting. I think. I mean, pretty obvious.
I'm not going to mention any players, but do you think one of those Ranger guys is juicing?
Well, it's Garcia, the right field, 53. I kept walking around and said, "Jessica, look at all these 53s." And then it hit me, oh, that's Garcia's number. The guy who hit the ninth inning home run the other night. Yeah. No, he just looks like a linebacker. He's a big dude. I don't think he's juicing. He's just a boat up.
He's
dude.
wearing a 53. He's not going to call him out.
I thought it was mandatory.
But I will say this: everywhere you turn, that place makes money. The hot dog, everything, and every drink you buy is expensive. Everything you get there's nothing in there, and hats, all of it.
Have you gone to the concession at Cowboy Stadium?
Same thing. We're right beside each other. I will say this: what Arlington did, the synergy that is in that area of sports and of activities, of fun activities.
The synergy,
Wally. Of energy there is outstanding. Brilliant. It's brilliant.
Of course it is.
Thankfully, they didn't play on the same day.
I know. It went back to back. It was.
Some people are reading into A-Rod being in the booth with Jerry Jones yesterday, that A-Rod is a businessman and that, he might want to be grabbing a piece of the Dallas Cowboys.
I don't think there's any of it.
You don't think there's ever any of it in a little
no.
little minority piece for him to get a hold of? I mean, Steven can run the thing, but who's after Steven?
Charlotte.
Wally, this weekend,
all right.
since we don't have great football to talk about, the only team in the top 10 in the country from the SEC in volleyball are the Razorbacks. They go down to Gainesville, have never won down there. Beat the Gators. They're 3-50 against Florida. 3-50. So maybe could that be something positive for this weekend?
I'm just going to tell y'all that's a sport that is exploding in front of us.
Yeah, we mentioned that the winners, who won the state championship. Benton won the state championship in the 5A volleyball. Again, it's not football. It's not one of the big three, but who cares? If you got, especially if you're the Razorbacks, especially, hey, top 10 soccer, SEC champion, cross country, SEC champion,
Learfield Cup.
What's that?
Learfield Cup points.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, that's why we were so high last year, as a matter of fact.
True.
I mentioned earlier, too, did you see the hockey star that took a blade to the throat, killed him?
How does that even happen?
29 years old. His name was Adam Johnson. Said there are 8,000 people there left traumatized, fans in tears. I've always wondered
Why does it happen more?
Yeah, I'm with you. How does it not happen more?
It's happened. I've seen videos of.
Have you?
Don't see it in the NHL. Maybe
it's not of
the
death.
Blades.
Yeah,
not of death, right?
Death. I mean,
Really?
but I've seen. I think it was a goalie recently.
Why wouldn't you see a ton of that?
You see him just like holding.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you
It's
see a lot
gruesome.
more of that, though? It's amazing how it doesn't happen more often. Just fingers. Chop off fingers.
I get anxious whenever I see a guy go down. Whenever I see a guy on the ice, you're worried about them stepping on
Start
him.
looking for blood.
Yeah. Wally, ever done the hockey thing? Have you ever been on blades before?
Sure.
Have you?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I tried it. I broke my ankles. Many props to whoever can do that. So you're a pretty good ice skater?
I was a lot younger. Like a lot.
But isn't that what happens with that move with Will Ferrell and what's his name in that ice skating movie that he
Blades
did?
of Glory?
Blades of Glory. They do that deal and
The Iron
they're
Lotus.
decapitating
The
heads.
Iron Lotus.
Oh,
that's it.
oh,
The
wow.
Iron Lotus.
All right, if you got a question for Wally, we'll go back and check our text messages here in just a minute. Don't forget Razorback Graffiti at 8:30.
Hey, Roger, here's a novel idea for Baz. How about trying to win a third football game this season rather than losing 7 straight in a row, big guy?
Yeah, I know. That'd be nice. We're tough times.
Tough times, Daddy. Tough time. Listen, all the coach has to do is win one game, and he gets $16 million.
Did we get enough rain for you yesterday?
Yeah.
8 o'clock.
Are you driving right now and you've got pain, maybe in your knees, your hips, or even your back? Don't let it sideline you any longer, and don't let them tell you surgery's your only option. Call QC Kinetics now for the future of pain relief. Hey everybody, it's RJ Hawk. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative medicine, restoring and repairing damaged joint tissue, the natural way. This is the science of using properties from your own body to bring you lasting relief with no drugs and no downtime. QC Kinetics is trusted by patients all over America, and even right here in Central Arkansas, they have over 150 clinics nationwide with advanced protocols that can get you moving again. Get started now so you can live big in 2024. Call QC Kinetics today for a free consultation at 501-222-8440. That's 501-222-8440. 501-222-8440. The consultation is free. Give them a try today. That's QC Kinetics.
103.7 The Buzz is your home for Arkansas Razorback basketball. Coverage is brought to you by Kaufman by Design West, Gwatney Chevrolet, Gwatney Buick GMC, R-Care, and Parker Cadillac.
Our guys aren't so bad, right?
This is taking unsportsmanlike conduct to a whole new level.
Well, maybe not. 103.7 The Buzz, KABZ, Little Rock. Buzz News with Channel 7's Ryan Houston.
In Pine Bluff, an officer is recovering after a vehicle accident that happened Sunday morning. Officer Tiffany Wood was responding to a disturbance call on University around 5 a.m. when her patrol car was hit head-on by a drunk driver. Officer Wood was taken to the hospital where she is listed as critical but stable condition. A Little Rock church is responding to the growing demand for food assistance, so it's building a new food bank center to help address food insecurity. The church at Rock Creek is holding a groundbreaking ceremony today at 11:30 for the new center. When it's completed, it will be 12,000 square feet. Right now, the church's food bank serves more than 300 families a month by giving out food Tuesday through Friday from 8 to 10 a.m. every week. For more news and weather, download the free KATV News and Weather apps from the Channel 7 Newsroom. I'm Ryan Houston.
Brought to you by Gary Hill with MSS Oil Company. There hasn't been an oil man specialist like this since Who Shot JR. Call Gary Hill with MSS Oil at 501-200-7089.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with Channel 7's Melinda Mayo.
After a few early morning showers, we'll see clearing skies for the afternoon, but cooler and breezy with a high only around 51 degrees. And tonight's low drops down to the low 30s, sunny and mid-50s Tuesday. From the Channel 7 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Melinda Mayo.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Clint Sterner joins Justin and Wes in the zone, courtesy of Chris Crane Hyundai of Conway. Shop Chris Crane Hyundai's selection of new and pre-owned vehicles online at chriscranehyundai.com. It's Clint Sterner in the zone each week, brought to you by Chris Crane Hyundai of Conway on your fun and game station 103.7 The Buzz.
Roger Scott for Leaf Guard of Arkansas. Attention homeowners, it's time to put gutter worries behind you with Leaf Guard of Arkansas, the only true one-piece single covered gutter system on the market. Let's talk some facts. Guaranteed to never clog. Yeah, you got that right. Say goodbye to the endless hassle of gutter cleaning. This month, brace yourself for the incredible $99 install sale. Just $99 installation for a limited time on a complete Leaf Guard system. It's the deal of the year and you don't want to miss out. And interest-free financing until 2025. No monthly interest if paid in full within 18 months. Picture this, a world where gutters never clog, where muck and mud and shingle grit are a thing of the past. Do not risk your life cleaning out your gutters or paying somebody else to do it every year. You'll never have to climb up there again. So why wait? Protect your investment, protect your foundation, get Leaf Guard now. Ask about the $99 install sale and interest-free financing until 2025. Give them a call at 501-664-5400 or check them out at leafguardandmore.com. Invest in your home. Invest in Leaf Guard.
As fall approaches, so does cold and flu season. This is Heather Ramsey with Elite Services, serving Arkansas for more than 13 years with a team of commercial cleaning experts at your disposal. COVID-19 is rearing its ugly head once again, and in addition to our elite janitorial services, we offer touchless COVID-19 disinfecting to keep you and your employees safe. Get your free quote today. Visit us now at cleaningarkansas.com. Elite Services, where we don't cut corners, we clean them.
No lunch plans yet today? Here's a suggestion. How about downtown Little Rock's favorite go-to lunch spot, Capitol Smokehouse and Grill, featuring the most delicious daily lunch specials you'll find anywhere, including rotating dishes such as chicken and dressing, meatloaf, chicken fried steak, pot roast, fried chicken breast, and so much more, including catfish on Fridays. Capitol Smokehouse and Grill, open weekdays from 11 till 2, or click on CapitolSmokehouseandGrill.com. Also available for catering any size event or party.
Hi, neighbor. It's Garen with Shamrock Roofing. Insurance deny you coverage on that roof? You won't be denied at Shamrock. Visit shamrockroofer.com for a chance to win a new roof. Absolutely free. Just visit shamrockroofer.com. where one call does it all.
Fellas, what's good? Clint Sterner here for Low T Center. Look, if you've noticed a lack of energy, motivation, and drive, it could be low T. Be sure to schedule your health assessment at Low T Center. They offer the convenience of physician-monitored self-inject at-home testosterone treatments with an average payment of $150 a month cash pay, including labs and medication. If you don't live near a Low T Center or just need the convenience of at-home treatment, Low T Center makes it easy, baby. Shipping treatments directly to your home. Go to lowtcenter.com now to book your appointment online. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Fort Thompson's in Sherwood. Savage Access 2 Camo Rifle with Bushnell Banner Scope, $399.90. Regularly $469.90. Ruger American Predator 6.5 Creedmoor on sale for $429.90. Regularly $479.90. Visit ftthompson.com.
Question: do you recycle? We hope you do, and that you know what goes in your curbside recycling cart and what doesn't. Another question: has your recycling cart ever been left behind and not emptied? It happens. Here's why. If your recycling cart was not picked up, it may be because it contained plastic bags, trash bags, grocery bags, shopping bags, or even plastic wrap. To help get your cart picked up, please follow this simple rule. No plastic bags of any kind should be in your recycling cart, no matter what's in the bag. Plastic bags are not recyclable and belong in the trash, not in your cart. For more information, go to mydoright.com. At mydoright.com, you'll learn more about what goes in your cart and where you can drop off plastic bags. Remember, to do recycling right, there should be no plastic bags in your recycling cart. Learn more at mydoright.com.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
Are you crying? Are you crying? There's no crying. There's no crying in baseball.
In the Oaklawn Racing Casino and Resort Studios.
Let me have a Diablo sandwich, a Dr. Pepper. Make it fast. I'm gonna murder.
Here is David Basil, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
All right, it is 8:06 here in Morning Mayhem. For those that have been following Wally Hall joins us now, thanks to Capital Smokehouse Grill.
Yeah, man.
Told the guys earlier, I went 6-1 on the weekend on
That's
the Oakland
great.
Sports app. I'm 14-4 of the last 3 weeks. That's 14 out of 18 correct. Boom. So I got to be careful not to be cocky because it could all change that quickly.
Now, get cocky. Take all that 401k stuff out and put it all on the
So
hall.
you're 14-4
in the last 3 weeks. Yeah,
against the
consecutive.
spread.
Yep.
So somebody bet 100 every game, they'd be 1,000 ahead.
There you go.
Ralph, shoot. I mean, we have a salesperson that says they've been following your bets this weekend and walked away with some money.
It is amazing how close those lines are to. I mean, it's like they got to deal with the devil. How they can darn figure out exactly where those things.
They don't miss
lie.
by much.
No,
they have to deal with the
Commanders
devil.
game yesterday.
Yeah, a great example. Two of my picks in the NFL came down to last minute drives.
The Seahawks yesterday.
Seahawks and the Eagles. It's unbelievable. And I've been on the first few weeks I did it, Wally. Those were the ones I lost, but now you win. And the only one I've missed, really the biggest miss I've had in the last 3 weeks is Arkansas. Arkansas. Sam Pittman was 6-1 against the spread.
Yes.
And so I thought surely they're going to beat Mississippi State. And,
They didn't.
They did.
They did not.
They didn't. It's going to be
Or cover.
No, that's right. It's going to be a blackout down in Gainesville this weekend. I can't remember why, but the good thing is 11 o'clock start, so fans probably won't be a typical, loud, rambunctious team.
They're a hostile crowd. If you've never been,
yeah.
I mean, I saw from the press box they were throwing ice at parents of the other team for the Razorback parents. They were throwing, and one of the dads, who was a big dude, took exception to it.
Good.
And he had to be restrained.
Wow.
They hit his wife in the face with.
Yeah, that's not good.
No.
Wally had told us that he was ready for Halloween. This website had the love-hate of Halloween candies. Roger, I'll give you a shot.
Throw it out.
I'll go. You and Roger, you and Wally and Josh.
Let's do it,
See if you can
Wally.
get any. Take a guess. You get any of the top 5. Just name me
the
something.
top 5 candies?
You think a candy that most people hate.
Oh, that hate.
At least 30% hate these. I'll go to top.
What, is
10.
there candy corn in it?
Candy corn is not. Let's see. Candy corn is not in it.
Not even in the top 5?
You hate something with sugar in it?
Yeah. So candy corn. That's why, because today is National Candy Corn Day. So they made this list of ones that they really hate. So,
Oh, okay. All right. So it's okay.
you think of something.
Candy that they hate. Licorice.
Yeah, I would say licorice.
Licorice is not in there.
Okay. That's ridiculous. then.
Yeah.
I'll give you a few of them.
There's no other list.
Atomic Fireballs.
No, that's a
Remember
great
those?
candy.
Ooh,
That's
yee.
great. Your
Here's-
mouth
here's
is
another
on
one.
fire.
No, candy corn is in there, Raj. It's split down the middle.
Well, it has to.
42% hate, 45% love.
See, change it. Hey, you know what he did, Josh? Move the goalpost on us. Thank you.
The tape is marked.
Do you remember Red Hots? Oh,
Sure.
there's-
Love Red Hot.
I used to hate
I like
Red Hots.
those.
Do you?
Red
I
Hots
like
and
them.
Fireballs,
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
What about dots? What is that? What are dots?
Dots are like this-
jelly balls.
that now?
Yeah.
Look
Is that
at Wally. Wally's jumped all over. Here's one, Roger, number 2, Jawbreakers. I remember those as a kid. They could break your teeth. They could literally break
Well,
your
you
teeth.
weren't supposed to chew on them.
Yeah, but they could. They
They
were.
listen. They set you up with saying, "Look, we called them jawbreakers. You can't sue us."
It was a fireball that wasn't hot.
Right.
Number 1 is Peeps, which I guess isn't that
that's the Easter
Easter?
candy. No,
Yeah.
that's completely horrible.
Yeah, are they? I don't.
No.
Marshmallow with sugar on it.
They immediately go into your veins and clog them.
Number 8, jelly beans. You know what? The only
hates jelly
the
beans?
only thing you hate in jelly beans, Roger,
It's the black
is the black
licorice.
licorice.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
don't tell me you like the black licorice.
No.
Wally. Josh, are you in the black licorice?
No,
Okay.
God, no.
Here's one, number 9, Almond Joy. Almond Joy's in the top 10 of hated
I could
candies.
see that. That's more of an
Yee.
adult because you don't think about the coconut.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then coconut.
Yeah.
I like it. I like them okay, but I like mounds better.
I'll eat it now.
Sometimes I feel like a nut.
And sometimes you don't.
Here's two that I don't like. One of them I'm a little familiar with, but I don't eat them very much. It's been years since I've done lemon heads.
I like lemon heads.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
lemon.
they listen. That was a candy. That candy and Red Hots could pull out your
Red
fillings.
Hots. Oh my gosh!
Pull out your fillings.
Here's one. Now here's one that's an old classic that I don't eat anymore. It was in watch Roger will get this in less than 3 seconds, Wally. It's most well known for being in a scene in a comedy movie starring Bill
Baby
Murray.
Ruth.
Oh no, I'm wrong. I didn't think it was Baby Ruth.
Can we record that?
Yes.
David saying he's wrong?
Was it a baby? I thought it was Tootsie Roll.
No.
Is it not in the movie we're talking about? Is
Caddyshack,
where he goes to the?
It's okay.
Yeah,
He takes a bite out of it.
It's Baby Ruth. Okay, I was
Baby Ruth.
So
Tootsie Roll.
Tootsie Roll is number
Tommy
11.
and Big Dave put in the toilet.
Yes.
Do they have a list of favorites? Do we always have to be negative?
but I don't understand. Tootsie Roll can't be a hated candy.
Well, 30%.
I'm telling you right now, that's what the problem
When's the last
is.
time you ate a Tootsie Roll? It's been a while.
Last time I had one, I don't eat much candy.
I know, but Tootsie Roll.
Tootsie Roll's good.
It's a little bit of work. Right? So this is pretty hard.
There's work
pretty
involved,
tough.
yes.
I took one out of Fisher's basket last Halloween.
There is work involved. I bought candy that I knew I liked to give out. That way, if there's any left, I'll have it, and I'll give it to my kids.
That's what I asked Monica. I said, we got 4 bags of candy, and none of them have Snickers in them. What's up?
What's up with that? What kind of crap candy house is yours? They're going to start egging it if you don't have any Snickers. What candy do you have, Wally?
Mostly Kit Kat bars, but that's her son's favorite.
Okay, now I understand that. I'll let you have that one.
I'm going to read a few more to you.
All right.
Nickel nip.
No.
Wax bottles.
No,
remember those?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The wax bottles. Yeah.
I forgot all about them. Yeah.
How horrible was that? They had that little bit of juice in there and the wax. And once that juice was gone, the wax was awful.
Someone has Mentos. I thought that was like a...
It's a breath thing.
Yeah,
That's not a candy.
Yeah, I would think so either.
Yeah, so they have ones that are candy-ish, and they've got ones that are peppermint.
Cadbury cream eggs. Like those?
No.
Listen, those are fancy.
I know.
They're overrated.
Easter egg.
Well, they might be overrated, but I mean, and they got caramel in them, don't they?
No.
How about these last few? Double bubble. That's bubble gum.
Big fan of double bubble gum.
You couldn't play baseball without
That's
it.
right.
Gum's not really a candy to me, though. It's not really.
I agree. It's
How do
bubble
you not? But why is it on? You know what? This is a factor crap list.
Laffy Taffy. Remember that?
Wasn't a fan of it.
Sure.
Wasn't a fan. Give me a sugar daddy any day.
Bit of honey.
Love
Hey,
'em.
you gotta like the candy.
Love
Okay.
'em.
You loved them,
Uh-huh.
and then you didn't like licorice.
Okay, I did.
I knew it. I knew it. That's it.
I just hated to stand out.
Well, Wally, the good thing is that obviously it's going to be interesting here the next few weeks as we get to see basketball progress and they get better. I mean, this team is going to have a chance to make another run, and while the football is going to be interesting to see if
Well, the tough part is
does.
Football.
We'll never know what happened. But the team that showed up to play Mississippi State was not the same one that played LSU and Alabama and Ole Miss.
Okay.
It was not the same team. They were flat.
Yeah. Well, and they made the comment that Sam's always in these close ball games. Well, that's one game that you should win the game. Mississippi State was at home. You got to win that game.
Absolutely,
you got to win it.
But they didn't show up.
They didn't. He even noticed it when they came out there. He said, "We look sort of dead." So now listen, all that's gone. Got everything's sort of new. Line's only 5. Let's say if we go down there and go toe to toe and have a puncher shot there at the end with Florida. I mean, I think. I mean, who knows what? Could you imagine if we go down there and beat Florida? Would that not be something?
Here's the key stat. I'm gonna give you the key. When you get ready to pick your games, keep this in mind. If Arkansas can hold them to 2 or less sacks, they got a shot.
Okay.
That's what their 2 wins. They held them to 2 or less sacks.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
I like that.
It's a nice little stat to keep up with.
I like that. Again, the bottom line is you can't be any worse than what we were last week.
But can we be worse? I'm sitting there going, can it get any worse? Yes, by not winning any more games. Even though we're at the bottom, I mean, it can still get worse But I think the upside is.
I don't see how they could lose to Florida International.
No, that would be. Roger talked about, and Joe said, if you
were
lost,
here last week.
Oh, that's right, you were. If you lost that game, could he be fired?
He retires.
If he went 0-4 and lost that game,
He go hire Dion.
Yeah, and you're not getting Dion.
Maybe.
No.
Listen, once you put your money, you call him up.
First of all,
Rolodex.
Dion's not going to a bowl game. They're not going to a bowl game.
Well, he got 4 wins.
Colorado's facilities don't compare.
Yeah.
There's no comparison to Arkansas's facilities.
Yeah. What's interesting about Dion, I like parts of Dion. I really do. Some of the things he teaches, I love the way he teaches the kids.
What is it you don't like about him?
Just sometimes it's just over the top about, I got my
see
bag.
him and Michael Irvin hug it out?
Yeah, that's a cool thing. Yeah, like I said, he's got a lot of really cool things he teaches and what he believes in, which I like.
You just don't like him stepping out like that and putting his team under the bus?
Bielema
did that to our kicker. You remember that a few years ago?
But no, I'm just the braggadocious stuff's a little bit too much.
I got you.
But I like more than I don't like with him.
Sure.
It's.
I think he puts his.
Okay, so
I think his mouth doesn't write too many checks he can't cash.
So let me ask you this, Wally: Would I get in trouble? Would I be criticized if I go to the Touchdown Club Monday or tomorrow on Halloween Day as KJ Jefferson?
But you're going to have to let everybody know that's who you are without being blackface, of course.
I wouldn't do that, of course. If I did headsets, glasses with my bag, and a crazy suit and a big fancy shiny watch, would people criticize me?
Sure. Just don't go. This is the most overdone one ever. It's time to put the Bobby Petrino neck thing
I don't think
to
anybody does anymore, do they?
Oh, sure.
Do they?
There has to be a guy, right?
I don't know.
Maybe not. It shouldn't be done. I think it's done. It should be done. That should not be unless you're an opponent of his.
Yeah, I think that's. I don't think anybody wants.
Afternoon John said he might go to Musselman's party.
Did he say that? No, he didn't. Did he say that on the air?
Afternoon John, I like that nickname.
He said what?
It's a good nickname.
He said,
"Do you heard him say that?"
Yeah.
No,
he can't do that. He wouldn't do that.
Muscleman probably would say, "Take that off." That would be a bad deal.
He will not go as Bobby Petrino.
He just threw it out as a possibility.
I got you.
It
was the.
Oh yeah.
Remember, Roger? I think one of our. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, it Cage's. It came close to maybe have won.
It was easy.
Yeah, that was easy pickings.
Yeah. I don't see John doing that. John's not going to do that.
Yeah.
What would John go? Listen, he could go as with his look right now he's got. He could be Ken from Barbie and Ken.
Oh my gosh, that is a great idea.
That's a good idea.
That's a great idea. He could
He's
dress.
got the tan. He's got it all.
He would be Ken from Barbie. And
He sent me a couple of.
doll.
I've got some DM pictures he sent me, and he could, and they're very good.
Yeah, that is not a bad idea. It was cool, Wally, to
Y'all
see.
could do a whole segment on what you're talking about right now.
Yeah. It was cool to see 19,000 people at a exhibition game. That's what happens. And then you got Duke coming in as, again, an out-of-conference team.
that?
I mean, that game, every ticket there is going for, big numbers.
I know. I've had people ask me if I could get the ticket for it.
You will be there for that game, right?
Sure.
Because that's the only time Duke has ever played in Fayetteville, right?
Yeah, but Krzyzewski's been in Barnhill.
In Barnhill?
Bud Walton, I mean.
He has. As?
For one of Bill's camps, he was there, and we peed right next to each other.
Whose camp? Bill's camp.
You know, the basketball camp.
Oh, Bill Ingram. Oh,
yeah.
I got you.
And he was there, and I looked over, and we were going to the bathroom at the same time. We were a few stalls
I like that. Somebody said,
where's your eye contact? Was it eye contact?
No, I didn't look at his eyes.
Somebody says, bad. That's good.
Well, man,
that came out wrong.
Right.
Came out wrong.
It's all right. We're going to Capitol Smokehouse. So, Donnie, Candy, can we come by there Wednesday? Gary Hill.
Somebody said Bass trying to get canceled. Yeah. Again,
why would that cancel?
Well, that's what I said. If it didn't do anything to make it a racial thing,
you have to be careful to make sure that you weren't talking in a certain fashion.
Well, another one. I said another one that Jessica suggested, which I think would be funny. Who's the biggest story?
Doris Pittman.
What?
Doris Coach Pittman.
Yeah. How would I do that? What would be the?
Well, you wet your hair.
Somebody said
Colbert.
Who's the most famous? What's the biggest story in college football this year?
Dion.
You go the sunglasses and all that stuff.
Again, you're picking out black guys.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, you can't do that.
Or you could do the sunglasses.
Yeah, but then you'd look like Terminator.
that is true.
That's who you would be if somebody asked, by the way.
Terminator. Who could you be? You can't be those guys. And I don't know why you couldn't dress up. Obviously, if you didn't use the dialect, or if you didn't use a dialect, or didn't put on blackface, or didn't strut, well, that just takes away from the whole costume.
Well, part of the deal I told Wally, part of the deal I told Josh and Roger and Justin in Texas today is not only the look, is that he walks down the middle of the street where we do the walkthrough, and he doesn't acknowledge anybody, which other players do too. But he's got these dark sunglasses, and he's got this Louis Vuitton giant bag. He looks like LeBron, and the problem is, I said, the difference with LeBron, he's got millionaire teammates around him. Here, you got these kids aren't making it. Most of the kids aren't making any money. They're the same
talking about KJ again.
Just the look there is what I'm just saying.
But it goes really well with his Corvette.
But he's the only one that's not doing that. Is
well,
that right?
that's what I'm saying. To me, that's why I would almost be like, hey, listen, we're all going to wear the same thing. This isn't the NFL.
With you.
Well, let's be uniform because that shows. Who's making all the money? The guy wearing the $20,000 watch and the suit can watch. I'm just saying, if you do it as a team,
he's flaunting it a little bit.
I mean, he's allowed to do it because apparently you can wear whatever you want to wear. The question is, do you wear all? We are a team. We wear the same things.
Sure.
I don't know what Alabama or Georgia do.
No, they do wear suits.
Yeah.
But he has his tailor made.
And the suits, obviously, the suit's not the same as everybody else's
No.
suit. Yeah.
Once again, we're doing this over again. It's fine.
Yeah,
I know they suck. It looks bad, but it's fine. The kid's expressing himself.
What I'm saying is, it looks horrible to me as a. Have you played in team
You
sports
don't
before?
look like a team player.
Yeah, you don't look like a team player at that level. Now, again, the pros is one thing, but at college and high school level, where most people are somewhat similar in what they do, it just shows the disparity between.
But these kids have to show up to media days wearing whatever they want to, and we praise those outfits and talk about how cool they are.
They shouldn't. They should be. It would be the same thing I would apply. Yeah, I'd say the same thing, Josh. I would apply to all. I just think when you get to the pro level, I think you have a little bit. You have the ability to express yourself more. In college, especially with NIL, and it's despair. There's disparity there, and it really shows when what you can wear. It shows off more.
Media days, KJ wore a black suit.
Yeah, it was fine. It looked great. Was super. And listen, right now that's the rules. Coach Pittman allows him to do what he wants to do with it. Then that's fine. He can do what he wants to do. It just sort of stands out amongst everybody. It's almost like some people go, well, you can't. Let people be individuals. You can, but sometimes with a team at that level, sometimes it's better to
That's why some schools
be in the
have
same
uniforms and stuff like that.
That's
So
right. Same kind of deal.
Just so you don't set yourself apart from somebody, and it might help somebody else not be. It's not so much that KJ might be in the spotlight because of the way he's dressed, but you might, if you have low self-esteem, and from what the coach is going around saying that he's having to talk to some of these people, maybe the other guys are going, geez, I don't have that. I'm not worthy of having any of that stuff.
The main thing is right now they're not playing as a great team.
No.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I like KJ.
I like KJ.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, and I hope he plays well. I'm just pointing out the optics.
I see
of
what
how
you're different. I think a lot of
I'm old school.
That's it, and that's not a bad thing. But still, even that part of old school could still be implemented today to show we're one. Baz, let's go to the phones real quick and see, 'cause these folks may have something they want to talk with Wally about. Hey, JW, what's up? Thanks for holding as long as you did.
Hey, guys, I got a question for you. Okay, I'm going to throw you out some school names, and they're lower-tier school football teams. Ole Miss, Kentucky, even Auburn's learning to win. Here's one, Missouri. They're one game away from Georgia to play in for the national championship in the playoffs. Do you realize that?
Yep.
So my question is, why are all these lower tier, I'm going to throw Kentucky in there because they haven't been great. Why is it all these lower tier schools, and I hear the excuses about the money. These schools don't have a lot of money, and they're winning.
Yeah.
Is it one that we're paying for what we're getting? We're getting a $5 million coach to lose to give him $16 million to be a loser. Two, or do we need to pay a coach $10 million and get here to win? What is the deal? What is the problem hiring the right guy and getting some pride back into this state and getting to talk changed on the radio about being a winning program. I'm tired of half-ass getting a participation award.
All right, JW, thanks, man. Wally, you want to address that?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, it might not be $10 million, but what we're paying the coach right now, we paid him the kind of money to get us to where we thought we would
JW,
be. I think
that's part. What, you just wanted to fire him right now? We got to let him play out, and so I think we'll see. If it doesn't play out well, he'll be fired.
I don't think, JW, that Ole Miss is a second-tier school when they have a $10 million NIL package.
Yeah, they're a top 15 program right
football.
now. Yeah.
Just football.
Yeah, they won the national championship in baseball.
Yeah.
They'll be better in basketball this year. Now, what he's just saying, they don't have maybe the history of a.
There's no telling what Kentucky's NIL package is. I mean, Kroger just sends them packages of money.
Also, Kentucky and Missouri are in the East, which makes it significantly easier. And it's not. Ole Miss is not winning 9-10 games every year.
Does it still make it easier? I know it has been in the past, but this year
you get Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's essentially a free win every year.
You know, absence makes your heart grow fonder, and I think this off week has helped curtail a little bit of the of the Pittman firing.
Especially with him letting go of Enos. Yeah, I think that
Absolutely.
if you didn't do that,
that
would really be
I
messy.
haven't had a lot of conversation. I know we haven't talked a lot about the
we needed a break. We needed a break. So you've lost 6 games in a row.
Absolutely.
Mark,
Hey, Mark.
last call with Wally. Go ahead.
Hey, Basil.
Yes.
Now, I'm just being laying back listening to what you say. You're a good dude. I like you. But check this out. You always say Dion ain't coming. Wonder if Dion offer him enough money. It's just speculating.
Sure.
If they ask him enough money and he come and he win a championship, he might come and win the SEC championship at Arkansas. You don't know that. Listen to me. You don't know that. Don't nobody know that.
I'll tell you why.
It might take
hold on a second.
I'll tell you why I don't think he'll come, Mark, here in Wally. I think if he's going to go to another college, I think Arkansas would be a very difficult place to win. That's why Gus Malzahn. That's why only 3 coaches were up for the job last, because nobody else wanted it, because we don't have the number of recruits. I think it's a more difficult place to play, Mark. That doesn't mean he wouldn't come for the right money.
No. I ain't saying that. Just let me finish. They could take a black coach to come there and win SEC championship like Nolan Richardson won the back. He's the first black coach came and won a basketball championship in Arkansas. Don't put the black man down. That man might come there and win a national championship.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't know what that man is. You don't know what that
Get here, Mark. Here's Mark. I don't really care what color the skin is. You may, but I don't. Kirby Smart's not black, and he's done pretty good at Georgia. So I don't really care what the color of the skin is. I just want the coach to win.
Yeah.
So I just don't think Dion would look at Arkansas as a next
viable
step.
place.
Yeah, I think You agree, Wally?
It's a step up from Colorado. Yes,
it is a step up from Colorado, guys.
But it's in a very tough division to win when you're disadvantaged from a recruiting standpoint.
But if he's the Portal Prince,
but he's a Florida guy.
Yeah, that's
you're back in the South.
Go back to Miami or Florida State,
but he can recruit that state. I mean, if he can get the number 1 pick. Recruit in the nation to switch from Florida State to Jackson State. Think what he could do at Arkansas.
Yeah, well, I just think he would look at us as, wow, I could probably do better from a standpoint of where I could
Jerry
land.
Jones said, "You're going there."
Yeah, and at least maybe if they offered him enough money, he would. Colorado's not a great jumping off point to start your career. But
listen,
they've won 4 games. That's 3 more than they did last year.
Yeah, and they probably won't win another one. But he's still done a good job.
Your column yesterday said we just finished off paying Bielema. We're still paying
How about
Chad.
that? We're still paying.
You want to talk about paying Sam a little bit while
Lord.
we're going after paying double that amount of money to a Deion Sanders? I don't know. I mean, I don't know when that becomes a non-issue.
Yeah, that's not the kind of coach they need. I mean, they need a coach.
That's nothing too. Yeah. Would it be a fit here? I
think, and I know it's one state over. Like Eli Drinkowitz is the kind of coach where you took a swing on a guy who was a coach at App State for 1 year, did well, and he was up and down. But you want a guy who's going to grow as a coach.
Yeah, but he turned the job down.
He did.
Right, but there are more than just. I mean, there are coaches like him who would accept an SEC job. I know Arkansas is very difficult, but there are coaches out there who.
I don't want him to hire anybody that doesn't want the job.
I think what I'm saying is there are coaches who are out there that are of this caliber.
You think it's a better job now than it was when Sam got it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because of the pandemic,
I think get past that and get out of Chad Morris's mess. Yeah, it could be. Listen, I don't care who the name is. It could be somebody from Division II that's a great coach. I just want a great coach. Whoever's up there, right? We don't care if it's. Yeah, we
don't care.
Kansas State, Kansas.
Listen, at this point, if there's the first female coach out there that can take a championship,
Wally, can you name the two coaches at Kansas State and Kansas? Head coach?
Nope.
Yeah, it's
Flanderberg
and
Tim Armour.
That's actually Hosengarden.
Is that Hosengarden?
Hosengarden.
Thank you very much.
Wally, thanks as always, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
Great
Thank
job.
you.
Thanks
Wally,
to Capital
Gary-
Smokehouse Grill. Yes.
And Gary Hill says it's his treat. Wednesday.
All right.
We doing Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Wednesday at Capital Smokehouse and Grill.
About 12:30.
If that helps, if that's good for you.
Well, I say 12:30 because if I say 12, you're going to get there at 12:30.
Say 12.
12.
I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there when the doors open, Wally.
Thanks, Wally. Hey, coming up next, Razorback Graffiti. Get your calls in, 661-1037. Here we go.
She rocked me like the rock of ages. Oh, love me. She loved me, loved me, loved me, loved me.
Listen for Coach Kevin Kelly Wednesdays during the Zone, presented by the Little Rock Athletic Club. An all-indoor pickleball facility coming soon to Little Rock Athletic Club, online at lrac.com.
This is Sports Center.
3 of the 4 Arkansas Division I football teams were in action this weekend. The Arkansas Razorbacks were the one team that did not play. They'll be back in action next week, 11 a.m. on 103.7 The Buzz, when they take on the Florida Gators in Gainesville. This weekend, UCA came up just short against Tarleton State, 25-23. The Bears are now 5-3 overall, 2-1 in the conference. Arkansas State was able to get a 34-24 win over UL Monroe on the road this weekend. Jalen Rayner threw for 298 yards and a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown as well. Zach Wallace carried the ball 18 times for 118 yards and 2 scores. The Red Wolves are 4-4, 2-2 in the Sun Belt Conference. And finally, Arkansas Pine Bluff fell against Jackson State 40-14 at home. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with Channel 7's Melinda Mayo.
After a few early morning showers, we'll see clearing skies for the afternoon, but cooler and breezy with a high only around 51 degrees. And tonight's low drops down to the low 30s, sunny and mid-50s Tuesday. From the Channel 7 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Melinda Mayo.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Tune in to Out of Bounds each Monday for Reaction Monday, brought to you by Fleet Management Services. Serving Central Arkansas for over 20 years, they're your small to mid-sized fleet specialists. Fleet Management Services is looking for a maintenance tech. Oil changes, tires, general maintenance. 100% paid health insurance, match 401k, paid holidays, paid vacation. The right person can make $600 per week. Call 501-375-3672.
Roger Scott for the Carpet Barn. The Carpet Barn is having a flooring extravaganza sale the entire month of October. Now, they didn't tell me that they were having this big sale because October is the month that David Basil and myself were born, but they didn't say that wasn't the reason either. Great prices on all the flooring, like in-stock 12-mil vinyl plank, regularly $2.99, on sale for $1.99. 7.5-inch wide engineered European white oak, regularly $5.39, on sale, boom, $2.99. The Carpet Barn does not do gimmicks either. They don't increase the listed price and then say, biggest sale ever, 1,000% off. And by the way, folks, tax included somewhere in the transaction. The Carpet Barn customers have been purchasing a lot of product, and the manufacturer's providing a discount to us, so we want to pass it on to you. Store-wide savings you can take home today. The Carpet Barn offers complimentary measuring and stay with you from selection to installation. The sale going on through October 31st at the Carpet Barn in Conway and North Little Rock.
Once a year, Saracen gives away a coveted BMW to one lucky winner. This month is that special time, and you could be the winner of an amazing BMW X5 SUV from Saracen Casino and BMW of Little Rock. Play to win a top-of-the-line BMW SUV only at Saracen Casino Resort. Just a short 40 minutes away, Saracen Casino is Little Rock's closest place to play and win a BMW X5 SUV.
Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Things you'd rather do than deal with your current HR and payroll provider. Stub your toes. On purpose. or sitting through a 4-hour seminar on funny dad jokes.
Okay, you guys hear me out. You know how celebrities stay cool? They have a lot of fans.
If you and your company are unhappy with the level of service you're getting from your current HR or payroll provider, make the switch to a company who cares. The Payroll Company. Our service is top-notch and worth switching for. Less headaches, more than payroll. Visit morethanpayroll.com.
Your morning drive will never be the same when you have Morning Mayhem on the radio. Welcome back to the Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studio, Arkansas's only casino resort. It's time for Razorback Graffiti, sponsored by Fence Brokers. Looking for fencing materials? Call Fence Brokers today at 501-847-8811. Now, you know the drill. One sentence and one sentence only.
All right. Oh, right off the bat, the great Hall of Famer, Terry Bradshaw. Good morning, Terry.
Good morning, guys. What a day that will be when my Jesus I shall see.
Thank you,
great
Terry.
to bring us back to church.
Let's stay in church. Let's go to John Mark.
John Mark, good morning.
No, Ben, guys. I heard that jukebox has been permanently relocated over to Bud Walton.
Nice.
Oh, they do need one over there. Good point. Is this the Dave Thomas from Wendy's?
The football team is playing like Eggman and Saucy Boy. They need to be playing like Two Hot Coffees.
Too hot what?
Did you get that one?
I hate that when I don't get them. Because I'm sure they're good.
Yeah. 6611037.
Chris.
I can feel it down in my plug.
You
I can feel it something in the air.
Down in my
Chris.
plums.
Thank you. Football tie.
It's Division I football, fellas.
Interesting. Something
I'm trying
going
to figure
on here.
out why.
There's something
What was
going on.
going
This
on?
is the bye week.
It's weird. It's Halloween.
Marie Osmond's agent.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. But at least they didn't ask you about the Razorback.
Oh,
what did we ask her about?
What did we ask her about? No, we said she was hot.
Yes.
And then she told us about the Lord.
Yes. It's all good. 6611037.
Yeah. Hey, it's Johnny Neighbors.
Guys hanging out with Coach Musk Tuesday night. What's up, John?
Hey, guys, it's John Neighbors. Coach Musk probably messaged me and told me that Danielle was praying that we wouldn't have a sellout at Bud Walton for the simple fact that I wouldn't come over to their house. What does that mean?
He is going to be... He will
in
be
heaven.
Like, oh my gosh, he'll be like a 5-year-old at Christmas.
He could die.
Oh my gosh.
There, and he'd be all right because then his spirit would be there, and he'd be all right with it. Then his ghost body could get in the body of Muscleman and actually coach the Razorbacks. And I could see it happening. John, I wish the best for you, buddy.
Big Phil.
Well, you know when you're at the urinal, you're not supposed to be looking at Herman, the one-eyed German, you corn-eating maggot.
Herman, the one-eyed German.
Yo, Tony.
Matthew Showalter for president right now.
We hadn't heard that.
We have not heard Matthew Showalter.
Josh needs to hear that call. I don't think he's heard that.
Hello, Bobby Joe.
Hey, Sammy, put that transgender Bud Light down and drink some Trump beer.
It's my friend, Sandra Eccles.
Roger, it's official. Next time I see you, I'm going to bring you an ass whipping so bad, I'm going to turn them glasses into contacts.
There you go. She's still at you.
Why? What'd I do?
Justin Moore joins us. Good morning, Justin.
I think the new coach should let me negotiate his contract. I'll get the team named after him, and he'll only have to work part-time.
Oh, look at there. Look who's got. We got several good ones there. Tommy Smith calling in. Good morning, Tommy.
It's terrific.
Oh, we got to play that.
Yeah.
We got to get to the vault. We got to go to the vault.
We've got to
today.
go vault.
Let's go to the vault today.
We're going vault. Hello, Baz. What's up?
Me calling in. Good morning, me.
14-4, 6-1 last weekend. Wow, good Lord.
Read them in week, big boy. You got to brag while I can.
You sure can. Hello, Dusty.
Dusty.
What's up, Dusty?
Mac and Dream.
Daddy.
That's it.
That's
It's
it. That's
enough
all we
said.
wanna
It's
do.
hard times. Hey, Johnny.
Hey, man, listen to me. It took us a black coach to win us a national
Get out of here,
championship
John.
in basketball. And it's going to take us a black coach to win us a championship in football.
Are you kidding me, John?
Dangerous territory, boy.
First he was Mark. He was Mark in the call before.
I don't know if that was him.
Yeah, he said it was him.
Do you think that was him?
I don't think that one was him.
I don't think Mark was him.
I think Mark was him.
Yeah, you think Mark? You think Stan was Mark?
I think Mark was Stan.
I think Mark was just another riled up black person that Baz is.
He thinks it was Stan.
You know what? Okay,
I missed it. I
didn't pick up. I thought when he started talking at first.
Was it Mos Def? I don't know.
I don't know if it was Mos Def, but I didn't know it was Stan. Mark, call back. Hello, Savage.
Savage.
I'm hurting, Linda.
I know. Hey,
I can't wait to see this guy, Connor Vanover.
What's up, Connor?
Hey, Roger, it's been a minute, but enjoy that Purdue win because to borrow Coach Prime's speech, we coming. Missouri coming, buddy. We coming.
We coming.
I know. Let's go to Hope.
Wait, what? Potato.
What was that? 6611037.
That might be. Is that something that she does in the butcher shop commercial?
Oh, I didn't know. I
don't know because that's Hope, and that was a guy,
Yes,
and
that's
it's
a good
just
point.
potato. I don't know. Let's go ahead and get Diva. It's really a lame edition of Razorback Graffiti. Hello, Diva.
Downtown Jacksonville. Come!
Thank you, Devo, for putting a smile on my heart. Hey, Mark. Mark.
Hey. Get a black coach a chance in football and win your national championship like Nolan Richardson.
That's him. He's been three different guys. Stan, John, and Mark today.
Why is he doing that?
66110.
I didn't know you were going to. Is it Tiny Cowboy? Tiny Cowboy.
Got to punch it up.
Thanks, Mark.
Tiny Cowboy, good morning.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard, but I split my pants crop dusting the crowd the other night.
That's what we hear. We got to hear the story on that.
well,
Yeah,
that's
split his
tomorrow,
pants.
absolutely.
Not blank his pants, split his pants.
Split.
Yes.
He split. He did split. Hello, Vegas odds maker.
All right, guys. Who's going to get a statue first, Coach Muss or Coach Richardson?
Who's going to get a statue first?
Yeah, that's
Nolan.
Nolan.
Nolan gets one unless they give it at the same time. But I mean, Muss has to win the national championship.
Is the Muss statue shirtless?
Yes.
Now that would be
it's almost
funny.
Rocky Balboa-ish.
That would be
Yes.
funny. 6611037. That would be classic.
He's waving a shirt around. That's exactly right. Hello, Donnie.
Speaking of Nolan, you better get that sweater this year.
Okay, stop.
Did we lose that? You know, it's a shame that we've lost that.
We haven't lost them. I just don't know how to find them. Listen, but don't you squint your eyes at me because of that one. And I'm efforting getting the ghost one.
To your greatest
I'll
clips are
effort getting that. I had nothing to do with them. I'm not smart enough to delete something from here. Listen, there's a timestamp on it. Believe me, as a former criminal, I know that anything that is done on this thing, there's a timestamp and a name attached to it. I would not delete anything on here, even as painful as they are. Arkansas Razorback football fan.
Hang in there, only a 5-point underdog.
Oh, no, absolutely. David Shower.
Listen, David Shower.
David Shower.
Listen, I took a shower this weekend.
Hey, Brian.
Above or below the knee?
Oh, man,
there we
stop
go.
it. Here's the deal. You took a shower because you were getting on Hatcher's plane.
You know,
You can't get on there stinky.
I know. I may need to hear below or above the knee. I need that for my spirit today.
For your spirit.
Clint Sterner.
Hey, what's up, Clint?
Hey, if Tiny Cowboy wants to get that low T fixed, hell, he could be huge Cowboy.
Clint's
Doing
voice.
Thank Pitch Brokers.
I love that.
Chris
Thank you.
Walker for sponsoring this outstanding segment.
Yes, well, and you know what? But Ralph, give him his money back today. Hello, Hunter, you're a check.
Why does the Liberty Bowl not call me back?
Well, no, they're not going to do that anyway, right?
Yeah, not
you
back to
cannot go
back.
back to back and belly to belly.
I don't think it'd be.
All right,
wise.
Casey.
It's Conway Twitty calling in today, fellas. Darling, it's been a long time since we've won a game. It's a damn shame. Oh, yes, it is.
Roger,
Thank you.
The last time we won a game was
Kent State. And that was
oh my gosh, was that August? It was early September.
And they haven't won. They've only won one game.
We haven't played Turn on the Jukebox.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear yes sir. I don't want to hear clubbed
yes,
up.
Sir,
Well, you know what?
He does turn on that jukebox.
I know that, but the yes sir thing.
Yeah, he doesn't do that anymore.
I know he doesn't do it anymore.
But he doesn't do that.
Yeah, I never liked it to begin with. But that's just me.
Yeah, he was back then. He did that because he was a offensive line coach. That's why, yeah.
Well, Hunter made him do it when he first got
He
here.
did.
That first little thing.
Yeah.
It stuck with him.
then
Stop it. Coach, don't let them do that to you anymore.
Oh, look here. Josh's parents are coming into town next week. Good morning.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Josh, your mother and I have decided this year maybe it's better if you just stay there in Arkansas for Thanksgiving, you redneck.
You're redneck. What is that all about?
I am staying here for Thanksgiving. So
what is it, Josh?
Your parents are calling you redneck.
Why is your dad calling you redneck?
He does have a southern accent. All right, a few more, we'll wrap this thing up.
Hello, Jack.
Hey, is Westmore still in coffee creamer?
Is Westmore still his coffee
No,
creamer?
no, he's not. He's not. Wes and I don't talk as much anymore since I stopped doing his TV show.
Boss Hogg, good morning.
You got to accentuate the positive. Eliminate the negative.
What is that?
And don't mess with Mr. In Between. Have a good.
What is that? Right?
That's just
Is
an
that
old
Jungle Book or something? Last one.
That's what?
Is that Jungle Book or something? I don't know what it is.
I think it is, isn't it? Got to accentuate the positive. That's it.
Is it?
I think it is.
We got
last two. Razorback Hog Caller.
All right, Roger, we ain't giving up this Saturday. We gonna clone him home. Big.
There you go. That's
Attaboy. I know who this is. We'll see you at Boudreaux's. We'll be back at 11 a.m., 10:30. I can't wait. Now, next up, Baz, who is this?
Dan Enos and Justin Moore.
Hey, boys.
Hey, Justin, what do you think about the job I did with the Razorbacks this season? You look like I need a drink right now.
That's it.
Very
Give him a
nice.
certificate to somewhere both for doing both of those. Fantastic. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. I do want to thank Fence Brokers. Call them for any of your fencing needs. They'll get you hooked up.
They know it, and they'll hook you up with the right people to install those fences, too. I got two of them, Baz. I got a wooden one on one side and a wrought iron on the other side.
I've seen it.
And you've seen it. And you've seen the puppy picker where your puppies can't get through there.
Yes, I've seen that. Very impressive.
Can't do it. Got a nice little gate on it. But that's Fence Brokers. Thank you for sponsoring and being a big supporter of ours, Chris.
All right, 8:48 here, Morning Mayhem. At Jones & Son Diamond and Fine Jewelry, when you shop for an engagement ring, you get the benefit of shopping with the largest selection of rings in Central Arkansas. They also carry the biggest brands in the business and now offer their Jones & Son collection of branded engagement rings. The Jones & Son rings are high quality at a really great price. They are also fully customizable. They can modify any design to fit your needs and make you happy. Jones & Son Bridal and Fine Jewelry is a direct diamond importer, so they save you money. Birthdays, anniversary, engagement, and bridal, no matter what the occasion may be, you'll find something special at Jones & Son. They're located at 11121 Rodney Parham Road, and they've been there for 35 years, or you can find them online at jonesandson.com. The same address, phone number, and great service for more than 3 decades. Jones & Son has the latest styles from the top designers in the world, and they've got something for every budget, and they'll help you pick out something very special for you or your loved one. Jones & Son, Diamond and Bridal Fine Jewelry in West Little Rock.
No lunch plans yet today? Here's a suggestion. How about downtown Little Rock's favorite go-to lunch spot, Capital Smokehouse and Grill, featuring the most delicious daily lunch specials you'll find anywhere, including rotating dishes such as chicken and dressing, meatloaf, chicken fried steak, pot roast, fried chicken breast, and so much more, including catfish on Fridays. Capital Smokehouse and Grill, open weekdays from 11 till 2, or click on capitalsmokehouseandgrill.com. Also available for catering any size event or party.
unless you've been living under a rock. You've heard of the current turmoil in the auto industry. Rising used car prices and declining new car inventory is clearly a real possibility. But this month, Watney Chevrolet strikes back with 0% on 2023 Silverados. Call 501-982-2102. Watney Chevrolet in Jacksonville anticipated today's car climate months ago by ordering extra new inventory and assembling a fleet of quality used cars. Call 501-982-2102. Trade now, because prices could soon be headed in the wrong direction. Plus, get the relief of no payments until after New Year's. Watney Chevrolet will get you right before the storm on the horizon. Watney Chevrolet, 1301 TP White Drive in Jacksonville. Call 501-982-2102. WatneyChevrolet.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads. All offers with approved credit.
What's good, y'all? Clint Sterner here for Low T Center. Fellas, when it comes to your health, every man should know his testosterone number. What's that mean? It's simple. You need to schedule an appointment at Low T Center immediately. It's quick. It's easy. Hell, it's only $25. Walk in, take a simple blood test, get the results in about 25 minutes. So if you've been feeling tired and grumpy, sensing a lack of motivation and drive, dealing with high cholesterol, noticing stubborn weight gain and or loss of muscle mass, it's on you, fellas. Go to lowtcenter.com now to book your appointment. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Roger Scott for Family Markets. Are you tired of the same old grocery store experience? Then it's time to switch things up and shop at the neighborhood family markets in Pangburn, Malvern, and Shannon Hills. Our stores offer a unique shopping experience where we know our customers by name and offer a wide selection of fresh, locally sourced meats and produce. And you can even grab you a hot cup of community coffee while you're there. On selected items, you can mix and match any 5 items for only $24.99. And if you're a Valero gasoline customer, store points on your Family Markets reward card and redeem them at the pump to lower your price per gallon at select stores. At your neighborhood Family Markets, we're committed to providing a personalized shopping experience that's focused on our customers. So come on down and see why we're the best choice for your grocery needs. With fresh food, great deals, and friendly service, we're sure you're going to love shopping at the neighborhood Family Markets. So come on, stop by today and check us out. We're the Family Markets, with stores located in Pangburn, Malvern, and Shannon Hills. The way grocery shopping is supposed to be. Family Markets.
Listen for offensive lineman Josh Braun Tuesdays this football season on Out of Bounds. Josh Braun is brought to you by Matt Black with Allstate Insurance. Matt Black with Allstate can take care of your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, life, renters, and landlord insurance. Are you in good hands?
Are you having a hard time getting in on the show? Well, just do what the kids are doing these days. Text us at 661-1037. Welcome back to Morning Mayhem, live from the Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort.
Oh, okay, you use mayonnaise base, not mustard.
Mayonnaise and mustard.
Wait a minute, hold on. What? Hold on, Kate.
Don't start.
Hey, Kate, say that again, please.
It's mayonnaise. We say mayonnaise. We say mayonnaise. No, it's not. It's mayonnaise.
Matt. Funny the things you learn.
Yeah. She called it mayonnaise as a kid, and they just let her have it.
Say it again.
Mayonnaise. Yeah, like manatee.
The vault. There's so many good things in the vault. Put you have a couple of vault things here, Raj. Show me what you got over here. While you're doing that, I'm going to mix a couple things. Well, you know what? Do you have Josh? You have a Razorback Rewind ready to go too?
The weekend snapshot.
Okay, we'll do weekend snapshot when we come up here shortly. It's in addition to National Candy Corn Day, today is also National Text Your Ex Day. National Text Your Ex Day. Josh, do you text your ex?
No.
Okay. I don't think I'd text my ex either.
You don't think?
No, I don't. No?
I've kept in contact, but we don't often text.
Gotcha.
Hey, you would know.
Yeah, I was just trying to think if I text my ex. And the question would be, we're talking about wives or we're talking about...
Well, you've only had one.
Well, that's what I said. Is ex-girlfriends too?
Yes, ex-girlfriends is the same.
I occasionally will text, but it's usually not.
Because he's not married. You ask him if he did.
It's not chit-chat.
You text your ex-girlfriend?
No, I said occasionally, but it's not for chit-chat. There's a purpose behind it if there's a text. Like,
are you trying to, are you throwing out
if there's something I need or she needs
something?
Or something like that.
For your ex-girlfriend? You don't have an ex-girlfriend.
I've got a bunch of ex-girlfriends. years old. I've been single for 25 years. I've been through a few.
I don't wait. The fact that he calls himself single still. I don't get behind it.
I don't get that. What did you just say?
I don't know what I said.
You said you've been through it. First of all,
I've been through a few relationships.
There's no reason for you to. What do you still got? A blood test or something?
No.
Our ex is texting you about taxes you didn't pay.
I have an ex-girlfriend that's married and with her husband's a coach and got kids and they
well, now you make it sound like it's okay, but the other part of it is it's really. I think there's. Well.
Anyway, so that's the other part in addition to National Candy Corn Day, and we have our poll up, Josh. Right?
We do.
You look at see what it is. Go ahead and repeat that for us. What it is.
The poll is pretty simple. It is: do you like candy corn? And the answers on the poll are yes, I like candy corn. Candy corn is a no, and indifferent. Right now, 47% say candy corn is a no.
47%.
39% say yes, I like candy corn, and 13.6% say I'm indifferent.
I wonder how many people have got because doesn't the candy corn come in the little small packets now? That's how you have
Depends
to include
on how
that.
much you buy.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's the only way you can give it out.
Well, yeah. In a mini little bag.
It is.
Yeah.
It's got so much sugar.
With half a dozen in them.
What's your favorite miniature of all the bars? If you had to go like
Reese's.
Okay.
I love the little mini Reese's.
Okay.
You put them on a rope with my mouth and
mini Reese's. I don't think I've seen them mini.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I tell you, back when we were young in the 70s, if you got they just started expanding those to Beyond 2. If you got the ones that are Beyond, where you had like threes, yeah.
Yeah, well, you listen. You just must have cleaned your room and got you some extra allowance. But the mini Reese's have been around for 150 years.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Tiny ones.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about those. I don't even. What are those? What are those in? How are those packaged?
In a bag.
Okay, they're in a bag. They're not.
Yeah. I don't think you see them.
What would be your favorite miniature bar? Like Musketeers, Milky Way?
I've always had a thing for Baby Ruth.
Is that right?
I like Baby Ruth.
I'll go. What is
Baby Ruth?
Baby Ruth
Pepsi,
got a nut in there. Baby Ruth got a nut in it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't eat Baby Ruth.
You get a good one.
So
if you feel it, what I would do, I would fill the Baby Ruth in out on the outer part of the package just to see if one had more nuts than another.
You don't. Musketeers, Milky Way.
No, I'll do it if I have to. I'll go.
I love both of those.
Musketeers it's so fluffy. It's like there's nothing there. It's just fluff.
Wasn't that the commercial where it would fade, it would float. It was so.
I think so.
Can I tell you from a
Milky Way? I'll go. What's the other one? Not Milky Way. What's the other one?
I don't know.
Snickers. I go Snickers over Milky Way.
Yeah, it's.
I think because
they're so good.
Nugent.
They're so good.
Ted Nugent in there.
So good.
It is so good. I think it's some Ted Nugent.
Josh, where do you go? Milky Way, Snickers. Or Three Musketeers?
Snickers. You're the Snickers.
I do love Three Musketeers, though. I have not had one in forever.
It's got the lowest amount of calories in it.
Anybody go Zero bar?
No.
I haven't had one.
Maybe once a year you go Zero.
What's in that?
It's white. It's a white bar, so it's a white chocolate.
Oh, okay.
It's called Zero bar. Yeah. You've never seen it? Yeah. So once a year you might do that. But I'll listen. Right now on our cabinet in 2 little jars are Halloween color M&Ms. Plain
M&Ms.
and peanut.
Ooh, I'm so hungry right now.
You get a handful of those.
Hungry.
Oh, my word.
All right, 9 o'clock.
Hey folks, it's David Basil out here at Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood. It's the end of the month and Frank Fletcher has told the sales staff to do whatever it takes to make you a deal this month. So if you need a truck, go see my friends at Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood. They've got the best deals in the state on new Rams and they'll treat you right. No games, no gimmicks. You'll get Frank Fletcher's best deal right up front and they'll give you more for your trade. The sales staff at Frank Fletcher Dodge doesn't want to just sell you a car. They want to be your dealer for life. They listen to you and they treat you right without any hassles or headaches. Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood has a great selection of new Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Rams, plus Frank Fletcher's low prices. And they have the most competitive finance rates in the state. Shop Fletcher Dodge before you buy anywhere else. So for the best selection, lowest price, and best buying experience, go see my friends at Fletcher Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram in Sherwood, or you can shop online at FletcherDeals.com. Remember, Frank Fletcher Dodge doesn't want to just sell you a car. They want to be your dealer for life.
103.7 The Buzz is your home for Arkansas Razorback football coverage each week and is brought to you by
Expressway Airport Parking, Parker Cadillac, Arkansas Scholarship Lottery, Network Services Group, Edwards Food Giant, and AR Care. 103.7 The Buzz. The Hogs play here.
ESPN and The Buzz gives you the complete sports and entertainment package.
I love that game.
103.7 The Buzz, KABZ Little Rock. Buzz News with Channel 7's Cassandra Webb.
The Little Rock woman accused of selling body parts to a man in Pennsylvania is scheduled to go on trial this morning. Candace Chapman Scott is accused of selling 20 boxes of body parts from the UAMS contracted mortuary where she worked. The Pennsylvania man she sold them to is facing separate charges. Scott pleaded not guilty to 12 counts, including wire fraud and mail fraud back in May. Students are getting into the Halloween spirit in Atkins with a haunted house they designed to raise money for their after-prom party. The haunted house is called Devil's Den, and the students put it together in just 1 week. So far, they've already raised more than $3,000. The Devil's Den Haunted House runs through Halloween night. It's open from 7:30 to 10 each night at the Atkins Rodeo Arena. Adult tickets are $10. Those under the age of 10 get in for $8. For more news and weather, download our free KATV News and Weather app. From the Channel 7 Newsroom, I'm Cassandra Webb.
Brought to you by Gary Hill with MSS Oil Company. There hasn't been an oil man specialist like this since Who Shot JR. Call Gary Hill with MSS Oil at 501-200-7089.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with Channel 7's Melinda Mayo.
After a few early morning showers, we'll see clearing skies for the afternoon, but cooler and breezy with a high only around 51 degrees. And tonight's low drops down to the low 30s. Sunny and mid-50s Tuesday. From the Channel 7 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Melinda Mayo.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
This is Pat Bradley, and I'll be on Morning Mayhem Weekly, presented by Bradford Marine and ATV. Save up to $3,000 off with special financing on the Tracker Off-Road 800SX Waterfowl Edition with front and rear quack racks. The Tracker 800SX is fully equipped for the hunt. BradfordMarine.com with 6 statewide locations.
Roger Scott from my good friend Steve Brown and his good team at Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. Hunting season has arrived, or did you just think people were wearing those orange vests, orange hats, and all that lavender around trees was for something else? Well, it's here, and Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union has the perfect loans for hunting season. They can finance a new ATV, side by side, or let's go all the way with a new travel trailer. The experienced team at Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union will find the right loan with the perfect rate for you. And if you're considering a new ride, Alcoa has some of the most aggressive auto loan rates in Central Arkansas. Find the make and model you want. Get pre-approved online at alcoacommunityfcu.org. Then you'll be all set. Go and pick up your new ride. Alcoa also has Kasasa free checking. With Kasasa, earn up to 6% APY. Cash rewards with no minimum balance and refunds on ATM fees. Experience the difference with Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. Now serving Saline, Grant, Garland, Hot Spring, and Perry counties. Online at alcoacommunityfcu.org. With Alcoa, I trusted them because they trusted me first.
Looking for somewhere new downtown to hang out with all of your friends for football? Then there's only one place, and that's Little Rock's newest neighborhood sports bar, The Busker on South Main. The Busker features an upscale bar menu with great beer, wine, and cocktail selections, as well as weekday happy hours from 4 till 7 and late nights from 10 till close. So watch all your favorite college and NFL games on the Sunday Ticket this fall, where you won't miss a minute of the action on their big screen TVs. All this, including live music on the weekends, can only be found at The Busker on South Main.
Hennard Foothills Equipment in Searcy has been selling and servicing Kubota equipment since 1991. Achieving Kubota's elite status for the service department and the years of experience throughout the dealership are just some of the reasons to choose Hennard. Hennard Foothills Equipment in Searcy, your hometown dealer no matter where you live.
The end of the year is near, and Gwatney is pulling out all the stops to remain Pulaski County's #1 Buick GMC dealer. Big pre-owned inventory and even bigger discounts on new Buicks and GMCs, even with manufacturer price increases. Gwatney Buick GMC next to Sam's in North Little Rock is selling new 2024 models at 2023 prices. You've seen the news. The time to trade is now, before the current auto industry climate skyrockets used prices and all new inventory is depleted. Don't wait. Call Gwatney Gwatney, 501-945-4444. It's the end of the year blowout, only at Gwatney Buick GMC in North Little Rock. Interest rates as low as 0.9%. And get new and pre-owned vehicles with no payments for the rest of the year. Stop by Gwatney Buick GMC and register to win a new Hummer. 5700 Landers Road in North Little Rock. 501-945-4444. GwatneyBuickGMC.com. GMC, we are professional grade. All offers with approved credit.
Synthetic grass from Arkansas Luxury Lawns is long-lasting and easy to afford. No more worry about watering, mowing, edging, or weeding. Free yourself from maintenance so you can relax and enjoy a great-looking yard all year. ArkansasLuxuryLawns.com.
Hey, it's time to gear up for the ultimate football season with Edwards Food Giant's new Tailgate Barbecue Packages. Introducing the Family Barbecue Grab Pack, your go-to solution for hassle-free, mouth-watering tailgate feast. Each package includes a 1.5 pounds of tender barbecued pulled pork, smoked to perfection, plus a pound each of mustard potato salad, coleslaw, and baked beans. The ultimate lineup of sides that'll make your taste buds cheer. Need even more to satisfy the whole team? Look no further than the Tailgate Pack. Get ready for a touchdown of flavors, 3 pounds of barbecue pulled pork, 3 racks of succulent ribs, and a triumphant trio of 3 pounds of mustard potato salad, coleslaw, and baked beans. To make things easier, each package is accompanied by the essentials: buns, barbecue sauce, and cutlery to make your tailgate setup a breeze. Plus, if all that's not enough, they also offer a lineup of delicious meats like chicken, brisket, their brand new smoked sausage, and so much more, all straight from their smokehouse. Ready to make your game unforgettable? Visit EdwardsFoodGiant.com or head over to your local Edwards Food Giant to place your order today.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
I didn't think you had it in you. I'm your huckleberry.
In the Oaklawn Racing Casino and Resort Studios.
Why, Johnny Ringo, you look like somebody just walked over your grave. All right, Lunger, let's do it.
Here is David Basil, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
Okay, first of all, it's 9:06. Is that it's National Text Your Ex Day. I was just saying I normally don't do that, but occasionally it happens. And I just was
You're
asking,
talking to me or Jessica?
I'm talking to everybody.
Okay.
It's so sometimes it happens. I'm just saying it's National Text Your Ex Day. Second of all, legally, when I go to the doctor, I get to check my boxes: married or single. I have to, even though I've been dating Jessica for a long time.
But person of contact that call in case of an emergency, who do you put?
I sometimes do Jessica, sometimes do my
and
mother.
What's Jessica when you put relation? What do you put?
Girlfriend.
Okay. So legally, you're taken.
But again, if you look when you go to fill out the form,
I used to be on that list.
You
by
have
the way,
married and you have single. I'm just saying, it's the way of the world.
Legally.
What did you write when Roger was emergency contact? What did you write as description?
He wasn't single.
He put more than a friend. What'd you write?
More than a friend. Let's go to the Hodges Glass Little Rock Glass Hotline. Talk to a guy that was on the trip with it this weekend.
He's a trip himself.
All I got to say before we start this off: let's go Rangers.
What's up,
RJ?
What up, boys? How are you? First off, I was texting you guys in the break, and I almost drove off the road when I heard you say, "Is that the one that's got the nut in it?" And talking about that, I thought most of them had some type of nut in there.
No, they don't.
No,
they don't. Just a baby Ruth. It's something else.
Right, but and it's National Text Your Ex Day. Well, we were sitting at the ball game, and Basil almost texted my ex while we were at the game.
I was doing a group text of pictures, and somehow when I was putting in his name, his ex popped up. I know.
You are dangerous.
I know.
He is very dangerous.
RJ, I was trying to tell Roger what kind of experience we had, courtesy of Greg Hatcher, at our first World Series games ever. It was the first for you, Randy, and me, right, going to a World Series game, correct?
Yes. I was, first off, Raj, when we got to the airport, I said, wait a minute, where's Roger? And Basil goes, he's got a thing that he's got to do.
Got family coming in.
So I was really disappointed you weren't with us. But Roger, I pulled a you on the trip.
Yeah.
Right? So I was sitting in my seat the entire time. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to miss a play. I'm not going to do it. And the Rangers weren't hitting the ball. I mean, it was bad. And so finally, I said, you know what? We got the bottom of the lineup up. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, and I'll come right back.
No.
Get up, and I'm walking into the bathroom, and I hear the crowd go absolutely insane. And they've got the TVs in the bathroom, and I look, and Garver hits the home run to left. And I just pulled a Roger.
Yeah,
I
man.
literally just pulled a Roger.
Yeah, man. Very good. Well, I bet it was a great experience for you.
Well, I was just telling him as somebody who doesn't know much about the Ranger organization, you were making a good point that, hey, this is not like a Cubs or Red Sox or Yankees or Braves for that matter that's nationwide. This is a one-state team for the most part. This is a Texas, you know.
Yeah, you've got the Astros, and so you're in Texas. You're either an Astros fan or you're a Rangers fan. And most people here recently have turned into Astro fans because they've had more success. This is only the third time the Rangers have ever been in the World Series. 2 times they lost to the Giants and the Cardinals, and so it's kind of a rare air for the Rangers to be in the World Series and to have home field advantage. It was even though we lost, just the experience of being able to go and experience everything that goes on. What you see on TV, I mean, it's tenfold of what it is. But Raj, I mean, a bottle of water was $10.
Well, the other thing,
did you keep the empty one as a souvenir?
What was funny, and this was another moment that I thought about you was
yes.
After the game's over, so we all just kind of sat in our seats to let the crowd out, and there were like these 3 people. They were going throughout the stands, picking up people's cups
and
Roger. Pouring out the contents, and they were keeping the cups.
Yeah.
And I'm like, first off, that's gross because you don't know where their mouth's been, but. Like they had these stacks of cups and they were taking them home with them.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I've seen Roger do that before.
Yeah, listen, that's just what do you call that? What do we have that self-immune stuff? What do you call that? What was that? When you get the germs.
Oh, when you have developed the
when you develop the what is it
immunity?
Called? Yeah, the immunity. But it was what do you call it? Herd immunity.
Herd immunity, yeah.
Herd immunity, whatever. I don't know what it was. But getting all those cups, you're not gonna. You'll survive. It'll help your immune system.
RJ, I was telling Roger and Josh, and they thought that went very nice because I told them, I said, well, "What is the cheer for the Rangers?" And you told me, and I said, "That's the cheer for the Rangers." I said,
Yes.
No, we didn't think it was not very nice. It's just it's straight up mean, is what it is. It is mean.
No. Basil goes. We're walking in. He goes, "Okay." He goes, "What's the cheer for the Rangers?" And I kind of looked at him, and I was like. Let's go Rangers! Boom, 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 boom. And he goes, that's it?
Bubble burst.
And then I said it was really impressive. You guys did the terrible towels. That was a unique new thing.
They're not terrible. They're just towels.
They're towels, though.
Just towels.
Yeah, I think Pittsburgh's got the terrible part.
Yes.
Or like copyright.
I will say this, RJ. I told the guys, I said, being there in person, I do want to thank Greg Hatcher again. It had great seats, and it is amazing to see it in person to realize how good those guys are, just the way they field, how the ball comes off the bat, the speed.
Oh, sure.
They're throwing 90-mile-an-hour sinkers. It's sinker pitch. I mean, it's just unbelievable how the level of how good these guys are. And I think you see it a lot more in person. And, of course, the stadium, RJ, was off the chart. Everything was perfect there.
Yeah. They had, the stadium holds 40,000, but they had some general admission seating. So 42.5 was the capacity crowd for the game, and but yeah, I mean it's and where we're sitting, you're actually able to see the pitch a little bit better. But yeah, I mean when you're throwing a 92-mile-an-hour sinker, it gives you a real humbling of feeling seeing that thing roll in there because most people are from around here throwing 92-mile-an-hour fastballs, and then you see a sinker roll in there like that. It's pretty impressive.
It's weird, Roger, that I went to a World Series game and didn't know anybody.
Yeah.
Didn't know
you
any player.
You knew Longoria.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. That's the only name I recognize. And remember, he said he got an RBI, a postseason RBI for the first time since like 2008 in his career or something like that.
But you probably remember him from playing with the on the basketball team.
Yes.
That's what you're thinking of.
Yes. No, he was married to Longoria, wasn't he? That's who you're thinking of.
No.
Yeah.
There was another Evan Longoria.
I thought
it was Evan Longoria. It is the player is Evan.
Yeah.
It wasn't the guy that was the guy who played for the San Antonio Spurs back in the World Championship
days.
It was
it was Parker.
Tony Dave Parker.
He was married to Longoria.
Yeah.
He was what was the movie? What was the show?
Eva. She was a housewife.
Desperate Housewives.
Yeah,
That's exactly right.
Well,
RJ, what's your hope and expectation for the rest of the series?
Well, we're going to win, and we're going to win the World Series.
It's on to Chicago. Let's win there. Yeah.
Look, the Rangers pretty much lived on the road to start the postseason, and they started off 6-0,
Yes.
and then they couldn't win at home against the Astros, but won on the road against the Astros. And I think that you look. So I was looking at the lines just a minute ago. Right now, Texas is a favorite tonight on the road in Arizona. So,
gotcha.
I think that I think you're going to see Texas probably win 2 of 3 at Arizona. And then this will be a 7-game series. I fully feel like you'll see that. And Texas wins it in the 7th.
Well, I'll say this, Roger. He grew up as a Rangers fan, so he was like a kid. He was like it was like 8-year-old RJ, and then you went in the pro shop. Jessica said you were like 8-year-old RJ too.
Yeah, I mean, well, Jessica and I went. It was me, Jessica, and Randy. We went in the pro shop, and I mean, I was there for like an hour and a half, and Randy and Jessica were like, "Okay, we got to get out of here." Yeah, they left, and I stayed. And yeah, it was. I mean, I've been to the games before, but. They've got they had a section of World Series memorabilia, not just from the Rangers, but from other teams, and it was just kind of cool to see all that. And then the first off, there was 1 billion people in the pro shop.
Oh my gosh, the line was crazy.
Getting through the line was tough, but I mean, just being able to see all that stuff was pretty cool.
All right, RJ.
Sure it was, man.
Good luck the rest of the series. We'll talk to you this week later on.
You got to go.
And don't forget, Touchdown Club tomorrow, not today.
That's right.
But I've already gotten 2 phone calls today. People were, "Hey, why ain't anybody here?"
Yeah, no, it's tomorrow. Chris Doring. Yeah, appreciate it, bud.
It's not Coach Dyfos, so let's give it out.
Signing out to RJ.
Let's go Rangers. See you, hockey. Hey, this just in real quick. Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union is holding a winter clothing drive this Friday, November 3rd, benefiting Bright Futures of Benton. All sizes are needed for children, teens, and adults. Drop off new or very gently used coats, joggers, shoes, new socks, and new undergarments by Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union in Benton. It is a winter clothing drive this Friday at Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union.
The other thing I was going to mention, too, as we reach out to Double R, you've heard of Schick Steel. It's called Lexicon now. So Tom Schick, the founder of that, passed away the last year or so ago. His son, Patrick, runs the business. He was telling me, running into him on the way over there, they put all the steel in Jerry's World.
Okay.
And then he said he put probably half of the steel in Global Life Field. So
wow.
So pretty cool. They have an Arkansas company that's
absolutely
both of those great facilities. But I'll tell you, that baseball facility, is really cool. But I tell you, that darn Jerry's World, you look over at it just looks like something out of space.
Well, that video that Joe Klein had of SoFi,
SoFi's cool too.
I mean, obviously it's brand new, or at least still has
space
that
age.
new car. It just is.
Yeah. But Trey Schapp and his wife went out there, Amy, and he said. Of course, he's biased because he gets season tickets to the Cowboys. He said he likes
biased.
He said he likes the Cowboys Stadium better.
Well, sure.
It's got a cool in the big screen instead of having that loop-to-do screen.
Would Vegas's be pretty cool because it's actually in Vegas?
I think
that make it more.
I think
alluring?
Vegas does the same circle like the Atlanta Stadium does. Only Jerry does the giant flat screen that everybody looks up at.
Is that right?
And I think that gives
nobody else wants to do that.
I think it's a massive deal.
Well, you don't watch the field.
No,
you're watching
most
that.
of the time.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the Hodges Glass Little Rock Glass Hotline and talk to Double R, who was there with us. Good morning, Randy.
Let's go Rangers! Let's go Rangers!
So,
Roger's got in my ears the entire game, saying it over and over again. Let's go Rangers!
So, Double R, first World Series game. You've been to others. What do you think of the atmosphere in the game?
I got to tell you, it was an awesome experience. I mean, everyone has, this bucket list we have in our back pocket. And listening to Greg Hatcher talk about going to the Super Bowl, I'm thinking, gosh, how lucky. And series opportunities just to be there in that environment, in that moment was, it was awesome. That's all I can say. And, we did kind of grow up with Texas back in the days when satellite was just coming into play. You got you might, get the Cardinals every now and then, but you also, you were a staple with the Atlanta Braves. So you do have some of that history that's kind of, in your brain or in your body, from years gone by. But regardless of that, just to be in that moment and I mean, that was just awesome because I can now check one off. I want to go to Fenway. I want to go to Lambeau.
Oh, yeah, you haven't been to Fenway yet.
I have never been to Fenway.
Yeah, you got to go. It's the complete opposite of what we did this weekend. Roger and I went to Fenway with Al Watkins and the boys. Roger, Fenway, Wrigley. Have you been to Wrigley?
I've been to Wrigley.
Okay, yeah, get
I've
to
been to
Fenway.
Minsky. I've been to Yankee Stadium. I mean, there's a lot of stadiums I've had a chance to watch a game, but regular season games. It was like World Series game. Yeah. And that had a whole different flavor altogether.
Yeah. Now we made a game at the new Yankee Stadium, but Baz, you were there at old Yankee as well.
Have you been to did you go to the old Yankee Stadium before they tore it down, Randy?
No, new.
I'm sure
you may have forgotten this. Terry orchestrated a trip in which we went to the new Yankee Stadium, thanks to A.J. Burnett. We sat in his seats, who is from Central Arkansas Christian, but that's the new stadium. So no, I mean, you still got Monument Park. You got all the things that was in the old stadium, but I would have loved to go to the old stadium in the new stadium. But I was just thankful for that opportunity.
I don't think I've ever been to old Cardinal Stadium either.
I was trying to think. I think.
But I haven't been to the new.
Did we not go to the old one, Raj? Was that the one when I took the picture of what's his face or no?
I don't think that was the old one. If it was, I'd like to think it was, but I want to say that in my mind's eye, I'm still wishing that I'd gone sooner.
Well, you definitely need to go see Fenway. Fenway's so cool. The Green Monster. I mean, it's
iconic.
And then you actually get to go up. You can take a tour to go up on the Green Monster, which was cool. We did that. But I will say these.
Is there seats though, David, on top of the Green?
Yeah, now there are. Originally they.
Oh, I would love. If I could go to Fenway and then sit on top of the Green Monster. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's a cool deal. And I tell you, the Yankee Stadium, I'm grateful I got to go in that before they tore that down because it was really just you walk underneath. There was hardly any room. It's like tunnels and just like you think of Babe Ruth was playing here. But now these they're so like this last night, Roger, or the weekend. Every 20 feet, 50 feet, it sounded like there was a restroom. Every 50 feet, there was a bar. Now, I'll tell you,
I like that.
Randy was nice enough to buy me a beverage for my birthday. And so my beverage was $30, and Randy's was around $30. So it was $60 between the two drinks. So they and then the hats.
What did you drink?
Well, it was a.
They don't just do beer anymore, huh?
Yeah, it was a double.
It was about 20.
But everything that is printing money, and those people, because it was a World Series.
Pay for those players.
That's true. It's World Series.
Everything's got World Series on it, so they're just the pro shops. Like I said, the line was out the door. Every sight line is great. We walked around that stadium 360. And you could see everything. There was a place you could watch the field the entire time you walked around. Yeah, it's just the way they lay them out now is very, very impressive. Well, I just want to get you on real quick, Randy. It was fun trip. We do, as we mentioned, thank Greg for arranging that. So for me, you and RJ, that's a check off the bucket list.
I couldn't go with you guys.
Yeah, I hate that.
Now, the real pecking order of how this came about. I didn't realize I was down at the bottom of the poll. There were others that were supposed to go that couldn't go. So DB was so desperate, he finally asked me to go. But I'm still
Randy,
so thankful.
Even
if I was in the shadow of Roger Dale Scott.
You're still on the poll. So it doesn't matter where you were on that poll. You were listening.
And I tell you, you met Justin Wells when we went to the College World Series. His son, Logan.
The true champion of the whole trip was Logan. If anyone wants to know how you want a child to act around adults,
that's unbelievable.
Watch Logan. I mean, that young man
never
there
said
in
a
the
word,
restaurant.
never got impatient.
And they brought him out, a little thing to the cartoons or whatever it was, games he could play. But, I mean, to sit there among adults who, obviously the conversation is so much over his head, but he was so well-mannered, so well-behaved.
Yep.
And then even when we got to the game, I mean, gosh, if you could say this is the template of how you want to raise a young man, Justin and his wife have done an outstanding job at Logan. He is a champion.
And for those that don't know, Justin played on that World Series team for the Razorbacks in 08 or 09. I can't remember which year it was. And so that had some talented players on that team too.
Yeah, man.
Well, it was good times, Randy. As we mentioned, Roger said, "Man, listen, as we've learned here recently this past year, tomorrow's not promised, man. Who knows when one of us going to check out." Yeah.
And that had a lot to do with my thought process. Hey, how many chances will I be able to get with all the family as well? So.
Yeah. Well, Double R, I'm glad we had a good time. Fun stuff as always. And the Razorbacks won in basketball, so that made it be a positive weekend, without Hog football,
Thank you, Greg Hatcher. Awesome experience. One I'll never forget, even at my elderly age, but one I'll never forget because it's just not that often that you get a chance to be part of a World Series. It was for a team from Texas, but nevertheless, it was a great experience. I'm still wearing my hat right now, DB. I've got my Rangers hat on right now.
We found out. We were talking about hat size. Josh, what hat size are you?
I don't wear hats.
Do you? Do you have any idea what your hat size would be?
No idea.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't either. And I wear hats.
You don't know?
No.
They all thought I was going to have the biggest head. They thought, RJ and Jesse, they're all betting. Well, David had the biggest head. I had the smallest head.
Is that right?
Smallest head.
Well, RJ's.
No, I thought David would have like a 7 and 7/8.
RJ's has an extra layer. I don't know. And, of course, with hats now, doesn't matter what size because you –
some of them were fitted, some of them were not.
Right? Okay.
Well, who had the biggest, Randy? Was it you or was it
I've got a 7.5. I don't know.
RJ's like a 9.
I can believe that.
It's like two heads.
The thing is, Rod, I was blessed or if I was cursed because I had to sit beside RJ during the game, and I mean it's at times it's like overwhelming because he is so biased with the Texas Rangers.
Oh, listen, I'm so glad he got to go because it is his team and it's a World Series game. And this, I knew one thing: he did not ask permission to go on this trip. He was going. I'm sure he said it in a nice, polite way to his wife. Baby, I'm going. Now you need to find somebody. We need to find somebody with the kids for you, so you can have a badge. But I'm going to this game.
It was fun, Randy.
Well, I feel the same way, Raj, because Gary allowed me to go, and that is a great sacrifice when one of us needs to go on something like that, and someone's got to stay behind to take care of the farm.
Yeah.
So I was so thankful that she allowed me to go and take care of all of our babies.
It was fun to watch the 8-year-old RJ get so excited about a franchise. That's his team, just like Justin Moore with the Braves or whatever.
Even with the Longhorns, if something were to happen with them, absolutely. Yeah. Or UCA.
Well, Double R, good to we enjoyed the trip, buddy. Talk to you soon, man. Thanks for jumping on with us.
Thank you.
You want to ask about candy?
Made it possible.
Yes. Are you candy corn in or out on candy corn, Randy?
Don't care for it. Snickers, M&M peanuts. Snickers, M&M peanuts.
I love M&M peanuts.
Are you ready? Are you guys ready to give out candy at your new place or no?
You'll have to ask the boss that question.
Yeah, listen. You'll
better get your boss.
He'll have trick or treaters at his house.
He will.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, you better have your light on. You better say she may have already gone into one of those neighborhood apps to let everybody know that you're a candy house.
Well, here's the thing, Raj. I get home, obviously, I get off at 7, so I'll get home about 7:15 or so.
It'll be dark, yeah.
Most cases, most trick-or-treaters, they've been coming on.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
You're right. To hold down the fort.
Yep,
you're right. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
Appreciate it. That's our man, JM. We'll come back and hit some birthdays and things that happened on this day in history, pretty significant ones. 9:30 here, Morning Mayhem.
103.7 The Buzz is your home for Arkansas Razorback basketball. Coverage is brought to you by Red River Ford, Lion Legal, Malvern National Bank, and Genesis of Conway.
Man, if you haven't heard, I'm smoking hot on the Oaklawn Sports app the past 3 weeks. 14-4 overall, 8-1 in the NFL. Not going to get cocky, though. And if you haven't heard, the Oaklawn Sports app is now offering a new and easy way to fund and withdraw your balance straight to your bank account with what's called ACH VIP Preferred E-Check. That makes it easier than ever to bet your favorite games on the Oaklawn Sports app with no fees fees involved. Both the Oaklawn Sportsbook and the Oaklawn Sports mobile app offer numerous betting options like parlays, futures, live in-game betting, and prop bets. Download the Oaklawn Sports app on the Apple App Store or Google Play today and start betting on NFL and NCAA football. New bettors are eligible for a $250 first bet insurance. And while you're there, check out my picks each week for college and NFL. And don't forget to check out the Mainline Sports Bar located in the Oaklawn Racing Grandstand. Our man Roger Scott has trivia there every Thursday night. And you can watch your favorite games on over 90 large screen TVs. It's Oaklawn's newest family-friendly sports theme experience. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with Channel 7's Melinda Mayo.
After a few early morning showers, we'll see clearing skies for the afternoon, but cooler and breezy with a high only around 51 degrees. And tonight's low drops down to the low 30s, sunny and mid-50s Tuesday. From the Channel 7 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Melinda Mayo.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer presents Bruce James every Tuesday morning this fall on Morning Mayhem. Bruce will break down each game, the opponent, and the Razorback program the only way he knows how, and that's with no punches pulled. Bruce James with David, Roger, and Justin on Morning Mayhem, presented by Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer, your home for all commercial truck service and repair. Family owned and operated, keeping your fleet vehicles out of the shop and on the road. Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. Give them a call at 568-2185.
Hey, it's David Basil for my friends at Luxury Pool and Spa. They now have 2 great locations to serve you with their new store on Stanford Road in Conway and the original location in Russellville. And if you missed the big news, the spas have arrived and the used truckload sale is going on now at Luxury Pool and Spa. Caldera and Fantasy Spas by Watkins are on the showroom for you to see at Luxury Pool and Spa, and they are all on sale. They also carry all the chemicals you'll need for your new spa with Serona Spa chemicals and frog systems. And you want to know about service after the sale? That's no problem with Luxury Pool and Spa. They service everything they sell. Family owned since 1976. 3rd generation owners and operators Shane, Jeremy, and Andrea Lawson take great pride in their craftsmanship and the quality products they produce. Live the life of luxury with Luxury Pool and Spa. You may have heard they even built a pool for the head hog Sam Pittman. The used spa truckload sale is going on now at Luxury Pool and Spa. Live the life of luxury with Luxury Pool and Spa. Check them out online at luxurypoolarkansas.com.
Waiting is no fun. Like when you're hungry, waiting for the microwave. Waiting for the light to turn green when you're running late. Come on, come on, come on. Or waiting for your notoriously unpunctual friend to arrive at the bar, even though she just texted you 5 minutes away. Sure you are. At the Payroll Company, we know waiting stinks, which is why we pride ourselves on fast replies to our clients, doing payroll right and on time each month, and answering questions quickly and efficiently. The Payroll Company. Less headaches, more than payroll. Visit morethanpayroll.com.
Hi, neighbor. It's Garen with Shamrock Roofing. Fall is upon us. Don't go into the cold, wet winter months wondering if your roof will hold up till spring. Get peace of mind now. Visit shamrockroofer.com for a chance to win a new roof free.
I'm talking about Eliot's Mexican Grill. Take exit 108 from either direction for award-winning Mexican food made fresh every day. The Keith Special, a Mexican hibachi dish with fresh steak, chicken, or shrimp. Tuesdays are Taco Tuesdays, and they're only $1.99 at Eliot's, and now they're serving homemade tortillas. Fresh pies for dessert along with soft serve ice cream. Eliot's Mexican Grill, award-winning Mexican food with daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, 11 to 2. You take exit 108 to Eliot's Mexican Grill in Morrilton.
Hey everyone, this is Heather Ramsey with Elite Services. Elite Services offers commercial-grade home carpet and upholstery cleaning by a locally owned and operated company you can trust. Visit us now at cleaningarkansas.com. Elite Services, where we don't cut corners, we clean them.
You can take the Mayhem wherever you go. Just search Morning Mayhem wherever you get your podcast. Welcome back to Morning Mayhem, live from the Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studio.
Sing it, Roger.
It's now or never to win a game. They fired, he knows, said he's to blame. Oh, next week will be too late. If we go bowling, we the season started, and we had hopes of splendor. But now with 2 wins, we cannot surrender. It should be a crime with what I'm going through. But I'm still here and I will cheer Big Sue. It's now or never to win a game. They fired, he knows, said he's to blame. Oh, next week will be too late. If we go bowling, we need 4 straight. Look out, son. That's cool.
Thanks to Ortho Arkansas, Dr. Jimmy Tucker.
Thank you,
job there, Raj.
Thank
One
you,
of the
Doc.
classics.
Thank you. Listen, only a couple more left.
I know, 4
Will
more
I
to
do
go.
3 more or 4 more songs?
Maybe, I don't know. You might finish up a wrap-up end of the year song.
Don't you have to do 4 because there's 4 games left?
Well,
there's only 3 left now after this one.
Yeah,
so I just did that one.
So would you do an end of the year song if we don't go to a bowl game?
See, I did a bowl. Probably. I do an end of the year song. Probably. Okay.
Yeah,
I could see that. Yeah. You know what? But maybe it's not an end of the year song, which is what you're hoping for, Navy Baz. I'm going for a bowl song.
Hey, we're 2-6 right now.
Yeah.
Think about this. So where do you think we're going to be at the end? Did anybody? Did we think we'd be 2-6 at this point? No.
Let me see.
No.
Let me.
We thought we would be.
I've got no diary that says I think we'll be 2-6.
I think most people thought we would be BYU. That would be 3, and
Sure.
then we'd be Mississippi State. That would be 4. So most people thought we'd be 4-4.
Sorry, Michael Mary.
Yeah, that's right. RJ. Boy, that came out. Josh, are you ready for?
There we go. Wow, boom. No, I'm not. Not anymore. I'm not.
That's that girlfriend talk.
We did just talk to RJ a second ago, so he was on the mic.
Well, everybody can see Baz. Baz is not facing me. He's just facing us.
That's part of the
He's just
deal.
laying there, like
I'm
it's so
tired.
impersonal. He's like, I'm going to call him RJ. And I'm going to turn him completely the opposite direction from him.
He's already left the conversation with me, you, him, and Jessica. He's already left.
Yes.
All right, well,
yes,
Roger
our
in the back of Baz's head. Here you go.
Yes.
Here's the.
We are through another weekend of big games, exciting upsets, and electrifying performances. Let's take a look back at this weekend's best. It's time for your Saturday and Sunday snapshot. The results.
He got there. His throw to the end zone. Incomplete. A generational win for Kansas. Finally toppling Oklahoma.
Wow.
Yeah, this game was awesome, man. 38-33. 38 degrees in Lawrence, Kansas. There was an hour-plus long lightning delay.
Yeah.
In 38-degree weather.
And the amazing stat, that's the first time they had beaten them since when?
Oh my
It'd been a long
Forever.
time, especially there and at their place ranked. So well done, Kansas.
Yeah, Kansas.
I don't even think at any age in my life would I've wanted to sit into an hour-long lightning strike in that temperature.
Yeah, you're right. That's
even when
weird.
I'm drinking.
Weird.
Good.
They took the goalpost. They threw him in the pond.
Yes.
And, I mean, I'll tell you what, like, Kansas football has sucked for a long time. Lance Leipold's a serious coach.
Yeah.
And they stood up physically to Oklahoma, and that's we cannot say that very often.
Bad fumble there. Bad loss for Oklahoma.
Yep. All right, here we go.
The biggest upset.
Not football.
Yes, I can. Fury got sloppy, and Ngannou just scored a knockdown.
So this weekend, Tyson Fury, who is the heavyweight champion, one of them, but I mean he's the heavyweight champion,
right?
Faced off against Francis Ngannou, who's the former UFC heavyweight champion, and he did not lose his title. He left the organization. They fought in Saudi Arabia, and Francis Ngannou knocked him down, and Tyson Fury ended up winning the fight.
Right.
But it was a controversial decision. It was a split decision. And in his first boxing match, I mean, honestly, one of the best heavyweight boxers, the best heavyweight boxer, period, of our generation right now. I mean, he got put through the ringer. This was a close, tough fight.
I heard Fury did not look good. Is that accurate?
He did not look good.
Yeah, it didn't look like,
And Ngannou showed up, and I mean, he's a hammer, and he got a knockdown, which was a huge shock.
Yeah, what a weekend. We saw that fight was on, and if we didn't have to come back that night, it would have been fun to watch that one.
But all kinds of dignitaries there. Saudi Arabia.
Eminem was there.
Yep, doing what they do. All right, here we go.
Wait. He said Eminem. I love that.
The best performance.
Levis towards the end zone. Got a man. Touchdown. Wow. Westbrook Akine, and it's the 4th TD pass of the day in the debut of Will Levis.
Yeah, so Will Levis yesterday. Titans beat the Falcons 28-23. They are 3-4 now. More importantly, Will Levis shows up as the quarterback from Kentucky.
Yeah.
19 of 29, 238, 4 touchdowns. DeAndre Hopkins had 4 for 128 and 3 scores.
Yeah, correct.
Hey.
Wonder what his fantasy points would have been yesterday.
So there might be a new quarterback in Tennessee. Guys, there were a lot of crappy quarterbacks playing yesterday. Them surprisingly.
Well, Roger, you and I we saw Will Levis down at the Manning Passing Academy. What's interesting about Will Levis that we've talked about on this show?
His arm.
Besides his football
he
ability.
Eats bananas with mayo or coffee in the mayo, and he eats bananas whole.
That's the guy.
Oh,
That's
is he
him.
coffee mayo?
He's the and the banana. He eats the guy with the peels. I mean, with the skin on him on the banana. He eats it whole. Remember
I remember. Yeah, I forgot about him doing the coffee and the mayo thing.
That's where that came from. Was him.
And I want to mention this too. So I'm not a Will Levis fan, like just of him as a player in college. I always ask people, what was your favorite Will Levis game? And people can never be like, oh, I remember that game. He didn't have any of those. This is now your Will Levis game, and it just turns out it came in the pros. Some guys, Josh Allen, for example, doesn't really happen for them in college, right? Sub 60% passer in college. Shows up, and Richardson's a good example, too. You all saw him, Anthony Richardson from Florida.
Yep.
Some guys, it just clicks a little bit later for them in their careers, and I'm not saying it's going to be the case for Will Levis, but, man, did he look good yesterday.
Well, he's got the physical talent, and it's a good character, too. Yeah. Did you see the Oiler jerseys? They went with the old...
I did not.
Beautiful.
They went with the old blue.
Oh, nice. Powder blue.
Matter of fact, somebody along the same line said, any of y'all go to the old Houston Astrodome? He said, I got to see Nolan Ryan, Earl Campbell, Terry Bradshaw all play there. And I said, matter of fact, I played there. It was one of the worst.
Right?
It was
what
one of the
was
worst.
That?
It was the Astrodome when we played University of Houston. Played a couple times.
Oh,
there.
of course,
the worst turf ever. I mean, Roger, I could see parts of it where the turf was coming undone.
Oh my!
It was a mess.
It's concrete under there.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
One more thing I want to mention on the performance front of things. So last week I told you all about Ollie Gordon, the kid from Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
This week he went for 250 and 2 scores. 2 running backs have done that in Oklahoma State history. It's him and Barry Sanders.
Yeah, he's in. They play Oklahoma this week. Oklahoma's only a 6-point favorite. Old 53 went with Oklahoma State this past weekend. They sort of struggled a little bit with Cincinnati and then blew them out at the end.
He's went third person.
Yeah.
Old 53.
Old 53. That kid's having a heck of a year.
Yeah.
Here's something else. One gentleman says, which stadiums have you walked on the field? I'll hang up and listen. That's our buddy Clem Decker who got us on the field.
And we listen. We were arm's length in front of.
Come on,
what's his name?
Come on!
Oh my gosh!
Hold
Hold
on!
on!
Come on!
Give us initial
steroids.
Come on! I know.
MM.
Michael Myers.
Mark McGuire.
Michael Myers. He went Michael Myers.
I went Michael Myers. Yeah, we were right there with McGuire. Hey, listen, and we knew he was off the juice when we saw
That's
him.
right.
Then.
You could tell. Here's one that says the Rangers game in June. He said 1978 saw a Rangers game in June at Arlington. I got to see Ferguson Jenkins. Got an autograph for no cost. And Ferguson Jenkins caught the first ball that was thrown out, Raj, at the game the other day. The great Fergie Jenkins. So anyway, I thought that was pretty impressive that he was there.
Well, listen, we were on the field at Padre with the Padres. We got a tour around the track. Remember in that cart?
Oh yeah, that's right.
It was the Padres, and they were throwing ball. We threw a ball. I threw a ball back into the stands, and Zach caught it. Remember that one?
No, I thought that was me. I thought I threw a bag of chips.
Did you throw it?
I threw a bag
Maybe
of chips.
It was me.
I think I threw a bag of chips.
I thought it was a ball.
He caught. No, I think it was a bag
have
of chips.
Revisionist history. I threw a ball, and my son caught it.
I thought I threw the chips, and he caught it. I
sure
could be
did.
wrong. I think it'd be...
No, you're right. You're right. I mean, you just destroyed my... What a load.
Mark the
I threw a ball, and my young son caught it. No, it was actually me, and I threw a bag of chips. Damn it!
Dadgummit, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Over time, that would become such a good story.
Oh, it would have been. It would have been. Hey, with my memory right now, it'd be a whole different story. But we took it. They took us. They took us around.
That was a great surprise.
Surprise.
The people didn't know who we were. We were waving at everybody. They go, who are those guys?
I think whatever Al paid for, they go, there's two Arkansas radio guys here.
Hey, go to line one because yesterday, I don't know if you saw it, the Kansas City Chiefs lost to the Broncos. You know what they ended up playing at the end of the game? After the game was over with?
Hey, Jude?
Taylor Swift songs there in Broncos Stadium.
Rebecca.
Yeah, sorry, Rebecca.
Hello. If Tommy were there, I would congratulate him. His team earned that win. My team deserves that loss.
Well, we will just give you his phone number.
Poorly. They played. Yes, I love that they played Shake It Off. I thought that was funny.
Yeah,
But
listen, that's yeah. Go ahead.
I'm not going to make excuses. Yes, I'd heard Patrick had the flu. If that was the case, he shouldn't have been playing. But
why did they do that, though? I'd heard pregame about him being sick, but he was going to play.
Yep.
I heard the same thing, and he played it. I mean,
give credit to Denver. Yeah.
If it had been me and my family had the flu, I would have, and I was supposed to do something like that, I'd have isolated from him, gone to another house. Because I know when I had COVID and got out of the hospital, they still made my husband and I had to stay in separate parts of our house.
Well, I know that. So you're sitting there wondering long ago if you had the, but if you got the flu, stay away from people.
I know, and it was
ridiculous.
His kid, but anyway, they deserve. My point is, I'm a big enough person to realize. Yes,
Atta girl.
My team sucked yesterday.
Atta girl.
They were caught looking forward to next week's game, and I hope it opened their eyes. Because
I hope
they
so.
cannot take any team for granted.
No, and you can't play any games without having her in the stands with you. She must be there for every game now.
Denver had not beaten them.
Thank you, Rebecca.
8 years, 16 times,
16 games.
By the way, Tom McConkford brings a great point. As Basil was the Blue Bonnet Bowl in the Astrodome. It was. I played the game. I forgot about that one. We beat a really good Florida team, Raj. Yeah. I completely forgot about that. So Tracy says, guys saw Stevie Nicks in Memphis Saturday night. Incredible. I think Hope went to that. Our Hope from the Buzz went to Stevie Nicks. She's coming here, right? I would like to go see that.
Yeah.
I'd like to go see that.
Yeah, I got to get some house tickets.
All right, we'll come back and wrap things up. Hit a couple birthdays. 9:45.
Roger Scott for Corky's Ribs and Barbecue. Are you ready to elevate your next big event? Then look no further than Corky's Ribs and Barbecue for all of your catering and bulk order needs. Corky's is your passport to Flavor Town, where every bite is a journey to barbecue bliss. Picture the sweet aroma of our slow-cooked ribs and mouth-watering pulled pork. It's an irresistible experience. Now, what makes Corky's stand out? It's the unbeatable value. The catering and bulk order options are designed to make your wallet as happy as your taste buds. Exceptional quality without breaking the bank. And here's the scoop. Ordering with Corky's is a breeze. Visit Corky'sBBQ.com. Click on the Eat at Corky's tab to find your nearest location. You can also reach us direct in Little Rock at 954-7427 or North Little Rock 753-3737. So whether it's a family reunion, a corporate bash, or just simply a barbecue craving that needs satisfying, Corky's Ribs and Barbecue has got you covered. Don't miss out on the ultimate barbecue experience. Let Corky's Ribs and Barbecue make your event truly unforgettable.
If accurate weather forecasts are important to you, then you want the guy who's been doing it longer than anyone else. Channel 7 Chief Meteorologist Barry Brandt, a proven 36-year track record of accuracy. It's why Barry Brandt has twice the viewers of any other meteorologist. Nobody is more accurate, nobody is more experienced, and nobody is more trusted. Put him to the test and see for yourself. Chief Meteorologist Barry Brandt, on your side, weeknights on Channel 7 News.
At Tacos for Life, they're preparing amazing food using ingredients you know and love. When you buy a taco, a bowl, a salad, a quesadilla, or nachos, you're providing a meal to a child in need. And what a great way to do it, because you're going to love anything on the menu at Tacos for Life, including their fabulous bacon, barbecue ranch tacos, and quesadillas. So help somebody else and enjoy a great meal at Tacos for Life.
Chosen as one of Arkansas's best places to work 8 years in a row, Rainwater Holt & Sexton is hiring premier paralegals and legal assistants with an emphasis on bilingual Spanish-speaking candidates at all locations. Rainwater Holt & Sexton's mission is to compassionately represent injured and disabled Arkansans. With generous benefits and competitive pay, Rainwater Holt & Sexton is a destination employer hiring the best. We are also seeking bilingual Spanish-speaking attorneys to join our team. Apply today at callrainwater.com.
Hello, folks. It's Frank Fletcher from the Fletcher Dodge store here in Sherwood. For the past few months, we've been asking you to give us a chance to buy your cars, and the response has been great. We really appreciate all of you who brought your cars in and turned it into cash. We've purchased hundreds of cars from fine people just like you. Folks, we're still buying cars every day. So look around and see what you or your family has in the garage that you want to turn into cash. It's really easy, folks. Just come into Fletcher Dodge and ask for Chris or Andy. We'll buy any vehicle and we'll pay you more than anyone. We can't find enough vehicles at the auto auctions to meet the demand, so we're extending you this offer to the public. We'll pay you more, so don't wait. We've purchased hundreds of cars from fine people just like you. Come see us today for the best cash offer on your car, truck, van, or SUV. Just ask for Chris or Andy. We'll pay you more, so come see us at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood. Thanks.
Hennard Foothills Equipment in Searcy, one of Arkansas's leaders in hay equipment. They handle a full line of Kubota tractors and hay tools, as well as Vermeer hay products. 501-268-1987. Hennard Foothills Equipment in Searcy, your hometown dealer no matter where you live.
There's nothing quite like outdoor living, and at Razorback Camper Sales, we've been bringing the camping lifestyle to families for over 50 years. We're Arkansas's oldest family-owned RV dealer with the best parts and service department in the state. Razorback Camper Sales has everything you need for travel trailers, fifth wheels, and pop-ups. Find out why our customers are always happy campers. Come see us in Hot Springs or online at razorbackcampersales.com.
Fort Thompson's in Sherwood. Savage Access 2 Camel Rifle with Bushnell Banner Scope, $399.90. Regularly $469.90. Ruger American Predator 6.5 Creedmoor on sale for $429.90. Regularly $479.90. Visit ftthompson.com.
Are you a fan or are you the ultimate fan? Play the Alon DK Ultimate Sports Fan Package Sweepstakes for a chance to prove you're the world's greatest armchair quarterback. All from the comfort of your own home theater. Visit an Alon DK near you to enter for a chance to build your own home theater with a $5,000 Best Buy gift card plus a YouTube TV gift card. Your ticket to streaming your favorite games this season. Visit an Alon or DK today and score big. No purchase necessary. 18 or older. Message and data rates may apply. For official rules, eligibility, terms and conditions, and privacy policy, visit myalon.com/ultimate sports fan sweeps.
Rich Eisen here from Monday Night Football on Westwood One. From Detroit, Jared Goff and the Lions try to put last week's loss to the Ravens behind them. At 5-2, they now face Devontae Adams and the Las Vegas Raiders, also looking for a bounce-back win. Kevin Harlan and Kurt Warner will call the action on air and on the free live stream sponsored by AutoZone on Monday Night Football.
Right here on 103.7 The Buzz.
After a big dinner, my nighttime heartburn would keep me up. I'd be taking antacid after antacid all night long. But then I tried Prilosec OTC. Just one pill a day blocks my frequent heartburn for a full 24 hours, giving me one-and-done heartburn relief. Without heartburn keeping me up, I could have a restful night's sleep.
Prilosec OTC. One pill a day, 24 hours, zero heartburn. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger. Because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If you can impersonate someone on our show, we can guarantee that you'll live forever on Rogers Button Bar.
Hey, I know y'all gonna look at me funny, but what y'all gonna do now?
Welcome back to the Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studio.
All right, 9:53.
How about that guy calling in with two different names? With John and Mark.
Stan?
Yeah. And he calls Stan, but it's John and Mark.
Raj, do want to say real quick, this Thursday, November 2nd from 10 to 5, Jones & Sons has a Vahan jewelry event. So be listening for this, just now getting this information. So it's a great collection this
Isn't that
Thursday.
Ellie from
It is.
Isn't that her
It's her
deal?
favorite
Okay.
line this Thursday, November 2nd. So
nice.
Justin Acree joins us now. Good morning, Justin. How are you?
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
What's up?
It's sort of weird not to have a touchdown club meeting today.
It's
during
so
the
good.
season. Yeah, it's
I wish everyone was on Tuesday.
You know, I was just saying during the break, the Rotary Club's the only reason we've never done that. But Roger, it sure does give you, especially if you've gone to a game, you come back and you have just a day.
Just to recover, you have a day to recap. It's just nice being in the studio, being able to play your own stuff. Christian's we're so synergistic, it's not a big deal. But it's just nice to have extra time to chit-chat.
And, and I think, too, we have one more Tuesday. I think David Cutcliffe at the end of the year is on a Tuesday.
Good.
A couple things that we didn't get to today. 85 years ago, the infamous War of the Worlds radio broadcast happened.
How about that?
And that I think some people committed suicide after that, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
53 years ago, or 49 years ago, Rumble in the Jungle. Justin Acree, what did Muhammad Ali show us for the first time in the Rumble in the Jungle?
The rope-a-dope.
Rope-a-dope is correct.
They had the
George
Frazier
Foreman.
fights on last.
Roger and I, we fought. He brought soap on a rope.
That's what I
Not
I
the
thought
same
that's
thing.
what you wanted.
I told him, drop it already.
Yeah,
Drop it.
I did.
And he wouldn't.
Weird.
So good.
We
Also,
were clean.
53 years ago, Jim Morrison was was sentenced for what, Roger, 53 years ago in the state 1970?
Probably because of smoking dope.
Indecent exposure, remember? And profanity down at a concert in
I'm
Miami.
sure there was dope involved.
Might have been.
Died not long after that. I didn't get to this, but Kevin Pollak birthday today.
Kevin Pollak.
A few good men.
Lieutenant Weinberg.
That's right.
That's who he is.
Henry Winkler.
You, Lieutenant Weinberg.
Henry Winkler. Josh, you know who Henry Winkler is?
Yes.
How do you know him? By Coach Klein and the Waterboy?
Yeah, Barry.
Barry.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You ever watch Barry? It's on
No.
HBO.
You should watch it. It's fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah, he won any whatever they give to people
Emmy.
that are on. Thank you.
Emmy. What else?
Wow,
did
he did. Okay, did not
Somebody
know
just
that.
told me something about he did not get along with Tom Hanks in something. Somebody just told me that about he did not get
Henry
along
Winkler?
with Tom.
Listen
Yeah.
to Tom Hanks said.
I don't know. Did Tom Hanks direct a movie or something?
Tom Hanks make an appearance on
Like K-9?
Happy Days.
I don't. He did though.
Did he?
Tom Hanks actually did make an appearance on Happy
Did-
Days
did
back
you-
in the day.
Did you hear the role that Henry Winkler had with Rocky, with Stallone?
No.
He apparently was the one who helped broker Stallone getting that deal. He was Fonz at the time in the 70s, and somehow he came across Stallone.
Well, they
and
were in the Lords of Flatbush, I think, together.
maybe that's what it was. Well, somehow he was the one who helped navigate him to do the deal. He got the rights back. He took the money back and gave it back to Rocky because Rocky said Stallone wanted to do this movie himself.
Sure.
Winkler was one of the main guys in that. I saw that the other day for the first
very
time.
good, very
yes.
good.
I still don't know
Good
what
friend,
that
good
just happened there, but that's interesting.
Good
yes.
friend. Yeah.
Otis Williams' birthday today, 82.
Big fan.
Last Temptation Alive. He's 82.
He's the last one.
Last
man. How
one.
about that? I mean, that's it. I mean, it just
Make the argument that one of the greatest bands ever.
I mean, they're one of my favorites.
I'm sorry?
Temptations.
Yes.
Not one of the greatest ever. I mean, it's so different. You
oh
might be
my
good.
gosh.
Greatest
Who you-
what? Greatest 5, greatest 10, greatest 100, greatest 1,000, greatest 10,000?
Shoot, could you even say the greatest of from Motown? They had a few.
What's happening on the zone today?
I've always been a Commodores man myself.
That's great too.
For sure.
Today, we had to reshuffle some things because of tomorrow. So Clint Sterner's going to be on as normal, thanks to our friends at Crane Hyundai. Zach Williams going to join us today instead of tomorrow, thanks to Fence Brokers. Get his thoughts on the Florida game coming up and what he did on his off week. Pat Bradley will join us today, courtesy of River City Flooring, because we couldn't fit him in tomorrow. And that's that. And we'll recap the Razorback bat. Did you guys watch the game or go?
I watched the first half from
I guess
Arlington.
you couldn't go because you were in Arlington going to the World Series.
I watched the first half. It was great. So nice to have it. They're going to be good. They're going to be good.
Yeah, they. I don't even think they played that great.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm excited about.
Yeah. Exciting times ahead. Zone's up next, 10 o'clock. Man, if you haven't heard, I'm smoking hot on the Oaklawn Sports app the past 3 weeks. 14-4 overall, 8-1 in the NFL. Not going to get